time! I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
I love that D as a DM, man. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. And you hear Joe Rogan laugh at it afterwards? Oh my god, that's the classic. What's up, fellas, and everybody in the chat so far, and people who are gonna watch this in the replay? This is the 5th episode of the Lab. Trying to be consistent, 2 weeks in a row, making it a record. So let's get this going. Let's get the intro started. So we get started with this Enter Bay voting and sports hot toys talk.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What's up, collector?
I'll let you try my Wu-Tang style.
Why are you here?
All right. So, all right. What's up, everybody? This is a fellow friend from the CW side of the family, the CW clan. This is Mark. I call him the R Mark. He knows why I call him that. But what's up, Mark? How you been, man?
Yeah, I'm good, baby. Let's go. I'm excited. You got me at a good time. I'm all jazzed up and I'm ready, man. I'm fired up. Real quick, P-Rock has asked me on multiple times, and usually with CW I'm doing a D&D chat, or I end up falling asleep or some weird shit. So this has been a long time coming, and I've been so fucking excited. So I'm fired up to talk about collecting and nerd shit and whatever else we got. I'm ready.
The cool thing is, like, before we started, that's why I asked you if you like sports. I didn't know you like sports. I didn't think you were going to like sports. So this is perfect for this conversation today.
Yeah, I was labeled a jock in high school, actually, which is bizarre.
Which sport did you play mostly? Football?
It's gonna be a long story. I played football for, down to the weight groups. When we had to make weight and stuff like that, and through high school. And then I wrestled. I did track. I did baseball. I actually loved baseball the most. Because when I played football, I was like a lineman mostly and a linebacker, which it's cool, but it's not a sexy position. Baseball, you can hit home runs, so I was always the guy that led the team in home runs, so that's why I loved playing baseball. And then once I got into high school, I started cheerleading, and I started getting awards. I was an All-American. I got a couple of scholarship opportunities and stuff like that, and I didn't take advantage properly of that situation. But
yeah, you're probably thinking about other things.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as practice wise, man, ain't nothing like wasn't. God, there's nothing.
5, you want to jump on, man? You're free now. Let me know. Yeah. I'll send you the invite. I thought you were
I'm totally excited. Yeah, that's what I said. So I got a little bit of college football in today, and so I'm excited for the NFL tomorrow. I don't know if we're not talking games, but we might be talking.
No, we'll talk some sports.
Starting lineup, yeah.
Yeah, like some sports will be talked about. Because the whole topic today is gonna be Enter Bay. My boy Braden in the chat, he's one that brought the idea up to me. There's Enter Bay, the company that does the NBA basketball figures. They basically have a what if thing going on where you can actually vote, and possibly the winner of the votes can be the next figure. So I looked it up, and it's real cool the way they got set up. They got a bunch of old school players, new school players. So we're gonna go over it today. So I know Braden is in the chat right now, so I know he's hyped about that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that today. So another topic is gonna be, if I would love for Enter Bay to do other sports, but if they wouldn't, I would love for Hot Toys to be the next one to do it. So we'll talk about other sports that we would love to see other companies do. So football could be a possibility. Boy, what's your football team?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles? Oh, you're from Philly, right?
Yeah. The thing is, it was so rough. Like, I don't know if I'm a little bit older than you, P-Rock. I'm just guessing I'm older than you because you look younger than me. But
It's all about the heart,
I-
the inside. How you feel on the inside?
I grew up in like the starter jacket age. You know what I mean? When like it was like everything was like everybody's wearing starter jackets, or people used to wear the tote bags. That was like their school bag kind of thing. And everybody was wearing a Cowboy shit because that was when Cowboys won in their couple Super Bowls.
I hate the Cowboys. I was a
And
Niners fan.
I mean, we're talking about
Did you think
93,
they're-
94, 95. So that was the only time I ever got in fights in high school, and like when I was grade school, second, third grade and stuff like that, was beating up Cowboy fans because they're bitches. Because I'm like, you don't even get to see all their games. It was bizarre to me.
And
So
they're
yeah,
cheaters,
no,
man. They were
I'm one of those
cheaters.
people growing up. Yeah, I rooted for my team, and that was it. And it was like one of those people. Like I loved watching Barry Sanders growing up because that was Thanksgiving.
Yes.
The Lions would be on.
Yes.
So there were certain players on other teams I liked. You know what I mean? Like, and it was very so often. You know, like certain people like Jordan was always on TV. So I was always watch Jordan play. You know what I mean? Stuff like
Mhm.
that. But other than that, unless they were on my team, I disliked them, or I was just complete hater, because that's the way you're supposed to be as a sports fan.
I was like that with Jordan. I admit Jordan was a freaking man. I freaking hated Jordan. I hated
You
that
got
guy.
tired of seeing them.
I got tired of seeing him.
You
He
know-
always got
you-
he got away
you know
with
what
fouls.
It's the same way people are with LeBron now.
But no, wait, hold on. What LeBron kind of does to himself too, because LeBron has that attitude off the court where he thinks he's the shit when he's not really the
Well,
shit.
no, the problem is with
whole
LeBron is LeBron tries to be
countdown
Jordan.
shit.
He
Exactly.
like mocks Jordan, and it's like you don't mock, you just be you. Jordan was Jordan. You know what I mean?
Ricky Grimes in the house. I forgot to do the intros, man. Normally I do the
What up,
intros
what up?
with the music playing. I introduce everybody. I gotta do that shit next time. I promise.
That's cool.
Next time. I had a little catastrophe when I was trying to. That's why I was running late. I had everything set up perfect, and then one thing was like a domino effect. My camera fell, knocked over some other stuff. My light fell. I was like, oh no.
That's how it always is, man.
But yeah, I mean LeBron. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a Lakers. Let me put it this way. I'm a Lakers fan. What's up, S Beam? I almost said Sean again. S Beam. It's like a thing now.
Yeah, LeBron's a tough situation because LeBron, he grew up in Cleveland, so he was drafted by Cleveland, which is a team that's never going to win anything anyway. So he did give Cleveland a championship. I mean, he had to like super team it. You know what I mean? He had to bring a couple people in. So it's weird. Now LeBron, no matter what anybody
Rick, you
says,
bring the stats up, Rick. I
whether
appreciate that.
you're a hater or not, he's a top 5 all-time NBA player. But they need to quit with he's number one. And it's the same thing with Kobe. And I'm like, listen, no offense to Kobe. Kobe was a great player.
Hold up. I gotta get ready for this. I'm a Kobe fan.
I'm sorry.
No,
Kobe,
I gotta hear what you have to say.
The whole death thing was tragic, but Kobe's not the best player in the NBA of all time. Come on.
No, I would say all.
And they played up the Black Mamba stuff way too much after his death. And I'm like, everybody knew Kobe was a ball hawk, which is fine. He was an alpha.
All right.
He was an alpha. Kobe was an alpha among alphas, which is cool. You know what I mean? He's an all-timer, but he's not the greatest of all time. I mean, there's at some point
We did that one already. At 5.
Yeah.
You did all these already?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I went up to Kiki Spinkter after Kiki Spinkter.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
second Kiki Spinkter I didn't do.
if you're making an all-time NBA team with the 12 best players, Kobe's definitely on that team.
Okay.
No
all
doubt.
right.
No doubt.
I was about to say, Mark, I gotta let
Yeah.
you go if you said he's not on there.
Yeah, no doubt he's on the top 12 players of all time. But too many people, like, after he died, because it was tragic how he died.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I never met that guy, but he was my favorite player, obviously.
Brilliant. What up?
I've seen him live. I've never actually like physically met him. Like, hey, Kobe, what's up? But when he died, man, I'm man enough to say, man.
remember that,
yo,
dude.
for a whole
I
freaking day,
remember
yo, I
that.
cried, yo, because like not only the fact that he died, and we're kind of almost, I think he was like around the same age or a year older than me. But
Yeah.
what got me was the way he died. Like the fact when they said that they found him with his arms wrapped around his daughter. I'm getting choked up right now, man.
Yeah.
That got me, man. I was like, because I can picture me doing that. Like if I was about to crash, I probably put my arm around my daughter too, man. Like try to tell her everything's be okay. That thing was crazy, man.
That was traumatizing. That night was traumatizing, man.
Yeah, that was rough, and it's hard because I don't know, because I don't know if you guys know about, I don't know how much you know about Kobe like growing up, because he always gave credit to like, oh, the Euro League gave him, all his, whatever, but it's like, no, that dude spent all 4 years, playing in Philadelphia high school basketball. You know what I mean?
He moved a lot, like when his parents, because his father was in the military.
That's what they tell you. But he played all 4 years in high school in Philadelphia.
Nice.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Speaking of Kobe, so we're gonna bring.
But
this up
no. That's what I said. So I had a mixed relationship with Kobe the whole time, because I mean I'm a tiny bit older than you guys, and then the Sixers, when they played the Lakers in 01. He's like, oh, that was when, because everybody says, why does Philadelphia hate Kobe? They didn't hate Kobe, but they had that like mixed relationship, because he like completely distanced himself.
Nice, I didn't know that.
Because he was like, oh, they didn't teach me how to play basketball. I learned how to play basketball, EuroLeague and all this other shit. So then everybody in Philadelphia thought that was disrespect, because it's like, I saw Kobe in high school. I went to a high school game. All his high school games were fucking sellouts, 10,000 people. He played all 4 years at Lower Marion.
Lower Marion. Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the high school's name, Lower Marion, and they worshipped him. He was treated like a god there the whole time, and everybody knew he was going to be. People were disappointed when he wasn't drafted number 1. You know what I mean? And it was weird, because it was the same year that Allen Iverson was picked higher than him. Allen Iverson was the same draft as a Sixer. So that's the weirdest part.
Because he actually had at least a year or two in college, so Allen Iverson actually proved himself a little bit more to more people. But I'm happy the way it worked out, because the Lakers ended up getting Kobe. So
yeah, it worked. I think it worked out the way it was supposed to.
They got for freaking Vlade Divac, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But that draft had a couple Hall of Famers in it, though.
I remember that shit.
I was like, what?
That was a crazy draft. Because what was Kobe? Kobe wasn't drafted until like 12 or something. Or was it?
I remember no. Well, he's like, since he got traded. So I'm trying to remember what number he was. No, was it? It was definitely the first round.
6 or 12, because I think.
I'm going to look it up.
It was the 96 draft.
I got the screen shared. Yeah, I'm a freaking Kobe fan. I should know that. Braden, you know what year did Kobe? What number round?
It was 96.
What number?
He was 13th. He said with the Hornets.
13th. Okay, yeah.
There you go. Good looks.
Yep. Good luck, Braden.
Good call.
Sorry, so I'm gonna start bringing up the voting thing. So Rick, I don't know if you know this. So Enterbay, which is the company that in LWO streams, we've been talking a lot about the Enterbay. The figures, they have the Kobe 2-pack, which a lot of people love. The Jordan 2-pack, which is like a hot piece that a lot of people like to pick up. So they actually have now this is like their what if thing. So they're actually giving the fans a chance to vote on like upcoming on players, and then possibility the winner, whoever wins the vote, could be their next figure.
Okay,
so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty
cool.
What
I like about it is
that's pretty sweet.
What I like about it is they got old school and new school people.
I'm looking at the picture right now.
They might have your boy there. I'm gonna try. I started looking a little bit.
With deadlift shrimp.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. But so I started looking at it and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. They got some cool people on here. So I just want to go through the list real quick. I mean, we'll talk about the players that we think, we think if we remember them or whatnot. And then people in the chat too, man. If you guys jump in, man, if you guys think a player deserves or not deserves it, or you don't agree with us, then jump in, man. Like I said, this stream's more for me to interact with you guys, man. And to me, other streams where it's I love being on the streams, but this is more interaction right here. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get this started. So V was gonna come. I was gonna say V was gonna come, but something happened, so he's not gonna be able to make it. All right, so here we go. Let's scroll down first. So this is a good mixture right here. But didn't they make Giannis? I think they made Giannis already, so I'm not sure if this is a different Giannis that they're talking about right here. All right, so it is right. Action figure releasing soon. So all right. So you guys know any of these three right here?
Yeah, And all three of these guys are on that first wave of the starting lineup. Hasbro, like re-release of the, the starting lineup figures.
Yeah.
They were Kenner, but Hasbro bought Kenner. I think Giannis is the only one that they did though so far, right?
Yeah, no, they actually did. They did Steph Curry already. Giannis is upcoming, and Luka supposedly is upcoming too.
Are they all always usually like 5,000 pieces?
It do limit them. It varies in them, but usually about 5,000. Yeah.
About 5K.
P-Rock, what the first pro figures? Yeah, that's right. I said I read that in the red part just right now. That's why I was gonna skip
it's
through it real
hard.
quick.
Yeah, it's hard for me to focus on
Alright,
this
so
kind of
here we
stuff
go.
because I'm such a Curry hater. every time he chews on a mouthpiece, I want to punch him in the face.
Why?
I grew up being like, you got to play defense and offense, and that guy, he's just
he's just offense.
he's offense, and he tries to play that like he tries to play the small dog, but everybody like fucking rubs his cock the whole time. So they should call him Red Rocket. But,
I think Kyrie Irving's probably Kyrie Irving offensively is not better than Steph.
I was gonna say
defensively he is.
Kyrie Irving's got fucking moves, but Kyrie Irving's fucking out
Yeah,
there.
Jordan on there, the Dream Team version.
Yeah, that one's released already. Oh, these are all coming out soon too. All right, so let's jump down. These are.
That might be even
All right,
be
here
the
we go.
Wizards
Boom.
Jordan deserves plenty of
Yeah,
figures.
there's Magic right there. There's
Durant
Magic.
Durant was released already, so this row would just be Magic and Pippen. And you know me, I'm a Lakers fan, so I got to go with
Yeah.
Magic on this one.
Magic.
Yeah, because
Oh,
that's the white. They got the white jersey on them right there, so that's got to be the.
That's Team USA.
Dream Team, yeah.
Team USA
Yep,
jersey.
yep.
Yeah.
92.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say 92. I was trying to think, was that 92 or 93?
Yep, 92 Pippen.
And nothing,
Pippen too.
No defense, no disrespect to Scottie Pippen, but man, that guy thinks he's a fucking top 5 all-time NBA player. And it's
Yeah,
like
without
literally
Jordan, man.
Dude, just know you're Robin. You know what I mean? You're the best
know.
Robin of all time. Just know. Just know you're
Yeah.
Robin.
That one time when he was what game was it? When he got mad because Phil Jackson wanted to have Tony Kukoc take the last shot at the end of the game, and he sat in the bench. He didn't
That's
want
Fox Mulder, right?
Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, Tony Kukoc was a better fucking shooter.
Exactly.
So it's like,
And I was
that's
like, oh,
why
this dude's
Tony
not a team
Kukoc.
player,
Yeah,
man.
get him the fucking. Yeah,
What's up,
give him
Selena?
the shot. Yeah, Scotty. Scottie Pippen is like what is it? What was the small dude for France
France. Like France soccer?
during the war?
Oh, Napoleon
Napoleon.
Dynamite.
Napoleon.
Dude,
Dynamite, yeah.
he's got. That's
Not
what it is.
Napoleon
Scottie
Dynamite. I said
Pippen
Napoleon
has
Dynamite.
fucking Napoleon complex.
No, he meant
in the
Napoleon
NBA.
complex. not
Yeah,
Napoleon
Napoleon.
Dynamite.
Yeah, I said Napoleon
Because
Dynamite.
and that's what it is. He's got that Robin
He
complex.
got
He
the
wanted to be
Napoleon
the.
complex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Napoleon.
He
I
felt
like
like
Napoleon.
he was the man, but he wasn't. Now he could be the man on a team that never won a fucking championship, which is cool.
But that's the thing about it, that it was he proved it
Yeah.
when Jordan left. He did. All right, he made it to the playoffs. That's about it. But
the
that's
thing
it.
is, when Jordan gambled,
He had the
and
same
they
team
told
that
Jordan
Jordan
to
had.
they told Jordan take a year off because you're gambling too much. He fucking did. They did nothing in the playoffs. I can't remember if they were a first round release or not. I can't
All right, so
remember. They didn't do anything in the playoffs anyway.
So
And then-
between
and-
Magic and Pippen, who would you pick if they did a figure? Obviously, I'll say
Magic. It has
All
to be
right.
Magic. And
Yeah,
this
hell yeah.
this run, yeah. And Durant's getting a lot of hate right now, but listen, Durant's a fucking great player.
I felt bad for Magic. I mean, I understand when he caught the HIV, he did to himself, but the way that the league kind of treated him when he
He
came
caught it at a
out,
bad time. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't catch it in like the Freddie Mercury time. Thank God, because that means we wouldn't have Magic now. But it's like he was the only person in the NBA that still ever came out with it positive. You know what I mean?
Yep. And he's still alive.
He's still alive. He's
Yeah,
helping
this
all of
dude's
us,
still
bro.
alive,
He's
man.
helping all of us,
And
bro.
they had a ridiculous South Park episode. Of
Oh,
that
yes.
too.
Pippen complained. Yep.
No offense to Pippen, but he's a great NBA player, but he's a great you know, maybe
I
100.
thought The Last Dance was about Jordan though.
Oh damn, I jumped the
top.
gun.
Maybe he might have been 100 or something.
Yeah,
That's it.
then he complained about it, I guess because I don't know. It's Pippen,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
You can't blame him because again, you're like one of the great players in the NBA, and how many people are like, oh, Scottie Pippen's my favorite player? Absolutely nobody, fucking nobody. How many people are wearing Pippen shoes? Nobody.
Yeah,
So
that's
you-
true. Nobody.
So you understand his like circumstance, but at the same time, it's just like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people. If you're watching and you want to go ahead and vote, or you don't give a crap, just go ahead and vote for the Magic Johnson, so just so it could be made. So this is an interesting one right here, man.
This is
Karl
an interesting
Malone,
one.
the mailman,
Gotta vote for them.
Patrick Ewing, which he never had a nickname. He never had a nickname, did he? No, I don't think he
Nah.
did. And then the Admiral David Robinson.
Because when Patrick Ewing, he was at what, Georgetown?
Yeah, Georgetown. Yep.
Dude,
Patrick Ewing was Georgetown.
he was a great college player too.
He looks like a damn bat, man. Like to me, he looks like a big bat. I don't know. His son about him. He looks weird. Karl Malone was good.
He had this weird like whatever this muscle is, like the front, like not the back, but the
All I know is tricep, biceps,
dude.
and
He looked like a bat
quads
when he
and-
put his arms up.
yeah, exactly. Yep, like the wing thing right here. I forget what you call it. Yeah,
Because David Johnson looked like fucking somebody
what if?
David
looked
Robinson.
like a coach playing the
Yeah.
whole time. It's a
Karl
hard
Malone
question.
just never dunk. He did that one dunk. He did the mailman dunk where he put the hand up like behind his head like this. And he barely made the
Yeah,
dunk.
he
It
had
was
a
like
cool
this.
nickname, the mailman.
The
But
mailman.
it's like, there were like two Robins on that team, though. I don't know.
He was a
dude.
real country too. Like you wouldn't think that, but he was real country.
He
like-
was. Yeah.
like a cowboy
He still
country.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably milking a cow right now. Fuck, dude. I
Probably.
don't know. Dude, this is a perfect lineup right here because these
This is P-Rock, remember
motherfuckers
when
are all
Karl
three the
Malone-
same dudes.
I
I would pick Karl
Dude.
Malone because he was a WCW superstar too. Man.
He did wrestle. He had the tight jeans on. He had
was
those
a
tight
DDP,
jeans
he was a
on.
DDP, remember?
Did he? Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he suplex somebody too?
Yeah, oh he did. But he was bigger than all the wrestlers. He was mad, so I remember that shit.
He was tall, but he was skinny.
Yeah.
I think on the court, he looked
Well,
huge.
when you're fighting wrestlers that are all 6 foot tall and you're fucking 6.
Oh, 100.
Karl
absolutely.
Malone was like 6'11". David
Brady-
Robinson probably had the best career.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing, college wise, like if you were to add up college and professional, it'd probably be Patrick Ewing. But the Knicks weren't shit that whole time. He made the Knicks relevant. God, I think I'd almost go Patrick Ewing. I think. Oh man, this is tough.
I'll go Patrick Ewing or see Dave Robinson's. He kind of falls in the same category to me as Tim Duncan, where he was good, but he was just boring.
Weren't all these guys on the USA team?
Yeah, it says right there at the bottom. This is all, so if they make these, they'll make the USA jerseys, like the
Yeah,
USA.
that's what it's
Oh
US-
man, it'd be cool if they made the
version.
whole USA team then.
It's a possibility if more people vote.
Shit.
I guess they're gonna go by the number of votes.
Fuck.
But yeah, Brady, I
That's
do
tough.
remember when Karl Malone and Gary Payton were for the Lakers, man. That's when I just joined the military. No, what? I was like 3 years in, and I was in either Kuwait or Iraq. I can't remember, one of the two.
What up?
And I was watching the
so,
games
yeah.
there. I was watching the games there, and I thought they were gonna win it, man, because they had all these superstars, and then they got blown out, man. I was like so mad, yo. I was like, I meant to. I
Yup,
don't
yup,
remember
and,
that.
Thanks for your service, P-Rock, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's
Appreciate
funny.
it.
I was just talking to my brother because when he did his tour, he was in Kuwait and he was talking about like I give him shit all the time because he's my brother, and I'm like, oh, you're a fake serviceman, And he was talking about there was an attack like a quarter mile. There was like a I can't remember if it was a grenade launcher or what. Anyway, there's an explosion like a quarter mile away. And I don't know if he was on detail or I don't know what the hell was going on. But he was supposed to be the person putting everybody, like to the side in bunkers. They give him, I don't know what the hell he was doing. He had a gun without bullets in it. So he was getting yelled at. He was like, I have a gun without bullets. What the fuck you want me to do?
That's crazy, man.
I was like, man, the fucking
What branch was he in?
turd.
You
Well,
know what
he
branch?
he was a chemical specialist.
But you don't see him what branch, like Air Force, Army.
Oh,
Marines?
Army.
Army, okay.
But he was a chemical specialist, you know, and then he was doing tours in between. I don't know, testing what. The only reason he was over there because one of the bombs that went off had some kind of chemical, you know, I don't know, whatever chemical for like biological, you know.
Yeah.
He's one of those hazmat dudes. You know, it's like the MPs. You know what I mean? It's like they're army people, but they're only army people if like weird shit goes on. You know.
When
what I mean?
went in, they wanted me to be EOD. And I was like, hell no. EOD, like my job would have been like to disarm the bombs and stuff.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to be a paratrooper, which now thinking back now that I have kids, I'm like, that's fucking dumb.
Paratrooper was pretty hardcore, man.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And as soon as
Yeah.
I met my wife Katrina, which I love so much, she's fucking beautiful. They were like,
Aw.
"Oh, you can't put that you have hemophilia," and I'm like, "Why? I have it though. I don't want this to become an issue." And then I met her, and then it worked out perfectly. So, you know,
And that's what, yeah. Things I always say. Things happen
things
for a
worked out
reason.
perfectly.
You can't stress the past. You can't change the past. You can only learn from it. So,
And P Rock added to our freedom, and we're all here today.
thanks,
and I
man. Appreciate that.
love you, brother. I appreciate what you did.
It was good fun.
Thanks,
8
man.
years. 8 years I spent. Oh, all right. So who? All right. So this is gonna be funny. Next, I just saw the next clip. This first time seeing it. I'm gonna say a little comment, but anyways. So who
So
would you
we're
say? I would say. I would probably say.
I'd have to say Patrick Ewing. I want to say David Robinson.
Me
and
too.
And I also don't want to disrespect Karl Malone because
But he never won a ring either, though. Well, this is a matter of ring. This ain't Hall of Fame.
This is a weird. Yeah, this is a weird three-way here because I feel like all three of these guys never got respect the way they should have gotten respected.
If they did Tim Duncan, I mean not Tim Duncan. Yeah, Tim Duncan. Then I would want David Robinson. But I'll probably go Pat Ewing just because I have more memories of Pat Ewing because being in the East Coast, I saw a lot of Knicks games, and then when the Lakers played the Knicks a lot.
I saw Patrick Ewing like fucking a lot of poster like the poster dunk thing is an overused term now. I saw Patrick Ewing fucking dude. People fucking snipped his armpits a lot in his prime. So okay,
he was good defensively, man. He was
Yeah.
pretty. He was real good defense. The Knicks, man, they just kept running to Jordan.
these fucking
man.
lists are these lists suck.
Yeah, this is a good one right here. This is.
Fuck.
I respect Larry Bird. Larry Bird's before my time. Like when I started watching basketball, like it was towards the end of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird's era. But he was freaking a beast, man. Like he was one of those guys that he
How
went
could
back
you not
down.
do Larry Bird? But at the same time, I'm gonna choose Charles Barkley as a Sixers fan, obviously, because when I first started watching basketball, I saw fat.
It's terrible.
I saw fat ass Charles Barkley was the first dude I ever saw like block a shot and like grab it. You know what I mean? Because everybody blocks it now and they try to like throw it into the stands. Charles Barkley would fucking catch that shit. Yeah.
Yep.
And then John Stockton is the most overrated basketball player of all time.
Overrated, he said? He was a good passer. That's about it. He had pretty good defense.
He got 2 MVPs and he couldn't fucking shoot or make his own shot. No, but I mean, he's not. I'm not saying he's not a great basketball player. I'm just saying. If you were to ask me,
he wasn't that good. He was more of like a liability offensively.
If you were to ask me who was a better player, like fucking Karl Malone, who could, but Karl Malone was a great defender too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
John Stockton was like the little engine that could. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you giving him fucking? Nah, no way.
Dude, John Stockton, he barely went on the bench, man. Dude used to always be on the freaking court. But
I feel bad. I can't choose against Larry Bird or against Charles Barkley.
He was also never popular either, man. Like no one even knew who he was. Like casual people didn't know who he was.
Yes, when Shaq dunked on Charles and they started almost fighting. I remember that.
Yeah, dude, Charles had a fucking edge, man. But how can you? Are you not gonna fucking have Larry Bird on here? Oh,
This is a tough one right here.
This
man.
is a tough list, bro.
To me, it would be between Charles Barkley and Larry Bird.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
I feel like
you know
it's
these
gotta
guys.
be
What you
both.
think, Rick?
Yeah, I was just gonna say for me between Barkley and Bird, but that's the.
Literally, I would buy either figure. Like,
Yeah.
When we're talking about either figure, even at that, oh man, it's fucking tough. It would be cool. It would be cool if they did a USA, whoever, Hasbro has a starting lineup, because that was Kenner's group or whatever at that 6-inch scale. It would be cool if they said we're gonna do all the USA team.
What's up,
dude?
Eddie?
I would buy all of them.
Thanks for coming
with
through.
no problem. I'd pay the little bit extra, because the USA team, that was like when
That was the freaking best team, the dream team.
The dream team. The original.
I was like,
that was big back in the when they
92.
first formed
I was
that.
like, I was like 7 years old, but every fucking time you open up a magazine, it was like, oh, drink milk, and it was the fucking USA team.
Yeah.
And it was
white
like,
jersey.
oh, fucking buy a BMW
Yep.
USA team. It was like, oh, I don't know.
I watched it. Like I think I
It was
watched most of
surreal,
the games.
man.
The
It
ones
was
they didn't
surreal.
play all the games live, but the ones they did play,
Everything.
I watched them. I set my VCR to record them. I think, or my brother set the VCR to
VCR,
record
yeah.
them. I think that was the VCRs.
I can't remember what country it was in. It was in Europe, I'm pretty sure. Because we always ended up watching the reruns.
All right, so if you guys had to pick one only,
I'll go with Bird. To me, more iconic in my opinion.
yeah, I'll go with Bird too.
Yeah, I can't just. Oh god, man, it's so hard as a Sixers fan. But you gotta pick Larry. Oh my god, I'm fucking picking a Celtic.
I know I'm a Lakers fan. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I give Bird his respect, man.
Boston.
Bird was one of the few
Larry
dudes
Bird.
that never backed down from freaking the Lakers. Not only the Lakers, the Detroit Bad Boys, the Pistons. When they were the bad boy, like the original bad boys,
Yeah.
like Bird didn't back down from them, man.
Yeah, back when they were throwing elbows, that was
Yeah.
the elbow age. Yeah,
Yep.
and now people used the elbows to
Before
get
Ron
open
Artest.
back in the day, and there was no fouls.
It wasn't.
That
It was
part of it.
what? Back then it was hardcore. It was like almost wrestling over there back in those days.
Yeah, back when you used to body up.
Like,
Man,
what
that's
Brady
a-
saying?
that's a
Let me pull
tough-
that
That's a
real
tough
quick.
round.
Oh,
And no offense to John Stockton, he was a great player, but it's like, bro, you don't deserve it in this fucking group, man. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ain't no Robin
so hard. Yeah, Lakers.
in here with the Superman. You know?
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's
Oh,
go down.
whatever.
Ooh, I already know who I'm gonna pick on this one right here. My vote automatically gonna be Clyde the Glide Drexler, man. That is an underrated player. He was the closest thing to Jordan at that time.
What a drop off. Oh my god.
I know. Compared to the other row, you got Christian Leitner, which was a freaking. That dude was a disappointment.
It was the
coming out from
Timberwolves,
college.
right?
Chris Mullin was good. He was a good 3-point shooter and good defensive player.
Yeah, we're not talking college here. Christian Leitner was
Yeah.
a fucking great college
Yeah,
player.
in
But,
college.
man, it's got to be a Clyde. Clyde Drexler's.
Yeah.
Clyde the Glide. He's like he almost did the Jordan thing like before
Clyde the
Jordan, like,
Glide,
the whole
yeah.
Jordan dunk stretch thing. He just didn't stretch his legs out. He didn't spread his legs out that much.
Everybody agrees with you later.
Clyde
Yeah, see?
Drexler had that fucking ultimate NBA body back in the day.
P-Rock,
You know what I
Lil
mean?
Clyde.
He had
Yeah,
that, like,
man.
2022 NBA body.
I had the shortest
today.
shorts on, yo. I think the shortest shorts were John Stockton's. I think he wore the shortest shorts ever in NBA
Oh
history.
my god.
He had the
Yeah.
hairy,
That
he had
dude-
the hairy legs too and stuff.
One time he came like right after, you know when the NBA starts after the summertime. Dude, he played the first game and he had a tan line on his thighs, yo. I was like, what the? That's how short his thighs, his shorts were. You saw
Yeah,
his
that's
tan
how you
line.
could tell. You could tell he's a white guy.
Yeah.
my dude was wearing like fucking like my waist boy shorts. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's what it almost looked like,
that,
boy
yeah.
shorts.
It's like, dude, I can't even see your tip. I'm starting to wonder what's going on here.
Fucking John Stockton with his short shorts. Man. All right, so we're all gonna go Clyde the Glide. Christian Lane does not belong in this list, man.
And that group, that was almost too easy.
All right, this is gonna be.
Oh fuck.
And this is a tough one right here. Well, not with Wiggins. Wiggins, I don't really care about Wiggins for Wiggins.
Yeah.
He did good his past
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with these guys.
These are all from the Warriors. They're all Warriors players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newer
So-
players.
Klay
Well, the thing
Thompson,
is-
his dad used to play. His dad was an NBA player too. What was his first name?
Andrew Wiggins was the #1 player, and he was totally hyped coming out of
He
college.
went to the Timberwolves.
He went to Timberwolves, and then he got traded. He's not a bad player though. I mean, he's a good role player, and I think he might average even 18 points or something like that.
He came in big for the Warriors this past playoff in the finals. And he came in big time.
And then Draymond Green was the oh my god, I can't think of his name
Almost as
right
Klay.
He's the closest thing to Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Dennis Rodman. He's not wearing a wedding dress or anything like that, but he's literally
he doesn't do that.
He's flamboyant like that?
No. He's not the flamboyant.
He starts
on the court.
He's a great defender.
God.
He's a great rebounder, and he starts shit. So he's literally like the modern day Dennis Rodman.
If you were getting a fight, he'll be the first guy to back you up.
Yeah.
That's what you need, man.
Yeah, exactly. He's the muscle man of the team. That's why I would. Oh, go ahead.
And then Klay Thompson's a Scottie Pippen, even though in this situation, Scottie Pippen is just as good of a shooter as the Batman, but he takes a back seat because Steph Curry, I don't know if he just has too many videos of him dribbling with two balls or what.
I'm with Braden on that one.
But Klay Thompson's just as good a shooter. If you ask me, if they were to shoot 1,000 balls, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry would make the same amount of shots.
Klay Thompson's all right. I like Klay Thompson as a player, but he's like that fighter. Or when you're a kid, you watch like WWE a lot, wrestling, and they have that cool wrestler come out like, oh, this guy looks cool. Then he gets in the mic and he just bombs on the mic. His voice is weird.
Fucking P-Rock, you fucking perfect example. He's fucking John Cena.
Yeah.
No, John Cena's good on the mic, though.
He is fucking John Cena.
He says weird shit on the freaking mic.
Yeah, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Like, what are you talking about, Klay?
I don't know how old P-Rock, you're too young, but fucking Ultimate Warrior was the same way.
Oh, no, I love Ultimate Warrior.
That's his boy.
That was my favorite wrestler.
Ultimate Warrior, it's like, oh, my man's dressed up like a girl's bicycle. He's got fucking tassels. He's talking about the gods, and he's fucking all pumped up and fired up.
I saw the gods in my dream.
He was on a mound of cocaine,
and I felt
man.
a tear go down my
and then it's like, dude, imagine the poor fucking bastard doing the closed captioning for those.
Oh my god!
For some person that's deaf, and it's like, what did he say?
Those are the best promos when they were on coke, man.
Oh my god, I miss those days.
Remember the Hogan and Macho Man one, P.Y.?
Yeah.
The Hogan one. You love that one.
But that freaking Klay Thompson, man, he's like that. He just like. Dude, I'd be high sometimes myself, and I'm like, "What, dude? Are you high? Like, what the hell is he talking about?" Like,
well, look at his eyes right here. Like, we're talking about this right now. Look at those eyes.
Yeah, Braden knows that. Cena's great on the mic.
But because of that, I'll have to go with Draymond because he's the closest thing to Rodman, and I respect Rodman. I respect Draymond's hustle.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have to go with Draymond.
I used to hate Draymond because he would be like that guy that would like fucking too many. He would take too many of that. Personal fouls, and he would foul on purpose sometimes.
Yeah, he kicked that dude in the balls. Like he kicked like 3 guys in the balls.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? He fucking plays his part perfectly. And that's what it is. He's a modern day Dennis Rodman. So I would also.
Whoa, what the hell? Damn, James Harden.
Look at that
James
picture,
Harden,
bro.
yo. Yeah,
What
I wish you guys a while.
Gee, that's real?
Wow, James Harden. What the heck?
Look at the perfect circle, man.
He's like a beaver, man.
What the fuck is that?
All you see is like the 2 front teeth. You don't see the rest of his mouth. What the hell happened to James
Holy
Harden?
shit, that's real?
I wanted to shit on fucking James Harden, but now I feel almost like I need to defend him because
I'm bugging out. For a second, I thought that was like
weird
artwork or something.
Because James Harden, like he was fresh cut, and as he started making more money, he started becoming more like bummy looking.
Yeah, the angry beaver look isn't.
I'm just impressed with how perfect it is.
It's true,
though,
like the
bro.
mustache is covering the rest of his mouth. You don't see the front of it.
That's what I'm saying, yo. That's crazy.
It's like we're talking about 40-year-old
people in the chat saying.
Harden definitely on crack.
Especially as a Sixers fan, where it's like Andre Iguodala.
I like Andre.
It's like, oh, cool. You could randomly fucking do a dunk where he was a great defender. And on the Sixers, he was cool. You know what I mean? But he was in a max. This was before there was max players. You know what I mean? And then he was calling himself AI and everything like that. And this was right after Allen Iverson was traded. So he's like liked, but also at the same time, it's like you're not that. You know what I mean?
No, Andre, I like Andre. Andre, he came through the
Yeah.
Sixers. Like he was close. He was the closest thing to me, in my opinion. Obviously not as good, but to LeBron. Where I admit LeBron, like I'm not a LeBron fan, but I admit LeBron's good offensively and defensively. So is Andre. Andre was like, and he was the LeBron stopper. Remember in the playoffs, he always guarded LeBron, and he always like, oh snap, what's up, Mario?
Andre was a great two-way player in his prime.
Yeah.
Big
Even
time.
now, he's still pretty good defensively at his age. He's back with the Warriors now.
Oh, is he? I didn't even know that.
What the hell's my charge, my
Shit, that was me.
Also, hi, Super Mario. Love you, brother.
Hey, what's happening, Mark? What's going on, man?
Fucking love you, buddy.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, so time I wasn't plugged in.
I was gonna say, as
What's
a
up, Mario, man?
As a current Sixers fan, I still wouldn't even fucking pick James Harden. So I'd probably pick Andre Iguodala.
Wow.
Mario, you watch basketball, right, or no?
Bro, I haven't kept up in a while, man.
Well, no, I'm saying like more like the older stuff, like you know.
Yeah.
Alright. So you know some of these players though, right here on the screen, like.
Yeah, I know all of them, man. Gary Payton Jr. The second, really?
Oh,
Is it GP boy?
It is. Yeah, it's GP's son.
He's a good fucking player though. He's another one of those.
Yo, look at James Harden right now. Look at this. Look at Beaver. You can't see the rest of his mouth.
Oh my god!
Don't
give me.
Right? Doesn't it? Like his beard's covering the rest of his mouth. It's just like a little hole.
You put me in a
Like,
weird
yo,
stance
like
because
if
I'm a Sixers fan and I was just like, man, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, he's with the Sixers now. Damn, so I haven't kept up with this.
Bro, if y'all can grow a beard like that, you know.
Yo, I saw that.
No, I
picture.
won't.
That shit
No.
blew my mind, man. That shit blew my
I
mind.
would not.
But the thing was,
Bro.
like with the Sixers, because the Sixers had a disappointing playoffs, like every year, and then they were like, oh, James Harden lost a lot of weight, so they showed him looking like a crackhead, like 3 weeks ago, and then they showed him like at the last Eagles game last Sunday, and I'm like, that motherfucker put all that weight back on.
I know.
It's like, how many strip clubs can you go to in a weekend? It's like,
you can't even tell he's smiling. He can be like this.
Yeah, just
it won't even, you can't even tell. Like the beard's just covering the rest.
I'm like, dude, if you go to the strip club, just don't drink so much fucking carbs. You know what I mean? Just like, what are you doing?
All right. So here goes.
No,
this
LeBron
one.
is crazy
This is players.
too, yo. What
I
the
know
fuck?
LeBron did something with his hair, man. That's not.
Wait a minute, what is that? Nah, he's photoshopped too, bro.
These Photoshop.
Look, why is his face so big?
I don't know.
That's what his face is now. He needs to
Really?
keep that fucking beard short.
It's
Yeah.
perspective, dude. It's his angle,
Dude, Blake
man.
Griffin
It's
was
not-
one that he was supposed to be. He was good at first, but he was just a dunker. But he fell off.
Big time, he fell off.
I hate LeBron, so I'm gonna go to Carmelo on this list right here.
Are you? No, come on,
So
P-Rock,
Mario, do you know what
come
this is,
on.
Mario? This is the NBA. What if?
What if?
Yeah, so NBA is putting up a
Oh,
vote
man.
where like, basically you can vote for the players and then
I'm
possibly.
not a fan of any of these. Yeah, all
Yeah, I
three of these.
know.
I
So
mean,
we're
Blake
going
Griffin
by
was all right when he came out with the Clips, man. But I mean, Bron, as a Laker fan, dude, I'm not a fan of
too.
Bron at all.
I wouldn't buy
mad
any of
LeBron,
these.
dude.
I would buy. I'd probably possibly buy a LeBron Cavaliers. LeBron.
Nah, not even.
You know?
Melo,
But
maybe,
I
dude.
Yeah, I'll
no
go with
matter,
Melo.
like, listen, in the next 5 years, if Lakers won 5 straight championships as Lakers, I still wouldn't see LeBron as a Laker.
No,
He will always be a Cavalier to me.
Dude, this is how bad. Like I said, I'm a Lakers fan. When LeBron went to the Lakers, I didn't want the Lakers to win the championship. And when they won, I was like 50-50. I was like happy and mad. I was happy the Lakers won. They got another ring to catch them to the Celtics. But then I'm mad LeBron got another ring, and he got a ring with the Lakers.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that because that was the same way when Karl Malone went to the Lakers, and I forget who else went there. There was another
GP, dude. It was
No,
GP.
I'm gonna go back
Gary
to Mario. I'm
Payton.
gonna go back to Mario in the
Yeah.
beginning real quick. I'm just gonna go through these new ones real
all,
quick.
all the Lakers fans were like, we don't want to win the championship because this shit,
How could we
this shit
not?
doesn't count. This doesn't mean
That was-
anything. This
That
is
season
bullshit.
was so sad, dude. I can't believe we got
And
blown
they-
by Detroit.
I can't remember, dude. They were like the 7th seed, and they got like bounced in the first round or something.
Dude, I haven't
That
kept
was a
up with
big- That was a weird year.
NBA this season, man.
Yo,
The
all your
Lakers got a
Laker
lot of
boys,
players,
all your
man. I
Laker
know they got a
boys.
lot. They got
That's
freaking
right.
Andre Jordan. They got Russell. Well, Russell Westbrook's.
Dude, Andre
He's
Jordan
inconsistent,
hasn't been
man.
on the Lakers in like 3 years. What the fuck? It's kind of a weird
Yeah.
How
like
old is his list?
picture.
And they got Anthony Davis, the
That's
McDonald's.
probably maybe
Need that unibrow, man.
Yeah, he got the,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's
I
what
give
we
him
need,
credit
bro.
though. He kept it though.
He's
I give him
famous for
credit.
that shit.
Yeah.
He said, he's like,
If
you know what?
you-
When I get rich, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna keep it. So I give him credit. He kept his word. Like most
Oh, yeah,
people
that's
will
what's up.
shave it.
But listen, if Bay made these figures, they would have to do Anthony Davis in a Pelicans jersey, and they would have to
Yeah.
do Russell Westbrook in a Houston jersey.
Well, you gotta remember, I agree with that. But Anthony Davis won a ring with the
Westbrook.
Lakers. Yeah.
Anthony Davis won a ring with the Lakers, but I
Yeah,
didn't watch any of those fucking games.
Yeah,
so
I know. Me neither.
that means jack shit. And no Lakers fan is like, oh, Anthony Davis is
Fucking
an
Dwight
all-time
Howard.
fucking.
He's still around.
Dwight Howard? No, hell no, dude. Why he?
Actually,
why
he went
not?
back to the Lakers last year.
He got a crooked high top. Is that a crooked mohawk? Is that the shirt? Is that his hair? Or is that the background?
Is he wearing makeup?
I don't know.
Nah, that's the background. That's Hollywood. See.
I was gonna say
No.
he was on the Sixers last year. He did pretty good. He would get he got I forget how many times he was.
Dwight is washed up, man. He just needs to
He
hang
is.
it up, bro.
He is.
He'd play 10 minutes and get fucking fouled out of the game in 10 minutes, and I'm like, how do you fucking do that? 7.
He was just a dunker too. Like
Jimmy Butler makes sense. Kyle Lowry,
yeah, I like Jimmy Butler.
and
I do
nothing
think-
against Kyle Lowry is a local Philadelphia guy, so it's hard for
He
me.
chokes though in the playoffs.
No, yeah. Well, the thing is, he's a fucking background character.
Yeah, when he's in Toronto. He
So
always
it's-
choked.
yeah, you definitely pick Jimmy Butler in this.
Yeah,
in
I'll
this
go Jimmy
group of
Butler
three.
too. Rick, you probably don't know any of those. You know Dwight Howard, right?
Yeah, that's what I know.
I don't know any of these guys right here. I know Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
he
know
was in a
Cam-
Masked Singer, remember?
Yeah, he was.
But
Who the hell's that Tyler Hero guy?
Oladipo was a great.
I'll go
Hero was a great college player too.
He looks suspect in
man.
that picture, man. He's up to something.
him.
Like, he just
Yo,
did
these
something, or
pictures
he's
are
up to
crazy.
This is
man.
Enterbase
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. I doubt these people are gonna win. Well, you gotta remember this is for the newer, younger generation
Yeah,
players.
Fuck.
Like, this is the current players.
Kawhi Leonard still around?
They still the Clippers. No, he's the Clippers. Still the Clippers, right?
Paul
Is he still the
George, too?
Clippers?
This has to be a quiet. Yeah,
Mm,
Kawhi
some
Leonard
Clippers.
is definitely the best player of this. Game.
Yeah.
Nothing
He's
against
another
Paul
dude
George.
that when he goes in the
Paul
mic,
George,
it's
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
He's awkward on the mic too. When he did that laugh,
Yeah.
he's like ha 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 ha. And that laugh he did.
Yeah, Paul George as a WWA or WWF.
What?
WWF.
WWE?
He can't do a. What the hell do they call those?
Yeah, Kawhi. I agree, Kawhi. Did you guys see that injury when Paul George when his freaking bone came out his leg?
Yeah,
That was
man, I
crazy,
remember
man.
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
All right, yeah, I don't know any of these people right here, so I'm gonna skip. Drew, I know
Lonzo
Drew.
Ball's
Drew
trash.
Holiday.
Lonzo
Drew
Ball.
Holiday, former
Yeah, I can't believe
Sixer.
they made that
Boy,
figure.
Lonzo.
If NBA makes a Lonzo Ball figure, I'm stopping NBA. I'm not buying anything else from them.
At least Drew Holiday made a couple. He was on the. He was an NBA All Star at least. And a
Bro,
Futures All-Star.
we gotta go back and see these legends, man. You only have.
Oh no, I'm gonna go back up.
up.
I'm just curious of who else is down here. That's why I'm going through them quick. I'm going back up for Legends.
You went down this far before you got to Joel Embiid. Let's fucking go.
Seth
this-
Curry?
this has to be
Seth
an old
Curry's
list.
brother.
Because Seth
Andre
Curry and
Drummond.
Andre Drummond were traded to the Nets. Okay, I don't say it says it down there. In the
I don't
corner.
know who the hell is this guy. Oh, Kyle Kuzma. Man, he was with the Lakers at one point. He was super happy, man. Look at
Ain't
him.
nobody but well, he looks super happy in the picture, but he ain't super happy to be on.
Oh
the
no,
court
yeah,
with
he ain't.
this
Yeah,
now.
I know he ain't. Especially with freaking Bradley Beal. Yeah, I don't know. Devin Mitchell's pretty good. Donovan Mitchell, I mean.
He looks scared, dude. Look at this photo.
Right, he does, right?
Like they all look scared.
Well, that's
You know,
Utah,
Jordan
man. You know how it is
I
in
feel bad-
Utah. You know how it is.
I feel bad for the guys because like sometimes you go like
They be held at
on certain
gunpoint,
stuff,
taking these pictures at gunpoint.
and it has the same
Right.
same picture from like 3 years ago. Imagine having a shitty picture and that's your picture for that's how
Dude.
people see you for the next 2 or 3 years.
Dude, I don't know. Let me speaking. I gotta start catching up NBA.
that beaver shot, man.
I know these guys were here. CJ McCollum.
Hold on. Go back up. Go back up real quick.
Damian
Go back up.
Lillard.
Damian Lillard.
Yo, the two Queens players look damn near identical, dude.
Yeah.
They do, just skinny and
They
chubby,
look alike,
skinnier
man.
and-
It's like small the same
Wow.
way as
And
this guy.
They got the
and then
same neck.
fell to
One
the-
guy just got the bigger head. They got the same neck. Look at the neck. It's a little bit small on the one side.
Yeah.
Who's the guy in the middle though? Look at that guy. It's like he was in jail already. Like he jail feet.
That's what I traded to the Cavs.
Damian Lillard, you gotta definitely go with Damian Lillard in this one right here. I like Damian Lillard, man. It sucks the teams he's been on. I mean, Portland hasn't really done anything to give him another player.
Yeah, it's weird how they have this listed. I would have it listed as best players to worst players. It's almost
We'll go
like
back
they
up
have
to the
them in
legends real
groups,
quick for Mario real quick. 'Cause
team-wise.
I don't know these people in the bottom. All right, Mario. So we'll go back to the big. Don't look yet. Close your eyes real quick.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm looking at something else, man.
All right, good.
Gotta check the OnlyFans messages real quick. Hold up.
Then I'm about to say the naked yoga stuff.
Say what?
Naked yoga stuff.
Oh, you know.
Ah.
You know how I roll.
That's
So these they've made figures for already. Out of these three, Mario, which one would you get? If anybody reached out to you, say, hey, we're gonna send you a figure to do a review on, and they give you an option between these three figures, which one would you pick?
it's definitely not Luka Doncic. I can say that real quick. I could speak for Mario on
Well,
that
they're
one.
doing Giannis, aren't they?
All these three are being made. Well, Steph
Yeah,
Curry's
Giannis
made
looks-
already.
Which one would you
Yeah.
pay? Which one would you pay for, Mario?
Not a Golden State fan, dude. So I'll just out of, by default, probably go with Giannis.
Yeah,
All right, so this is you already saw these right here. So this is when it comes to the legends right here. It starts coming down right here. These two right here.
Ooh, okay.
We
all
got
right,
Magic,
all right.
Magic or Pippen.
Magic, bro. Come on.
No, I know,
Yeah,
I
show-
know,
show
I
time
know, I
Lakers,
know,
homie.
I know.
Come on, man.
I
know.
gotta actually
Look,
just
look.
ask everybody else.
I respect
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's what
know-
I'm talking about. That's my Mario.
I know he's in
That's
his
Mario I
he's in
love.
the Dream Team jersey, bro. But I mean, that's nice. But I'll find myself a custom, Lakers Showtime freaking
Yep.
jersey, man, and all day Magic, dude.
Did you like Pippen as a NBA fan back then?
Oh yeah, dude. I loved watching him and Jordan play together, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
Just
say I always
tear fools up.
respected them.
Yeah.
I remember the first game I ever went to was I went to go see Jordan when he was a Bull, and fucking him and Pippen both rested, man. Fucking got to see him.
Dude,
got
I
to see him
caught
on
so
the
much
sideline.
flack.
I was fucking oh man.
I caught so much flack, dude, because I mean, when I was the Jordan fan, but the Lakers were my team, right? So I was going, how the hell are you gonna do that?
I hated Jordan.
I love watching Jordan play, man. I mean, he was the best.
He was the only dude doing that fucking like finger roll amongst three dudes and stuff like that. That's the
Freaking
thing.
like
People-
dunk and then go under and lay it up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, motherfucker.
he was doing that like Dr. J shit like all the like every game. Like, and he had the tongue
Remember that-
out. Dude, I do
remember the
that shit now
highlights?
at work. At work, I got my tongue out and I'm fucking doing weird shit and I'm like asbestos and all this other stuff.
Yeah, like one of the best highlights that I remember of Jordan, man, it was in that he just takes off from inside the key, man, and I think they're playing New Jersey. Three of them go up at the same time, man. He goes in between all of them for the reverse. I'm like, what the fuck? So that was MJ at his finest, man.
And that was back in the day when you used to you could put your body in the way of people as long as you didn't put hands on them.
And
It
you
was
can
no
use,
foul.
You can use the forearm too.
Yeah.
Just, like,
And
check
now
them
it's
in
like
the way.
now it's like guys throw their elbow into somebody and then they take a shot and it's like, oh, okay, you get two shots.
Yeah.
You know?
Braden, I didn't get
It's
the
brutal.
Team USA. I'm just good with just the 2-pack that I have, man.
All right, so Mario, this is the one we had the biggest discussion on. Like we were this is the
is
biggest
tough.
debate
Here we go,
of this
here we
list right
go.
here. So I'm curious what you think. As being a Lakers fan, you would probably hate San Antonio more of all these teams right here.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I hated San
These are
Antonio,
literally the
man.
three most equal figures of all time. Characters.
Because my thing is, I would go with David Robinson because of the rings and everything. But David Robinson is like Tim Duncan, where he's good, but he's kind of boring. Like
He's bland.
Like,
Yeah.
he'll
He's
play a
effective,
game.
though. He's hella effective, though, man.
But literally,
like,
all
you
these
won't
guys are
remember much
boring.
this
But
stuff.
they
You're
were
like, oh, yeah, they
they
won. How
played
many
the
points,
fucking
man?
game the right way. They were both. They were all.
Well, no,
three-
he wasn't
Ewing
flashy.
Ewing had
flashy.
emotion. Ewing used to go. He used to get emotional.
Well,
And
he-
well,
Bro,
he-
you-
you
Dean
guys remember
Malenko
watching Chicago,
of the
New
NBA.
York go at it in the playoffs?
yeah.
Ewing
Those were
would do
battles,
shit
man.
with his elbows, but that was a different time though. Everybody.
I
did
don't know,
back
but they're all
then.
different times. So yeah, they're all the
you
same
ain't throw
era.
elbows all day.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm gonna go. Fuck. They're all good, dude. But
Yeah.
but being a Lakers fan, I even hate to say Karl Malone. Even though they came by, late in his career, man, it's just I'm gonna give it to the mailman on this one.
There you go.
I'm gonna go Carmelo.
I don't think you say. I don't think you
He went
go
to
wrong
Raw.
with
Never.
any
I didn't think he
pick.
was gonna go,
WCW
man.
superstar Carmelo.
The
I-
WCW. Yeah.
It's so weird because I always felt David
Real
Robinson got
Carmelo.
got disrespected because of what happened right afterwards with the San Antonio.
With Magic too. I know the shit that he said about Magic
and,
too.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Patrick Ewing never won a championship, and then Karl Malone never won a championship, and then he also had that like, you know, it's tough.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
you going-
this
so you going
this is a
Carmelo.
tough one, dude, for
Because
sure.
when
But I'm
Patrick
gonna-
Ewing was at what college did it wasn't Georgetown. Where did
No,
Patrick Ewing
Patrick.
go?
No,
He
Patrick
went
was
to
there.
Louisiana. No,
It was Georgetown.
Oh,
I
Ewing.
thought he
Ewing went to Georgetown.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Ewing,
I thought you were
Georgetown,
Carmelo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Robinson was
Dude.
Navy.
That's when I first started watching. That's when I first started watching college football, and I was
Bad
like, this
fish.
one,
Is that bad fish?
I thought he was.
Bad fish. I haven't seen you in a while. Bad fish. What's up, Papa? He's another smoker too, so I love him.
When, that was when I first started watching. That's when I first started watching college football, and I'm like Patrick Ewing. I'm like that guy's gonna be the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Because you know you're a kid, you don't know any different. I'm like
Yeah.
that dude was great.
He's a legend, though, dude, for sure.
He was great his whole entire life, but he's
Where's-
totally overlooked.
Bro, where's Akeem Olajuwon in here, man? In all these three. Yeah, that's who should have been in there.
He's not. How about this one? This is another tough one we had. It was between two people. Our debate between this one right here.
Oh.
This is
you
another.
get that, I
This is
gotta
the
get
other
the
one
band
for us. Yeah, you missed
We
this
want-
one, Mario.
I want to show my support to the streamers and talk about anime only. A little bit on Mafia. Oh, dude. Braden, what a guy, man.
This is weird for me. As a Sixers fan, this is super weird for me
No, I.
because I fucking hate the Celtics.
I'm waiting for a YouTuber to respond back to me. I guess you have to do like a little you fill some kind of application now. So I did it. Normally it says 48 hours, but it still says because of COVID, it could
Are
take
you
longer.
serious? Damn.
Yeah.
I was
I'm still
wondering
waiting.
what's up with-
I still,
wondering
I'm gonna
I
give
still
him
say Larry
Mondays.
Bird because I would pick Larry Bird
Yeah,
as the ultimate
everything
Celtic for
qualified.
me.
Because like when you apply, it has 4 categories you have to qualify for. The first one was 1,000 subscribers, so I had that already. The watch hours was good already, and then there was another one where basically I had to create an AdSense account. So that's the process that I'm waiting for. You create the account, and then when I got to the part where it goes to the payment
It's
portion,
an extra verification problem.
yeah, no, I get to the payment portion, I keep getting an error. So I googled the error, and then I found out I have to like send some kind of application to prove that it's me. I hate my government name. So this always happens to me, man. I hate my freaking government name, man, because it always freaking happens to me. So I had to send something. They sent to me some application where I had to basically verify it's me and verify something. So then when I send that, they unlock my account, and then from there I can finish. But I keep checking my email. I haven't got anything back yet. I did that shit like last Monday.
Check your spam.
Well, because I got the other. I'm gonna check my spam, but that's a good point. But the other emails they sent me went to my primary one, so it should, I don't know why it will go.
Braden, Joe,
You're gonna be
I
at
completely
10K
with you.
before they pay you, man. Sorry, buddy.
Braden, I agree with you 100%, man. I mean, that's why I'm having a hard time. I got to hear everybody else's like thoughts on this because
But this one right here.
I can't count out either of these three, man.
All right, I'll let Mark go first. I got.
Yeah, it was.
Create the
That's why I
banner
said
real quick.
it's super. It was super, dude. I grew up watching Barkley, but I watched
Well,
so
you're
many.
a Philly boy, man. I thought you'd be all over Chuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a weird part because if you're talking about you have to make a figure. To me, again, my age, I still think Larry Bird's the greatest Celtic of all time, as far as what I watched. You know what I mean? Because when I was a little kid, I watched Larry Bird go against Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? And it was like,
Michael
you know,
Jordan.
and then and then I saw him go against Magic Johnson, and I have VHS tapes, like all the VHS tapes highlights I ever had. That's all
When
VHS.
Jordan dropped 83 on him or 63 on him or something like that.
That's
Back
all the
in the day?
highlights I ever
Yeah.
had. As when they gave you VHS tapes, it wasn't like fucking the Washington Bullets versus whoever.
Yeah.
It was that's all it ever was. So I saw so much fucking Larry Bird. So if you're gonna tell me you're gonna do one figure of Enter Bay, I would rather have an Allen Iverson over a Charles Barkley figure.
What? Real? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that.
I bought multiple Allen Iverson sneakers, and I'm not a sneaker guy. But The shit I wear is all
yeah.
beat the fuck up on my feet. My feet hurt.
My feet hurt. My feet hurt.
They barking at you. They bark.
Yeah, and I always love, I love, like, if you watch old Larry Bird, that's like me on the fucking, at the high school, you know what I mean? Because I'm super white, dude, and that's what, maybe that's what it is, you know, not to be racial, but it's like.
Super white, like in personality or skin color? Like actual.
Both.
Both.
You know what I mean? Where you're trying to be like cute, and it's like you look like a 1950s fucking like gym highlight video. You know what I mean? Where you're
Like
doing that
like
I do like that under the leg bounce. I do a lot of bounce passes. You know what I mean? I don't. Charles Barkley never bounce pass. You know what I mean? Charles Barkley was a fucking body guy. You know what I mean?
He was the dude
Larry
that used to get
Bird
the
would do that
rebounds.
bounce passes. He had that ugly ass mustache. I don't know if you guys ever saw it.
I hated that. I hated that.
Yeah, Larry Bird's mustache.
Dude, it was so fucking.
I hated
Dude,
it.
the end of his career, he had that ugly ass.
I hated mustaches, man.
Larry
Rick,
Bird, his
Rick.
name was perfect, man, because his nose made it is like a beak, so he looks
Yeah,
like a
dude.
bird.
Yeah. His last name Bird, like that dude looked like a fucking.
He's like Big
bird,
Bird.
dude.
Rick, what are your thoughts on these three, man? What was your pick?
I see. As far as if I'm gonna go with like having a figure from these three guys, I'm gonna go with Bird because he's gonna make the more iconic figure. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean, if you're gonna do like a Mount Rushmore-ish
Like,
type
That's,
figure
yeah.
setup, how are you gonna not have Larry Bird?
Yeah. What are you, P-Rock?
So my argument was, all right, so I'm gonna go through all three real quick. Larry Bird, as a Lakers fan, it hurts me to give Larry Bird respect, but I give that fucker respect.
Mm-hmm.
He was a dog. He stood up to the Lakers. He stood up to the Piston bad boys.
Mm-hmm.
He was good on defense, and he was the freaking man when it came to 3-pointers, man. And clutch 3-pointers too. The next best thing to Larry Bird when it came to clutch 3-pointers was Robert Horry and Reggie Miller. John Stockton, to me, was good, but I admit with Mark, he's a little overrated. Where he was good.
What? You think he's overrated?
No, because all right,
He's overrated because
Without
he
Carmelo.
won multiple MVPs when all these guys like Larry Bird and Michael Jordan were playing. You're telling me he's better than?
but I feel bad because
Better
people
than these
keep-
guys?
People keep jumping in, maybe because we're talking
In
sports.
some
they're
of
like
the, in
leaving,
some
but-
years, man,
Hey,
I
I wanna
think
do
John
this.
Stockton was like, he was incredible what he did on the floor. He was able to distribute. He was able to read the floor, man, and distribute like wherever. Yeah, most of the time we went to Malone, but so I think John Stockton is. he's like the silent.
Oh, yeah. He was the greatest Robin of all time. But do you give Robin the fucking Batman title multiple times? No.
I feel you. I hear you.
He
No.
was
Oh
good
my
on defense
God.
because he
I
had
hear
a lot of
you. I hear
steals.
you.
He was one of the
Dude,
steal leaders, so he had a lot of
Yeah.
steals. So he was good on defense. Offensively,
He was tricky defensively, but at the same time, I mean, let's be honest here, dude. He was a fucking little white guy. Like, let's. As a
You can say
white
that.
guy,
You can say
it's
that.
not
So I'm
racist
happy-
to
I'm
say
happy-
that
yeah,
white
exactly.
guys
You
don't.
can
You
get
know,
away with
we
that.
don't have the fucking dexterity. You know what I mean? We
you
fucking
said
can't
dexterity
jump.
or dexterity? You said dexterity or dexterity?
Either
Both.
both of them.
He said both.
I heard.
And I'm like,
Poison.
show me a white guy dunking from the fucking free throw line, and then we'll start having this different conversation. I'm like, listen, I understand.
What was his name? What was that tall, skinny white dude that was doing that? I think he played for. I think he played for New Jersey. He won a slam dunk contest, dude. Like earlier in
Yeah,
the 2000s.
yeah. You know how you can't tell where he played from because he fucking was no good. So it's like, fucking Michael Jordan was able to do that and then score 30 plus points a game and bet on sports and go. And that's the thing. Okay, it's another discussion real quick.
All right.
Tiny discussion. The whole Michael Jordan thing. The people that think, like the young people that think LeBron's better than Michael Jordan.
Hell
like-
no.
Michael Jordan had to leave basketball for 2 years because of his betting.
Yep.
He was too great of a player. They didn't want to
He got
cancel
bored.
him. So then they made him say, "Oh, you got to disappear." So he went and played baseball for a year and a half. He didn't want to
That was
fuck.
with his dad. That's after his dad died.
Yeah, his dad passed away too. One
But-
reason he went to the baseball too because his dad
No,
wanted.
but he
him.
had that same. He did have
I
the same gambling.
understand.
issues.
Yeah,
I
his
understand
dad
all
wanted
this
him
stuff.
to try out baseball, so that's one reason why he did try to
Yeah,
baseball.
he
because
did.
His
He
dad
tried it,
passed
man.
away. He felt he owned it.
That's all a cute story, but he was a big time gambler, and they
He
didn't
was.
want
He was.
fucking
He
He
fuck-
was. Yeah, he's a
His last
degenerate.
dance. He gambled everything.
So that's part of that 2 years. So then whenever somebody starts talking about like the all time records, like, oh, fucking LeBron scored more points than Michael Jordan. Well, it's like
So?
Michael Jordan won a college championship. He played all 4 years in college. LeBron went right to the NBA, so he gets 4 years of fucking
How
points
many?
accumulations.
How
I
many?
feel bad we keep
How
blocking.
many
Mario.
times did Jordan
It
get to the finals and won? And win?
6 and 6,
There
right?
you go.
Okay, how many times did LeBron go to the finals and win?
I was gonna say.
Dude, he lost more than he won. So that's why that's the argument right
Exactly.
there. That's the argument right there.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's it. That's it. That's the only argument.
Michael Jordan's freaking
matters.
undefeated in the finals. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from a person who was a Lakers fan and a Hornets fan, and he beat the shit out of both of them. And I hated the guy for it. I admit, I was a hater. I hated Jordan, but he was the best player, man. And to this day, he still is the best player. Kobe's to me is the closest thing. I'm not saying the best player, but he's the closest thing to another.
Yeah, I
Jordan.
mean, if Kobe or LeBron came after, like, if there was no Jordan and there was a Kobe or LeBron, it would be a different story. But it's
my
like,
thing with LeBron is he was the player that he always said he needed people. And then when things went good, he took the credit. And when things went bad, he pointed the finger to other players. And then when things went bad, he always says, we need more people. We need more help. Jordan, as much as I hated Jordan, he did that shit on his own, basically. Pippen was good. But you saw what happened once Jordan left. What Pippen did with the team. Pippen had the same exact team that Jordan had the year before when Jordan left.
And
you saw what happened. They lost first, second round in the playoffs. So
yeah.
Jordan, he made other players better. LeBron doesn't really do that for his players, and that's one thing I admit with Kobe too. As much as I love freaking Kobe, that's my favorite player. He did it to certain players. He did it for Paul Gasol. He did it for other players like Robert Horry said that too. Yeah, Lamar Odom, but he didn't do it for everybody. Like Jordan
and that was the beginning of that manipulating the rosters age. You know what I mean? Where people would go somewhere to like chase a ring. Because that wasn't part of the NBA before.
And that's why I respect. Well, no, Jordan didn't do that. He went to the Wizards, but Kobe stood with his same team his whole career, and not many players do that, and that's why I respect that too. That's loyalty.
Big time.
Well, actually, I respected that big time about when Jordan went to the Wizards, because he was part owner, and he literally was like, I'm failing, so he's like, so he joined the team because he felt like he was a failure because the team wasn't winning. So that part, I don't blame him for any of that. Now, as like a Charlotte Hornets, I don't even know who he's part owner of now. I don't know if he's still part owner of the Charlotte Hornets, but that team's fucking ass. He's not a good. Larry Bird was the same way. Larry Bird was
with the Pacers.
He was a coach, and then he was like a general manager, and then he was a part owner, and he was a fucking ass at all three of them. I listen. Just because you're a fucking alpha male.
I mean, no, he did good the first couple years.
Yeah, they had a couple years, but still, you know what I mean.
But all right,
you know you need to get in here, man. Is optical, dude. We need optical 20.
I know, man. I know. I don't think he's up at this time. But to answer your question, Mark, finish with your question. What I picked. So I'm saying Stockton was good. Stockton was good defensively. He was one of the top steal artists of NBA history. Offensively, he benefited a lot from Karl Malone. But for me, when I used to watch NBA a lot with Stockton, he was an awesome passer. But when it came time for him to take the shot, he was like 50-50 with the shots. So he was kind of, to me, like some of a liability when it came to offense. When it came to him taking the shot, if you blocked everybody, then you could stop Stockton. Charles Barkley, I love Charles Barkley. His personality, the way he played, I respect Charles Barkley. He's one of the players that I wish got a ring because he deserved the damn ring.
He's a defensive presence.
I mean,
he was, even now, like after the game, like when he does TNT, he does awesome stuff with TNT on the panel and stuff like that.
He's amazing, dude. He's amazing on the mic.
He's a personality, big time.
Exactly.
We're talking about promos. He's a good promo.
Yep.
It's so hard and that's a hard part for me as like a Sixers fan. Like seeing a lot of people think of it as like this puffy fat guy, like almost like a George Foreman type character.
Well, he's retired now too, yeah. So yeah.
But the thing is, he was a mean motherfucker back in the day, dude. And that's what I like.
Dude,
he
like, elbows and shit.
Remember him and Shaq went out, dude? They
actually he was the only guy who stood up to Shaq. I would never go.
And that's the thing. People think about his lovable,
what the hell? I'm not doing nothing about that. Like, this dude's huge, yo.
Dude, he would wrap his...
He stood up to him. That's
He
pretty
would
cool.
wrap his hands around people's necks and stuff like that. And there's plenty of stories in Philadelphia where it's like he would throw people through like bar windows and stuff like that. I mean, he was like a mean motherfucker back in the day, and that's what people don't see. They think of him just as this like stuttering, like a funny fat man. You know what I mean?
So,
but he
so
was
all
a
that
great
being
player.
said, I think John Stockton is a little bit underrated. You know, in my opinion.
See, all right.
I
So
love
what?
watching him this time.
Oh,
So when I was saying
Well,
that, you were like,
hang on.
nice.
Well, no, you said he was overrated.
I still
Did you guys say he was
oh,
overrated or underrated?
yeah, you said underrated. You said underrated. Yeah,
I said he's underrated for.
Okay.
Depending on who you're talking to, yeah.
I mean, he was like one of the all-time assist leaders, isn't he? You know, so to me, that's I got
Top two or three,
yeah. That's saying
Ain't
something.
nothing.
I got to give the man respect for that. You know, Charles Barkley, he was a mean offensive player, dude. I mean, defensive player.
Equan, what's up, Equan?
He had hella presence on the floor, man. He's the personality, like you guys said. You know, he has a huge personality. He's amazing on the mic. You know, that's why I would love to get him. But I mean, Larry Bird, man, he was a force to be reckoned with, dude. He proved his shit on the court. You know, if he was talking shit, he backed it up. You know, big time, dude. And he was he had it all.
No, I want to eat that up real quick, Rick.
Oh,
He was
Wonderful,
all
that
around,
black
like, you know, like he could do everything except for like jump from the free throw line and dunk it. But you know, you don't need any of that, dude. I mean, he was. Yeah, I'm have to go Larry on this one, man.
That's what I did. See, that was my final choice was Larry. I was like, it was between Charles and Larry.
Mm-hmm.
But I respect Larry too much, man. Like when I started watching basketball, like I said, like it was towards the end of his career, towards the end of his
all
and
of those
Magic.
battles that we had with the Lakers,
Icon,
man. You know, all that shit, dude, that we took from him. I still got to tip my hat off to Larry Bird, man.
Yep.
The guy was amazing.
And also by the power of Google, Charles Barkley he led the league in
Rebounds.
2-point percentage 6 years in a row, and he also averaged over he almost 12 rebounds a game his whole
They
career.
call him like the round mound of rebounds or something like that.
Yeah, because he was a fat boy. The round, yeah, it was the round mound of rebounds. Yes. But that was his nickname.
Mar, as another Laker fan, when this happened, we were talking about this earlier. I was in the military. I was in the desert when this happened. When Peyton and Carmelo joined the Lakers, what, in your opinion, what the hell went wrong? Because that was basically one of the first ever super teams. When they
That was Shaq and Kobe, dude. Shaq
Yeah,
and Kobe
Shaq,
could not get their shit under control.
it was more
That's what
Shaq,
it was.
I think, man.
It was both of them, dude.
Egos,
Both of them
egos,
was
man.
equal. That
Was
was
Shaq
it.
still on the team when they got their
Yeah,
success?
it was
Yeah.
Shaq. Yeah, it was Shaq, Kobe, Carmelo,
GP and Malone.
GP,
That-
and then
that had to have
Derrick
been the last
Rose
year, 'cause
and Horry, so-
that Gary Payton Karl Malone team, they had that had to have been the last year for Shaq because
They should have had that in the bag. They should have been stomping all over the league, man. But just because they couldn't get their egos in check,
yep.
right, and just balance everything out with everybody else, that's why they screwed up.
yeah, because that was a story the whole year because they looked like shit the whole year. They looked terrible the whole year. I can't remember.
Yeah, Brady, man. I want to do
can't
this
remember
more
both
often.
of
Like,
them
I know
perfect.
I keep seeing people coming in and then leaving. Maybe because we're talking sports, not all hot toys. But it is this scales. But this is stuff I like to talk about, man. Like, I can't. Like, my thing is more like I'm on other panels, and we're always talking about like. I don't want to sound negative, but we're always talking about the same stuff. So once in a while, I want to change it up and talk about stuff that I do enjoy.
You're right. We can all be talking about the same stuff, dude, but your thoughts are unique amongst everyone else's, bro.
Yeah, all right. Appreciate
Like you're
that,
watching the
Mario.
news, man. Everybody watching the news talking about the same shit, but it's just, who do you like to watch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just-
Appreciate
that's
that,
what it
Mar,
boils
man. I
down
love
to.
you, man. See, I want to hug you right now, man. I want to get you, like grab that
man.
thigh and hug you at the same time.
Ay.
Ay, maldita sea.
Gotta have some thigh action once, man.
I'm happy, yo. Happy Badfish is here, yo. I feel so bad because
Badfish is out. Peace out, Badfish.
yeah, sorry,
All right,
Badfish. but I'm
Badfish.
happy you came through, man. I haven't been on Collecting Weekly the After Dark for a while, so I always see Badfish over
That's
there.
a
man. I feel
dope ass
bad.
name, Badfish.
Yeah, he's in Canada too.
It reminds me of Sublime, dude. Y'all remember that song?
Oh yeah,
Badfish? Yeah, that's every time I see him, that's what I think about.
that was the name of the album, though, wasn't it? Too.
No, that was just
Yeah,
the
no, it's
Sublime
true,
album.
Braden.
It's been a
My
minute.
thing is more like I want to do like with my streets. I want to just do shit. I like talk about stuff like
Yeah, man. That's what.
have
yeah.
fun. Like
So,
it's
man,
like
Get
the
Op-
lab to
dude,
me.
Get Optical on, dude. He's
I
like,
do.
He could
I do
talk
wanna
about this
get
shit
him,
more than
man.
probably I can.
Yeah, same. I don't know anything.
Well, this is more for, like the way we're talking about now is more from like what we experience as actual NBA fans, like watching these.
Yeah,
live
this
and
stuff
like
I can
that.
talk about. I
Yeah,
can
it's
talk
like
about
this,
90s.
and this is what I'm
early
saying. This is what I
2000s,
like.
yeah.
This is refreshing to me. This is something different. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
This is something that excites me. Like I really want to stand up right now, but I tried to change the camera up, but I don't want to mess the camera up. I want to stand up, like stand like. And the whole point of my lab thing is like basically this is more of like I want to keep it as if this is like an actual
chill.
social
Chill.
bar, like a lounge. Like we just come in here and just whatever
Chill.
comes up, whatever we just talk about, whatever, man. But anyway, so you pick Larry Bird.
Picking Larry Bird, man. Mm-hmm.
All right. So this next line right here, there's gonna be. There's one guy in here that we were like, why is this person freaking here? Oh, yeah,
Let me see. Let me see.
Oh,
Let
you
me
want to bring
see.
up Bad Fish says right here. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
What's
there
up,
you go.
Bad Fish,
There
man?
you
There
go.
you go,
Oh,
man.
that's what we got.
That's what it's from. That's what it's from, man. So
Good
from
shout,
Sublime.
Mario. Good shout.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking Bad Fish.
Lord knows I'm weak. Oh yeah, dude.
All right. So
That's
this
what's up.
next panel right here, you're gonna see right away. So you're gonna see this guy does not belong here.
All right. All right. All right.
This is
No,
a good
hell
one.
no. No. Hell no. No, bro.
Who is it?
this
Who is it? Who is
Bro,
it?
Christian Laettner had
I
no
know, I
freaking business being on this damn dream team. This is when Shaq came out, dude. Shaq should have been there, dude, not Christian Laettner.
Yup,
This
yup.
was just, dude, no. I remember this, man. I couldn't believe that they made this choice. I was like, what the hell? Shaq was like the biggest news coming out of college, man, at the time. And they picked Christian Laettner? Christian Laettner, man? Come on, really? Bro.
Because all that Duke hype, man, all that hype that was going on with Duke at the time.
Christian Laettner.
That's
This
so.
guy.
Someone brought that up earlier that he was only good in college.
I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Yeah, man. He came to the NBA and disappeared. So, I mean, so Clyde and Chris Mullin, bro. Yo,
Man, Chris Muller would be kind of sick.
Chris Mullin, he was another one too, man. He was the man. You know, he did some shit. So was Clyde. Clyde the Glide, man. I freaking loved watching them play too, man.
Yeah, that's what we were
I'm
saying
a-
earlier. How exciting he was.
White privilege. Exactly. Yeah, for Christian Laettner, come on, that was some bullshit, man. Imagine
on
Shaq
that
and the Dream Team won. Yeah, dude, they would have dominated even harder. I think that's probably why they did it, man. I mean, first of all, yeah, white privilege, but at the same time, they would have just humiliated everybody in the world even more than they did. Yeah, Chris Mullin, yeah, definitely. Another guy in today's game, he would just, yeah, lights out, man, and that's it. Clyde, though, man, Clyde did his thing, but him and freaking, was it him? Was he still around in the 2000 finals with the Lakers?
No, I'm not familiar at all.
I don't think so.
They,
No, I don't
yeah.
think he was. No, I think that was a different team. But him in Chicago, yeah. I mean, I think Clyde was another underrated player too. But so was Chris Mullin. I'm gonna give it to Chris Mullin, dude. I'm going Chris Mullin. On
Oh,
this thing.
okay. You hear this guy from way back over to this guy's talking, you know?
P-Rock just missed the entire thing, man.
I know. I still heard you.
You heard him. I heard
You
you.
still heard me? You
Yeah.
still heard me?
Who he said? Who he said?
No, I didn't hear the whole thing, but I'm saying when I was walking down, I still heard him through the headphones. I was like, damn, Mario's still talking. I
Who-
missed it all.
Who- I went with Chris Mullin, dude.
Chris Mullin
Yeah.
over
I
Clyde,
mean,
the Glide.
over Clyde the Glide. I know, man. I know. Damn, I'm
What,
building
what,
up a white
what,
team,
what
huh?
was your reason behind that? I know. I went over Clyde because to me, Clyde was the closest thing to Jordan, where he was good offensively, defensively. He dunked like Jordan. He didn't do the whole
Mhm.
like fake the dunk into the finger roll
I
type
think-
stuff. But
I think Clyde was like
Wasn't as fancy.
underappreciated.
he
you
was
know,
because anything important
big
for some
time.
reason important is like jinx.
Mhm,
Even Lillard's
mhm,
going through the same thing right now.
mhm.
Figured
Well,
I
Chris
think when
Mullin,
they traded
dude.
when they traded Jordan, that's what the jinx was. When they got Sam Bowie, they could have got Jordan. They picked Sam Bowie
Mhm.
instead of Jordan. That was when they messed
Uh-huh.
up.
Bro, but
Jordan,
with
yeah.
Chris Mullin, C. Webb, and Tim Hardaway, remember those threes back in the day?
Yeah.
They were cool to watch, man. What they call them? Run CMT, I think they called them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, Chris
They
Paul's
were-
good.
Yeah, Chris Mullen did his thing, dude. You know, I gotta give my man props for that.
So you agree Chris Slayton shouldn't be here?
Oh, come on, man, that's not even a question. Really? That's embarrassing that he's here.
It is. I agree. I
So,
agree.
so they film on that dream team just to have him on there.
Well, because they need one
They-
more player in the
They
past.
needed a collegiate player.
Yeah,
For
in the
some
past,
reason,
it was always college players. So when they did that year, they changed it to all
was
NBA.
it college players?
Yeah, in the past, before the Dream Team, it used to be all. It used to only be college.
College,
players. It
yeah.
was, yeah. It
College
was never.
players,
It was
yeah.
never NBA players. So
Yeah.
because of that, they some people were kind of complaining a little bit. So because of that, they felt they had to throw at least one college
So
player in
they threw
there.
him in there.
Because during the time, well, I mean, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
my
yeah, of
opinion,
course. Yeah, I know.
he was big in Duke, and he had that big buzzer shot that year. So he was big, and he was about. This is when he was about to go to the NBA, right?
Yeah, but Shaquille was coming out the same year.
Yeah, I know. No, I
Dude,
know.
he
I
was the
know.
talk of the town. How are you gonna freaking? Can you imagine what the Dream Team would have done, man? Dream Team 1 would have done with Shaq on there.
Yep.
Rookie Shaq, fresh out of college, man. They would have
You would have broke the
dominated. They would
backboard,
have
man.
embarrassed the league.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They would have embarrassed the whole world, man.
Yeah, great call on P Rock, because that was when they started having the professional players.
Yeah, yep.
Because there was no reason for the United States to be losing.
Yeah,
The
we're
United
always
States, you know
losing
what I mean?
every year. We're always losing.
Yeah. And then as soon as they did that Dream
Not every
Team,
year, every
they fucking.
Olympic.
I mean, Dream Team. I forget who. I don't know if it was Louisiana.
The final in the Dream Team.
No, it was like the first couple games where it's like I forget what team it was. It was like ranked 4th, and the Dream Team beat them like 124 to like 42. I mean, it was really like
Embarrassing.
it was
That
one
was
of those like
such a moment, man. See
it
all
was one of
players
those
together.
and then when you watch the game, it was literally like they were like bouncing the ball like off the backboard and dunking. I mean, it like now it's kind of like taboo, but at the time that shit did not exist in like
The
competitive
Olympic.
basketball. So that's when that shit took off big time.
Dude, I
And
want
then like
NBA Shaq.
every Got Milk commercial was Dream Team stuff for a good 2 years after
Oh
that.
man, they're superstars.
They were,
Marketing
man.
behind that.
And a lot of
Dude, like-
posters were Dream Team posters.
Yeah.
They weren't like, Jordan, Bulls jerseys or whatever. It was literally Dream Team. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because that
literally.
was the greatest team of all time. I mean, obviously it was the greatest team of all time because it was the best 12 basketball players of all time.
Dude, I used to stay up
now-
to watch those games, man, because like that was like freaking amazing just to see all those players and have them. And not only that, like not only on the court, but see them have fun, like on the sidelines. We see them like on the bench and stuff, having fun with each other. Like just see all those players together,
Dude,
man.
that's like
magic,
the
man.
Avengers teaming up with the X-Men.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because now whenever the Olympics comes around, the best 12 players in the USA, they, half of them are like, oh, I'm going to go to fucking Barbados for the summer. And they say that I'm going to concentrate on next season. You know what I mean? They're not doing anything, but, playing with prostitutes and gambling and whatever. I mean, I
This is why I
understand.
call him rated R Mark, man. He always gotta go the rated R route.
But I mean, listen, if I
No, I
if I
love
was
it,
at
man.
if
Radar
I was
Mark.
at that elite level, I mean, certain people have different priorities. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, I don't
like
blame
like
them.
like that whole time, like when they went to they had their dream team or they went to the playoff, the Olympics. They all stood like on a yacht. You know what's
Yeah.
going on that yacht, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know how many? There was a lot
You know
more
how many
girls
foreigners
on
were
the yacht
getting
than there
turned
were
out
men.
in there?
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. That's why they were like they lost. I think they lost one game or something. They must have.
They're a little bit too much of the booger sugar too.
the what?
Yeah.
The booger sugar. What the?
I don't know how many yayo they were doing, but it's like
I never
anything
heard
else.
that one. The
Once you,
booger
once,
sugar.
you, once you make $30 million a year,
Bro,
well, 50
booger sugar.
whatever.
Hell yeah.
That's a new one. The booger sugar.
Nah, that was more wrestling back in that era.
Is that it for the legends?
Yeah, that's it. After that is like all the current people, man. Like
It's
you're
weird.
right.
They-
I didn't notice that they're missing Robert Ory, in my opinion. Robert Ory, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Dream, yeah, that's what.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think who else, in my opinion. Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning,
Eh,
You don't think Alonzo Mourning, Larry
Oh,
Johnson?
you
was
love the
good?
morning, bro.
I love the Larry
I
Johnson.
mean,
one.
because then you got to bring in Stacey Ogman too, right? If you want to like round out the UNLV,
Yeah, that's a good point.
you know.
Well, more of a guys team of the Charlotte Hornets at that time. Like Muggsy Bogues. I love a Muggsy
Yeah.
Bogues in the Bay figure.
Dude,
get-
you know who's missing? Dominic Wilkins, bro.
Dominic Wilkins,
Yeah.
he was the first
Bro.
big dunker.
The
Tomahawk.
In the NBA.
Yeah, the Tomahawk
Mhm.
dunk.
The windmills.
Yes, I forgot
Yeah,
about
Dominique, dude.
Yo. He was another
Straight
guy
up.
that he got screwed by playing in the Jordan era. Him and
Yeah.
Clyde, dude, they got screwed by
Clyde.
playing in the Jordan
Clyde
era.
Drexler, yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Dominique,
Depending on
yeah, I
how far
forgot
they
about
want to
him.
go back, it's tough. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Robert,
Ori.
man.
Yeah, Robert Ori, man.
He was in Charlotte,
Ori.
right?
He wasn't Charlotte at one point, but he,
Oh,
He went
he
to
got more.
didn't he would go to San Antonio after that, right?
Where did
Yeah,
he play? Where
he
did he
went
play
to
primarily?
He went to Charlotte, San Antonio, and then
He
to
was in Houston.
Lakers.
He was in
Oh,
Houston.
Houston, yeah,
then went to-
Houston, that's right,
Yeah,
Houston.
finished his career in
When
Houston.
Hakeem and the Jet were there.
Kenny Smith.
Yeah, the Jet, Kenny the Jet Smith. They had him.
Bro,
they
Sean
had him.
Camp. Sean Camp's another one.
Dude, Sean
Freaking,
Kemp
Yeah,
with Gary
and you know what?
Payne. Those two
That-
together, man. Oh
Yeah.
my
Dirk
god, that was like
Nowitzki's another one.
Percy Hawkins, your boy.
Dirk. Yeah,
That's
Dirk.
what-
Yeah,
that-
they,
that's
no, they
what-
made a Dirk. They made a Dirk already. They made
Oh,
a
did
Dirk
they?
already.
They did
Yeah,
Dirk?
they made a Dirk.
Alright.
Yep, they made a Dirk.
That's what's got me kind of excited about that whole that starting lineup, Hasbro line, because it's like Vince Carter would never make the lineup for this kind of inner base type stuff. But I would love a Vince Carter figure. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, Vince Carter's another one,
He was a
man.
big time dunker. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Guys like that, or like you know, like Allen Iverson.
And they got personality too to have. You know, you want to figure. You know.
And we're talking about the
Mm-hmm.
Dream Team. He freaking dunked over that freaking 7-foot Russian or Lithuanian guy, like in the
Mm-hmm.
freaking. When I saw that, man, I was like, God, like
Didn't
Yeah,
that
that-
team lose?
I gotta see that clip. man.
then who?
Well, now he
Didn't that team lose?
They lost one game, yeah.
No,
he
they
dug
did-
so
they
bad
didn't
against
win
that
the-
guy. I literally felt bad for the other guy. I felt bad for the guy that he put his nuts in his face. You know what I
That
mean?
was a 7-footer that he
That's
dunked.
the guy he's talking
He got
about.
nuts in the
Yeah,
mouth. He got
I
nuts
like
in the mouth.
like
He
that.
dunked on him.
That dude's probably
remember that.
like in his own country. He was probably one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and he's known for having his
He got
nuts in his face.
posterized,
Posterized.
man. He
You know
got
what I mean? Like
posterized
literally for
forever.
like eating another dude's nuts.
You know, another person that you mentioned, Dominique.
I
I would
imagine
love to go with Dominique
Spud
Spud
Webb.
Webb, man.
Spud Webb, dude.
Spud
When
Webb.
Spud
That'd
Webb
be a
won the
adult
dunk
two-pack.
contest, yo, I couldn't
Spud Webb.
believe that when he won the dunk contest.
That's a great
Yeah.
name.
imagine being 7 foot tall and being known for having nuts in your face. It's fucking what a bizarre.
That's
way.
gotta
Talk
be
about-
crazy, man.
What a
You
bizarre
that
way
tall, you
to
never
end
would
your
think that you
life.
have nuts in your mouth. And yeah, dude
That's
had
nuts.
yes, not only nuts,
I,
he
didn't,
has-
I, didn't, I
he
didn't
has-
think about it that way actually.
he has sweaty nuts in his mouth, the salty
Yeah.
nuts.
This dude's got to like duck going through doorways, and he's got fucking
P-Rock,
known for
what
having
about
nuts in his face.
Mutombo?
Dikembe.
No,
Kevin
no,
Mutombo.
no,
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 no.
no, yeah.
No,
When the
no.
Nuggets
Not in
beat
my
the
house.
when the Nuggets beat the Sonics that year,
Yeah.
I love this
playoffs,
commercial, man.
and then they end up going close to the finals, man. The Nuggets were freaking. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mutombo, yeah, I give Mutombo. He should be there. He should be there.
Oh yeah, Dikembe. He was on the Sixers when they went to the championship in 01 against the Lakers, and they won that first
Didn't
game.
he have that,
was
freaking
huge.
commercial? What was that? What commercial? What car insurance commercial he was in?
Can't
He,
remember.
he like blocked his shirt.
But I remember that motherfucker. I was like, dude, his figure is so long. He probably damaged a couple women along the way.
Oh yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna-
He was in a big scandal in Philadelphia. I don't
his
know.
figure.
I can't remember what was going on. It was like a strip club scandal. And then so like for the longest time, everybody was doing who was the Sex Matumbo? Like, I mean, this is what I was like. I don't know. This is
Dude, that dude could-
2001.
he
I was
could
like, I don't know. I was like 17. And I was like literally like going up like, who was the Sex Matumbo?
He could probably he could please like 4 women at one time, man.
Yeah.
He-
Oh,
he-
definitely,
You
dude.
get the fingers, the mouth, and then his Jimmy Johnson.
E.T. fingers.
Yeah.
Dude, that motherfucker
E.T.
probably-
phone home.
Dude, that dude could phone home with them fingers, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, but someone should be there. I'm trying to think who else from the legends back then. So if they're gonna do Patrick Ewing, they gotta do John Starks. Cause John Starks.
Yeah.
He was another one that I give him
Yes.
credit. I give him credit, man.
John
He
Starks
was,
is that like that next line
Defense.
down. Yeah.
he was that
Sure.
small dude that he was like the tough guy, but he was like short and stuff. Like
Yeah.
him and Ewing, like they held it down for New York.
Mhm.
But when we're talking about legends, like, is Allen Iverson
Jimmy
not a
G.
legend, or is that like too new? You know what I mean?
No, they made it out of
he-
Iverson
he-
figure. They made one already, I think.
Yeah,
If I'm
they
correct.
did
We're
a-
talking about Enter
Yeah.
Bay. I'm thinking about like future figures. I'm sorry.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah,
That's right, that's
Reggie
another
Miller.
one.
Reggie Miller's
Ah,
a good one.
Yeah.
Can't forget that one.
And that's
Reggie
another
Miller-
guy. That's a guy I hated. But when you're talking about like
He annoyed
iconic,
me. He annoyed
growing
me.
up.
Too,
Mhm.
yeah, because Reggie Miller was one of those guys. He thought he was hotter than he was, but I mean, the guy made some fucking big shots.
He came in clutch, dude. He came in
The
clutch.
dude fucking.
man.
When we talk about like
love when
NBA
he played
elbows,
New
that
York,
dude,
man.
man, he was fucking like he had like weird like fucking shoulders. His shoulders were
He
elbows.
was all broad and all, yeah.
Yeah, like he was the first
His sister was
crackhead
just like
3-point
him.
shooter.
His
You know
sister
what I
was
mean?
just like him, yo.
Dude, that dude looked like a crackhead shooting 3-pointers, and he was good, man. Dude, I mean that, and even his shot looked weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did they do KG?
They no, they didn't. Nor Ray
KG's
Allen.
another one.
Or
Ray,
Ray
Allen
Allen,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, Ray Allen too. Yeah, KG's another one, man. What about
Paul Pierce.
Pierce?
Yeah, exactly. Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce. I hate saying that as a
Man,
Lakers fan. I hate bringing
Gotta
up.
fucking hate the Celtics.
No.
I guess you have to do.
I
Paul
hate saying
Pierce.
that.
Paul Pierce was Paul Pierce was '96 draft, wasn't he?
Be right.
I don't remember what year. What's up?
Okay, what
Allen
about
Iverson,
okay?
and
What
then-
about the bad boys, dude? Do we start mentioning them?
Oh yeah,
Isaiah
yeah.
Thomas,
You
Joe
need the whole
Dumars,
group.
Bill
Christian
Laimbeer,
Laettner, all of
John
them.
Sally,
Yep.
Christian Laettner.
You
Not
can't
good
do
to
all
say
of
Laettner.
them though.
Not Christian Laettner. Fuck. I don't know why I said that.
You're talking about
He's
the other
on
white.
screen right now.
You're thinking of another white guy.
Bill
P-Rock.
Laimbeer.
It's
Bill
okay.
Laimbeer. Bill Laimbeer. Bill Laimbeer.
Bill
Yeah,
Laimbeer,
yeah.
That's
it's,
old
it's
school.
alright.
Yeah.
All of us white guys look
Dude,
alike.
Did they have
Bill
a video
Laimbeer-
game based on him?
Bill Laimbeer and Charles Barkley had like the most classic fist fights, man. Oh, yo, what's up, SSR?
Oh, yeah.
SSR in the house. LWO.
That's right.
Dude, those guys had every game. It was a technical foul, and that was like early '90s technical
Wayne
fouls.
Wade.
I think they did Dwayne Wade. I'm not
I-
sure. I could be wrong. Brady,
Did it-
you
yeah,
let me
dude.
know. But I think they did Dwayne Wade.
Why don't we just get Braid on the show, man? He knows what's up.
Dwayne Wade's another
Dude,
one of
this
those.
topic was his idea because, like, I
Was
want
it
to
really?
talk about.
Nice.
Braden, get your ass in here, dude. Come on, man.
no offense. Dwayne Wade's over fucking rated basketball player.
No, I mean, all right.
People
needed
put him
Shaq.
up with LeBron and
No,
Kobe,
he's
and I'm like, are you fucking
No,
kidding me?
no. He's not the same level. No. He needed Shaq for that one ring, so. But I mean, he was good, but he was too much injury prone. Like he got injured too many times, and that held him back a lot for his career. If he didn't have those injuries, maybe he'd been the same level as LeBron and Kobe.
Yeah, he's. There's the thing
Hold
is
on.
when you see
Hold on,
people
Mark.
playing
Hold on, hold on,
basketball,
hold on,
there's
hold on, hold on,
alphas and there's
hold
not
on.
alphas.
Braden, you got a phone, right? You can use StreamYard on your phone, man. Just come
You don't
in,
gotta
just
show your
come in on your
face,
phone,
Papa.
man,
Just,
and-
you just
Yeah.
put your voice in there. You don't gotta show your face.
yeah, you can just come in on the phone.
Maybe
man.
next week.
Next week.
Yeah, but the bad boys, man.
LeBron,
We definitely need the bad boys, man. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars.
Isaiah
Bill
Thomas
Laimbeer.
definitely should be a
Dumars,
figure.
I haven't heard that name in
Joe
God.
Dumars, yeah.
Joe Dumars.
He was the good boy of that group, Joe Dumars. He didn't want to.
Okay, so they already did Dennis Rodman for Chicago. Should they do him again? In Detroit?
Yeah, for Detroit, hell yeah. Yep. Dwayne Wade. What Dwayne was? Yeah, he was jealous. Whoever this is, Dre Dan, man. If you in the chat, come on in, man. Jump in. I sent you the link, man.
Yeah, they
LWO,
got the
come on.
link.
What's
Come
up?
on, Dan.
Dre
Dan
and
and
Dan.
Dre.
Dre or Dan, Dan or
You know
Dre.
what's up?
It's either one.
Yeah, that's
Double D's.
6 scale reviews.
Yeah,
Is,
they count. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2 chamaguitos.
Yeah.
Tag team champs.
So who else you guys think is missing from Enterbay to make? Some
Real quick, who made the Kobe you got? The two you got? Who made that?
Enterbay.
Okay, that's,
Anyway,
yeah, okay. They made
Alright,
good shit. Then those are
Real
fire.
quick, I mean, this is probably before you guys' time, but I remember the '96 draft because that's when I was like buying NBA basketball cards and stuff like that. But it's like they had Allen Iverson was the number 1 pick, Marcus Camby was the number 2, Stephon Marbury was the number 4, Ray Allen was number 5, Antoine Walker These are all great fucking. I mean, these guys. Maybe they're all Hall of Famers. Like Kobe Bryant was 13th, but then was traded. Steve Nash was the 15th pick.
He's
Isn't it
tired.
Trueno?
He's tired.
Jermaine O'Neal.
That's how you
Jermaine
spell
O'Neal.
it. I never knew that.
Jermaine O'Neal was a
Trueno?
fucking
Nah, he's,
underrated player.
Being a baby, dude.
Dude, that was a great draft.
Just jump on and show us your
Memes.
pajamas real quick. Just see your pajamas.
And Kerry Kittles, man. Oh my God, Kerry Kittles.
Gary Kittles, damn, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, because he went to Villanova, so that, I mean, I saw him play.
Y'all remember Baby Jordan, Harold Miner?
Yep.
Nah. I mean, I remember him, but he didn't. He's not on this list.
I remember him.
Brandon, you don't need to download anything, man. It's all done through your browser. All P-Rock just has to send you a link, and that's it.
Yeah, it's got to send you a link. If you click on the link, then you could join into like open a browser.
Yeah.
And you can jump in, like just talk, man. Yeah, so damn. I remember Baby Jordan. I remember Isaiah Ryder.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, since we're on sports tonight and all this other stuff, and I don't know if we didn't even start to talk about that. Hasbro started that starting lineup, but it's like if there's other sports, what sport would you want?
No, so that's a good question. You bring that up. So hold on, I'm gonna bring this up right now. Boom. That was a good transition, Mark.
I don't
segue.
do good.
Here we go.
What sport are you transitioning to? I guess it has to be football, right?
So this is my thing. So my question was, or my thought was originally, so we were talking about the other streams, LWO. You know, we were talking about this before, like other like sports stuff, and it's made me want to think about this. So like, I would love Enterbay to open their license to other sports. They do awesome with the NBA, not only with the figures and articulation, but with the actual jerseys, the material they use for the jerseys. So I can imagine if they did football, the way the football jerseys would be, and the fact that with the football players, they can actually hide the joints a lot more because most players have the pants and then they have the like the elbow pads or
padding,
like
the padding and shit.
Knee
like
pads,
the stretching
hip
things.
pads,
Yeah, so
right.
it'll be easy to cover the joints. And not only that, like you could probably get away with possibly saving money and not actually having a head sculpt, because as long as you have the freaking helmet on with the jersey, like the name in the back of the jersey, I'm pretty sure some collectors will buy that and display them with the helmet on, as long as the name's on the jersey and the numbers in the front. So if Enterbay didn't want to do that, my next best option would be Hot Toys. So if Hot Toys was to jump into like the sports game and stuff, like for example right there, what sports should they start off with? My opinion, I would pick UFC, or MMA in general. I'll do Bellator, PFL, UFC. I'm a big UFC fan, so I'll do that. So Mark, as you mentioned, like what sport would you pick then? Like if another 6 scale like Hot Toys were to do the sports figures, like what sport would you pick? And if so, like which sport would you pick and which player or person?
Real quick with the UFC, that's actually a pretty. I mean, that's not a bad pick because that's universal. That's a global sport. UFC is global, and that's why they make so much money and stuff like that. But to me personally, I would think football because I mean, just merchandise wise, it's like
buffer.
whatever knee pads.
Buffer,
I mean, depending on how big the figure is, you would have to come up with 3 different shoulder pads. But all the knee pads could be the same. All the elbow pads could be the same. A lot of the work's already done for you. You know what I mean? It's just a paint job. And I mean, I'm one of those people like with like basketball, you have to have their head with the full sculpt, all the tattoos. Most NFL players, it's like you could hide a lot of that sculpt underneath the helmet. And I don't need to unhelmeted. You know, I don't want an unhelmeted sculpt. I don't want to have to pay $400 for a helmeted figure. That could be unhelmeted. I don't need my figure being a bench warmer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it would be cool to have a football. You know, because I mean, I grew up with the original starting lineup, and even McFarlane. McFarlane, for a long time, did a pretty good job with like certain figures. And like the pre-posed, 6-inch scale, throwing a football or whatever. But there's always a level
I
of
remember
repaint
those.
there.
Yep.
So, I mean, dude, I always in my entire life I always wanted a football, posable figure. I mean, I don't know why. Because I mean, what are you going to have them doing? Getting tackled, eating shit or whatever. But that's always been my number one sport.
Well, football, it depends. If you have offensive player, you can have them like catching a ball if it's a receiver. For quarterback, obviously, like in that position where he's about to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Running back, you have him carrying the ball, like doing a stiff hand or something.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point in my life, whenever I talk about collectibles, I always think about like the company wise. Like with Power Rangers, like they have the girl Power Ranger and they have the male Power Ranger. It's the same sculpt. You just have to paint different shit. For the most part. You know what I mean? Body wise and whatever. And with football, I'm thinking, well, the helmet is the same. The quarterback helmet is the same no matter what. Some characters have visors. Okay, well, then you have to put the visor on. And that's it. You know what I mean? So, to me, I don't know how tangible it is, but to me, I'm like, I feel like they should already have, you know what I mean? They should already have articulated removable helmet figures, and the figures don't have to have the greatest sculpt on the heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me like even a Black Series head, because I will never pose my figure sitting there on the sideline like doing whatever.
Yeah, if they did football, I would never have him with the helmet off. I would have him with the helmet on.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like give them just enough hair to where it doesn't look like they have a crackhead head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. Football will make the best figures, I think.
Yeah,
that would be cool. And, I mean, baseball, and even baseball, like I know a lot of people here don't watch baseball. Maybe probably.
I don't mind baseball.
So that's actually that's the sport I watch. Actually,
you could get away with 2 or 3 different body poses. You know what I mean? Whether you're fielding or because I mean I grew up with starting lineup figures, and then I slowly grew into I still have a lot of McFarlane. Those sculpted, pitchers pitching or batters batting, or football players, you know what I mean? They're diving or throwing, you know what I mean?
Wait on, Mario, you want to step out quick? Do that real
Just
quick.
give me that quick articulation,
What?
you know what I mean? It don't take much.
I don't know, nothing.
Bro, P-Rock, I sent you that like a long time ago, man. I already took care of all that.
Oh damn, my bad.
That
I
was
just saw
when
it now,
you-
yo. I was like in the practice. I was like, yeah, I gotta pay more
Oh
attention.
yeah. I mean,
I
I'll
was like,
shut
what
up,
the
but
hell is your
No, Mark. I'm sorry. I thought Mario texted earlier say he had to get some food, so I thought.
No,
But,
that
but,
was
but to
really
me,
slow.
but to me personally, I would if you were to give me if money was no option, if anything else, what do you want? I'm like, just give me some football players that I can bend an elbow and have like a linebacker, you know what I mean? Put a little elbow in, and at a quarterback, you know what I mean? Or somebody put a stiff arm in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little Heisman, a little Barry Sanders type action type shit.
You can even do
Dude, I would love
celebration, if the players know for like a certain celebration dance when they score a touchdown, you can have them pose that way too.
Yeah, as long as it's not TikTok and shit like that. That's stuff. Dude, every time
No.
I see a fucking touchdown and then I see some kind of something and they have a name where it's like a TikTok dance.
that's
It's
all
just-
the kids, man. That's all the kids are into.
Dude, it just makes me feel so fucking old, dude. I just feel so fucking old. I'm just like,
That it
oh
does, my
God.
friend. That it does.
Dude, I remember like early in the 2000s where people were like, oh, that's unoriginal. Like literally the announcers would be like, oh, that's unoriginal. And it's like, oh, okay, you're doing what all the fucking 8-year-olds are doing. That's cool. Like, no, it's not cool. It's like, dude,
People like you will go for a Hot Toys Conor McGregor.
Well, no, I want to ask you, yo, because I know you will go for baseball, right?
I'll do baseball. Yeah,
So
obviously.
talk about it. Like, what would you pick? Like, obviously baseball, but why baseball?
Well, that's the obviously the sport I grew up watching. I got the most attachment to it.
hell yeah.
The-
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Big Yankee fan, of course. This ain't mine, by the way. I'm not a Mets fan. It got cold in my room, bro.
I just noticed that you say big. That's a big no-no for a Yankees fan. You can
Yeah,
never
nah.
say Yankees fan.
Oh,
and we're
rocking
like
the Mets.
I know.
Exactly.
Claiming Yankees.
Dude, it's cold in my room because
That's the turncoat comment right there, man.
Well, my room is all the
It's
wind
been
hits
cold the
my
last
windows,
couple
bro.
days in the Northeast. Yeah,
So, man,
I got my
yeah.
hoodie on, man.
I wasn't
But I love it.
prepared,
That's
yo.
the
That's the
fall weather.
First thing
I
I
Dude.
found. So
Literally, as soon as it became fall on the 21st, 22nd, it was like
Oh,
it
that's
went
the
from right
best.
from like 80 degrees to like 60 was like
Yes,
the high,
and I love
I
it, though.
fucking loved it, dude.
Ooh, that's
No,
beautiful.
dude, I
Me
loved
too.
it. 40, what was it? Like it was like 44 degrees this
smell it,
morning,
too.
and
You
then
can
like
smell it.
65
Yes,
was the
you can
high.
smell leaves
Something about
falling
it, you
and
can smell
everything.
the
The air,
fall,
the air is
man.
crisp.
Yep.
Dude,
Oh my god.
dude,
Chris, that's
That
a
shit-
good word, man. Crisp, yo. You're right.
that shit gets me hard, man. I love the fall.
Mario, I love Cali. I was stationed there in the military, but I can't do it, man. I need my 4 seasons, man. I need snow.
Oh,
I
I
need
can't.
winter.
I can't imagine Christmas in the hot weather, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is
no,
weird,
that-
dude.
It is. I
It is
can't like
weird.
when I see my brother in Florida. He lives in Florida. He puts
Yeah,
pictures like palm trees with Christmas. I'm like, that's not Christmas.
that's
man.
not Christmas, man.
Nah.
Man,
If there's not a chance of
Um,
snowfall,
West Coast
no,
Christmas,
yeah.
man. Come on.
So Rick, so if you pick baseball, so what players would you want made or?
If I was to get like my favorite player, Paul O'Neill, as a Yankee, I'll do Paul
Oh,
O'Neill.
that's a random one.
Yeah,
You gotta be my age. How old are you?
42.
I'm a little bit younger than that, but that Paul O'Neill was a good. Paul O'Neill was.
Oh,
a good
he was the
fucking Yankee.
best. I love how he would like hit a single. He'll be pissed that he didn't get a double. He'll hit a double. He'll be mad that he didn't get a triple.
Yeah.
If
He was
if
fired up. Yeah.
If you get a triple, he'll get mad that he didn't get a home run.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you
yeah,
get a
I
home
remember
run,
that.
he'll be pissed that he
Literally,
wasn't far enough. Like,
If he didn't exist, I
Yo.
probably would have fucking hated Derek Jeter a lot more
Yeah,
because
I
Derek
love
Jeter
him
got
as a
like
player.
overhyped. Because I'm like Derek Jeter, I'm like he wasn't even a good defender. I'm like at least give Bernie Williams some fucking respect or something like that. You know what I mean?
Bernie.
When they were going on their little run there.
He said Mario's no clue what you guys are talking about.
What, as far as the weather?
the weather.
Or as far as the sports ball? Ken Griffey
weather.
Jr. Damn, going back.
Ken
Yeah,
Griffey,
weather,
I
nah.
would
Okay,
pick
yeah,
Ken
Ken
Griffey.
Griffey.
I love Ken Griffey.
Yeah, he would. Yeah,
Dude, that
I mean,
motherfucker had the smoothest swing of a fucking all
yeah,
time.
bro.
Yeah.
Well, Frank Thomas.
Oh, the big
Big
hurt.
hurt.
The big hurt.
Yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
thick boy, man. Yeah.
Yup.
He was big time.
Big dude.
The big hurt.
Dude, I still remember that it was 1998. It was the home run derby, and it was like Mark McGuire, and it was like, and Ken Griffey won that one. I thought, yeah, Ken Griffey won that one.
Pretty
And
sure.
I was like, I still remember that, man. I'm like thinking these motherfuckers, dude. There were a lot of great players playing then. I mean, steroids aside, I don't give a fuck what you say about steroids. Barry Bonds is an all-time great, no matter what. Even when his head was small.
Bonds, man.
But
Alright.
fucking kid.
Don't like Barry Bonds?
Nah, man. I'm not a Giants fan at all,
But
dude.
but he was good, but even before the steroids.
I don't care.
Uh,
When you talk Giants, nah, man. That's those fighting words, bro. Coming being
Barry
like,
Bonds is the only one in the 400 and 400 club, and he's the only one in the 500 and 500 club.
Steroids does make you stronger, but you still have to hit the ball. That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yo, who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got?
Come in. Who's this?
Who's
Who that?
here?
Come on, yo, who that, son?
I don't know who jumped in.
Oh, come on, man. We just got some random person that just jumped in.
Yeah, I got hacked.
What happened? Who is
I
this?
don't know. Yeah, hey, guest, turn on your mic.
Barry Bonds is the greatest player I've ever seen.
Braden, this might be.
Baseball.
I never sent him the link. Somebody sent him the link.
Come on, man. You gotta hit that
Barry,
mic button, bro.
Barry Bonds is the only person I see.
You sent
hit-
Braden the link?
hit
I
the-
thought that was him
I
talking.
sent him
So I think it's Braden. I think it's Braden.
That's Braden. That's Braden. It's Braden.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
Braden's
up?
here. Come on, man.
Dude, I always
Oh,
want to
Braden.
hear it. I always want to hear his accent
He's
because
muted. I think he's muted.
because
Oh, he left.
oh
Oh,
no. So if
Come
I
on,
did
Braden, you
baseball-
gotta get in here, mate.
if we
Wait,
did
where was he
baseball,
from?
he's
He's in Australia, dude.
He's Australian.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think,
I didn't know
I think he's Hispanic. I'm not sure.
Well, Mario, you're in California. Which California team do you root for?
L.A., bro. Dodgers all day, every day, man. I bleed blue
Well,
and gray.
LA could be a dozen teams. Are you
Yeah.
the
Dodgers,
LA
Dodgers,
Angels
Dodgers,
or are you the
Dodgers.
LA
No,
Dodgers?
no. Listen. The Angels, bro.
The
They're
Dodgers. are
Anaheim.
scary
The Angels
team
are in
right there.
Anaheim.
Hey,
They
wasn't
stay
that the
in
biggest-
Anaheim.
Wasn't that the biggest farce
They
of all
are
time
not LA, dude.
when they were the Anaheim Angels and then they tried to talk themselves into being the LA Angels?
They did some bullshit where they call
Yeah.
them like the Los
And-
Angeles
and-
Angels of Anaheim. No, because
Yeah,
that's what I hate out here, dude. Because people out here, they see Orange County, right where I'm at. They see OC and automatically go, "Oh, you in LA, right?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm an OC, dude. That's different. That is way different. Don't do that. Sometimes sometimes those fighting words, but you don't do that.
Some states are too big. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Like some people are like, "Oh, are you a Pirate? You a Pittsburgh fan also?" And I'm like, "That's a 6-hour drive." I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
I
grew up on the Dodgers, bro.
I fucking hate every Pittsburgh fan because every Pittsburgh fan every Pittsburgh fan I know, they smoke with their windows rolled up. They're all fat fucking coal miner daughter bitches. Like ugly ass. They're the ugliest fucking women you ever fucking seen.
See, Rick, radar, Mike.
So to me, I've always hated Pittsburgh fans for that reason. You know what I mean? Growing up, So I've held on to that. So people are like, "Oh, don't you root for the Pirates? They're in Pennsylvania." And I'm like, "No. Coal miners' daughters. No, fuck you." And plus, I don't get to watch those games.
So you're more in Philly, right? You said more Philly?
Yeah,
So you got the real Philly cheesesteaks over there?
Yeah, and oh my god, it's so hard for me because there's so many good restaurants in Philadelphia. The thing is, when they talk about Philadelphia cheesesteak, it's that like that Cheese Whiz type fucking
That's
cheese.
what I heard. It's prefer more option. I heard that recently.
And
more people prefer the
and
Cheese
nobody
Whiz.
in Philadelphia actually likes that. So whenever somebody talks about like, what do you like, Pat's or Gino's better? People in Philadelphia roll their fucking eyes because it's just like, oh, nobody in Philadelphia actually eats that shit. You know what I mean? It's this like calmative thing. You know what I mean?
You guys prefer like the mozzarella cheese, right?
Yeah. Anybody that eats cheesesteaks prefers mozzarella because mozzarella melts good.
That's the best, man.
Yeah.
Mozzarella.
Yeah,
man.
mozzarella melts fucking good.
With the
you know what I
onions,
mean?
the peppers, mushrooms.
You don't do whiz?
Monster cheese is good too.
And if you go to Philadelphia, you gotta say wit or without. And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. Fuck yourself. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting in line.
What?
Well, the Cheese Whiz, if you go to Pat's or Gino's, because that's like whenever you watch like a football game, they always like, oh, they
Okay,
always
hold
show
on,
like
Mark.
a cut up.
Let's get Braden. So I'm messaging him right now on Instagram, dude. So make sure that you allow Mike and Cam access, right?
Go to your settings.
They always show a cut. They always like whenever you watch like the Eagles play whoever in an NFL football game, they always show cheesesteaks.
I saw you, people.
That's just they always do it. It's always Pastor Gino's, and they're always showing them cutting it up. And it's like whenever if you want the whiz, like I call it canned cheese, but it's a little bit better than that. It's like that slimy ass yellow cheese. They say if you want it with cheese, you say wit, and if you don't want it, you say without. To me, I'm like, that's so fucking. Oh my god, dude, I will not go to Pastor Gino's ever again. I went
So
there in high
is that like a new trend with the Philly cheesesteak, or is it's always been like that? Because I've heard it recently. People say the Cheese Whiz.
It's kind of like turned into that where they try to like separate it from like other cheesesteaks a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So there's so many fucking good restaurants in Philadelphia. If any of you ever come to Philadelphia, I swear to God, just hit me up.
I do want to go, man.
Not
far from me.
I'm Mark Pearson. I'm Mark Pearson on Facebook. Peirson.
I got you. I'm a friend.
I will fucking pay for your meal, and I will take you out in Philadelphia. There's so many fucking good Italian, Chinese. Chinatown's even really fucking good. There's some really fucking good food in Philadelphia.
Does that offer include drinks too?
And there's good cheesesteaks. There's really good cheesesteaks.
Yes.
But none of those like fucking fake ass like wit or without. You know what I mean?
No special.
Come on, Braden. You can do it, Braden. I want to hear that Austrian accent. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
And growing up, I used to brag about it. I'm like, oh yeah, Philadelphia cheesesteaks. And then when I got older, I'm just like, we became the joke. You know what I mean?
Cause my brother, my brother-in-law, he used to always like once a year drive to Philly, and he used to always send us pictures where it would be like the Philly cheesesteak. It had the mozzarella though. It was mozzarella, the steak, excuse me, onions, peppers, mushrooms, and then it had some real thick onion rings with it. So I'm not sure where in Philly that's at, but he used to always go like every year to that place, and he's always.
It might have been Johnny Hot's. Johnny Hot's, they got that really good Italian shit where they split the fucking Italian sausage really good.
Can you guys see me?
Yo, what
We
up?
can't see, but we can hear you. We can hear you,
What up?
Brady.
Go.
How's it going, guys?
What's
Yeah,
up, Brady?
what up, what up?
We can't
Oh,
see you,
this is funny.
but we can hear you.
No, we can hear you. That's all that matters. We can
We
hear
can
That's
hear you,
cool,
man. We
brother.
can hear you.
Cool.
What happened? What happened?
I don't know. I just clicked something. I just clicked like speaker mode or something, and then it worked.
Yeah.
I can hear you guys now.
All right.
So
Hell yeah,
Brady,
that's what's
Brady,
up, man.
Correct. What? I know you're in Australia, but like, are you like? It's hard to say this. Like, what's your national? Are you Hispanic? Are you?
No, I'm Ukrainian, Polish. I don't know. I'm a mix of a few things.
Okay.
But I was born here. I was born here in Australia.
Nice, bro.
So you're an
Who was it?
Australian smorgasbord. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
So is
Sounds
Robert
exotic.
Whitaker? Is Robert Whitaker really big over there?
Yeah. Him and Volkanovski. They're both really big over
that's
here,
right. Volkanovski, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whitaker, I could imagine he must be huge over there.
Yeah.
So you sound exotic as fuck.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, he's Marcus hit it.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Yo.
This is really
Yeah,
hard.
Mark's like, did we
You
get them
need to
digits, man?
come to United States of America and you can come slay some.
I've been to America plenty of times. I have a family over there
Yeah, he comes to
What
LA,
part?
bro.
in Modesto, California.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
so
there you go. Close to
when
you.
you say you have family there, does that mean you have kids you don't talk to anymore?
He abandoned his kids.
Brady's a young
No.
guy. He's a young guy. He's on.
I'm
kids yet.
just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Brandon, do you mind if we ask you how old you are, bro?
He's like 24, I think.
24.
Yeah, see, I
24?
said it. 24. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. I know Brady.
That's why that's why we got that Kobe. All right, KB24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, in 2015, I was in America and I got to see him play. The day he announced his retirement against the Pacers, that's when they had Paul George on the Pacers. I got to watch
Yeah.
Kobe, so and I was like one of the best days ever, man.
It's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I-
is so funny to me, man. I can't believe I'm in the stream with you guys. It's hilarious.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's been
Nah, that's
overdue,
what's up,
man.
dude.
How about, yo,
Bro.
this was your idea, man. So yo,
Yeah,
Brady hit
man.
me up because like we're talking on the Joel stream this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, during
Yeah,
Joel's
yeah.
stream. So yeah, so I was like, yo, my thing is like, I gotta do the stream, man. I gotta be consistent. I gotta start being consistent. So I was like, I gotta think of a topic, but I knew I kind of wanted to do some kind of sports talk because there was no UFC today. So I did want to talk UFC, which I'm probably gonna talk UFC now. So then Brady hit me up with this idea with the Enter Bay. So yo, it's only fitting that you come through, man. At least
You actually have a piece.
That's what's up.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something to
gets-
do with this, man.
It gets boring talking about Iron Man and Spider Man
That's
all the time.
Yeah,
You ain't
Yeah.
lost- yo.
yeah, it's a little overdone right now.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love doing streams. I love doing other people's streams. I love spending time. My thing is spending time with other collectors. So that's the part I love the most. But
Yeah.
like sometimes if it does feel like especially when you do like 3 streams in 1 week, like you kind of regurgitating the same thing sometimes. And like I want to kind of say the same thing, but in a different way. But sometimes it's hard for me to think about a different way. So like in my mind, I got it all set up in my mind. Like, all right, I know I'm gonna say it different. And then when it's my time to talk, I end up saying the same shit.
You know what you
I
do,
think-
bro, is that you hate something one day, then you love something the next day, and then that's how you throw everybody off, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the first time you talk about it, oh, this is bullshit. The next day, oh man, I love it, man. I have some time to think about it. I think it's pretty
They
cool.
could never figure
Yeah,
you
but I
out,
don't want to
man.
be flip flop.
Exactly,
Yeah, I don't
man.
want to.
I mean, I could be like, he's
Okay, real quick.
consistent.
Not to jump in here. If you could pick one character or one, professional athlete, one personality or whatever, professional athlete, what would you pick for Enter Bay that you would buy?
Like any
What would be the
sport, any
one person-
character, one person, any sport, any whatever.
Any sport,
I would
any
pick
person.
I'll go first, real quick. I'll pick a Nathan Diaz figure, UFC Nathan Diaz figure. Give me a Nathan Diaz figure with a bloody face.
Oh, Nate. Wait, Nate?
Nate, well, his real name is Nathan.
I know, I know.
fight-
So
and
Nate
fight.
Nate Diaz,
You threw
Nate
me off,
Diaz,
you threw me
Enter Bay,
Nate
Nate Diaz. UFC figure. I'll take that. Bloody face, bloody gloves, bloody chest. Give me that any day. Rick, we'll go in order, I guess. Rick,
I'm going Iron Mike. I want Iron Mike.
Mike Tyson.
They did Iron Mike.
Well, yeah, Storm Collectibles did Iron Mike.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
They did a few of them actually.
So if not Iron Mike, so who else, Rick?
Okay, you can do an updated Iron Mike. That's all right.
Yeah.
No, I
And
mean,
then
that's,
you do like
he's growing
with
up,
the
like,
face tattoos
he
and
was
everything,
huge,
like grown
man,
up, grown up Mike.
Growing up, man, dude. Nah, I want pre-tattoo.
Yeah, the
Dude,
Rick.
that was a
I want him the way I remember him, like growing up, watch him just beat the hell out of
that,
Ariel.
that 92, 93, Mike, man, he's
What a
fucking
run
scary,
that
dude.
was,
Every
man. What a run.
every run, it was first round knockout, and that was like it was like every
That's
2
when-
months.
The
I
bullshit.
miss
the pay-per-views were
boxing.
bullshit, man.
I know, man. I just get mad about buying the pay-per-views. Like, why am I buying? I used to
That
tell my
was the
friends,
problem.
like, why are we gonna buy
30-second
this?
fights?
I'm gonna tell my parents to buy this fight for freaking one round, 30
That
seconds.
was the problem. Yeah. Oh, man.
But it was entertaining when you did watch it, though. When you see Mike Tyson, like, oh.
But as soon as the bell rang, I wanted the fight to be over, though. Like,
Yeah,
come
you
on,
stand
Mike,
there, the
fuck
bell
up.
rang, you still-
Yeah, as soon as that, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say as a Eagles, like as a Philadelphia fan, I would pick Brian Dawkins. I mean, it's easy for me
Brian Dawkins, yep.
because
Good
he
defensive player.
would fucking lay dudes out. He played. He was a different dude.
And he had the
You know what I mean?
visor. I could.
And that was before they would like suspend you for like headhunting people. You know
Yep.
what I mean? He was suplexed people at like, you know, he was like a 6 foot 220-pound dude, big biceps. You know what I mean?
And he had the visor on his helmet. So I could
Yeah, he
relate
had the
to
visor.
shades. I
And the
love
thing
that.
is, I've seen him personally when he would do like I mean, I'm a Christian, so I've seen some of his like you know, some of his baptismal work. You know what I mean? Some of his like
I know he did that.
talking about God and stuff like that. So it just gives it like that, you know, it gives it a little bit more steam to me. You know what I mean? That person where it's like, you know what I mean, you have that higher power feeling in your in your life personally, but at the same time you're an angry motherfucker, and that's me. You know what I mean? Personally, it's like, you know what I mean? He's what I wish to be. You know, you take your anger out in a good way. You know what I mean? So, dude, Brian Dawkins for me. Eagles, Enter Bay, I would pay 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you want.
They don't pay. Normally Enter Bay is good with their price. I mean, they are a little over because you gotta think of the actual license and everything. But
Yeah, as soon as you
two-packs are like
yeah.
500,
Yeah.
but the 2 packs are 500, so you figure that's 250 per figure.
As soon as you add the Nike and shit like that, that's when it becomes an issue.
Yeah,
So I don't ever think it's like the character or the
the Jordan
league.
2-pack has those Nikes on
For
it.
whatever reason, that as soon as you start doing Nike or even Adidas or whatever, because even Allen Iverson on the aftermarket's so fucking high, and I came a little bit too late to that kind of thing because I wanted an Allen Iverson figure, and it's just way too much.
Yeah. How are you, Braden? Welcome, Braden. Welcome, Braden.
I liked what Mario said the other day. Eddie Jones would be cool, but
Yeah.
I gotta go with Pau Gasol. I really want Pau
Yeah.
Gasol. I really want him and Kobe won 2 championships together. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to go with Pau Gasol.
I'm not gonna lie. When they got Paul Gasol, I was kind of mad at first. I was like, Paul
Why?
Gasol, because I wanted his brother instead. His brother to me was harder. Like Paul Gasol was kind of soft.
We drafted his brother, Marc Gasol. We
I
drafted
know, and that's why I was
Yeah.
like, I wish they would have stuck with Marc Gasol.
Yeah, and
instead of
I
Paul
thought
Gasol.
I thought he was going to be the lot better player, but I mean, they kind of even themselves out. Really,
But
probably would've
Kobe
taken
Kobe
some
made him tougher. Kobe made him tougher. He made him.
Yeah.
He shaped him up and everything.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that that Netflix clip that they brought out when it was the Olympic Games or the Olympic basketball games
I didn't see it.
where they showed Kobe basically on the first play knock the shit out of Pau Gasol, like on the very first play, dude, when they played Spain. You know, he's
I
like,
remember hearing about that, like where like he like blacked out for a minute.
Yeah, that was. I was like, damn, Kobe, that was dirty, dude. That was dirty, man.
Kobe
just how
was,
Kobe was.
yeah.
Teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kobe knew what he was doing. He knew
was vicious.
what was going to happen.
I like that one part where Matt Barnes acted like he's gonna throw the ball to Kobe, and Kobe didn't even flinch at all.
Oh yeah.
He just stood there. I was like, yeah. I watched that game live. I was like, yeah, Kobe, that's right, Kobe, that's right. Freaking Kobe was a man.
Yeah. He's all right.
I was thinking high school.
He's
in
all
high-
right.
He's all
I
right.
don't know if any of you guys played high school football, but you knew like you could decleat somebody like so easy in practice. You can
Not
put
in
somebody on his
practice.
ass. You just kind of, you know what I mean? You just kind of like catch him looking a little bit, and you just put a little shoulder into him.
Rick Fox.
I
Rick
miss,
Fox,
I,
yeah.
I
That
miss,
that was a
I
sexy
miss his
dude, man.
days.
Looking
I
Rick
miss his
Fox.
days.
Same one.
Get that
with
badass
Let's see
girl,
what
white.
up.
Insane, what's up? Man, what?
Man, what?
Man, what?
Man, what?
So, Mario, how about you? So if Hot Toys did jump into that, like
What I
What-
want? Like, bro. I mean, like shit we haven't seen yet, or just anything.
anything sports wise, like we haven't
Yeah,
seen
whatever
anything.
you, yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
either
just-
we've seen it or anything like we haven't
NBA,
seen it.
NBA, dude. NBA, man. I
You
would love
want
to see Hot
to
Toys.
NBA?
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. I think I would love to see another like their interpretation for Michael Jordan. I mean, I don't see how much better they can get than Enterbay, but I would love to see them like take a crack at it. But if anything, I want Showtime Lakers, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
I need Magic. You know, I want Kareem. I want James
Kareem.
Worthy. You know, Byron Scott, AC Green, freaking Kurt Rambis, all them,
AC
man.
Green.
AC, that's right, man.
James
What
Worthy
if
with
it's
the
like
goggles.
Jackson?
Yeah,
What's
Phil
that?
Jackson. Yeah,
Phil, well, yeah, later, you know.
Later
Full
on.
team. We gotta get a full
Pat
line.
Riley
on,
too. 'Cause
yeah.
Pat Riley was the coach.
Pat
too.
Riley,
yeah, that's
what's
yeah,
up.
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
throw Pat
Pat
Riley
Riley,
in
man.
there.
That's right. You know,
That'd be
Chick
cool.
Hearn. Yo, we get a Chick Hearn, dude. Man, that'd be crazy. That would be wild, man. Chick,
Body
he was-
diva.
Yeah, they had Vladdy was there too.
That still hurts, Brandon, from Sacramento, dude. I love Vlade when he was here, when in his rookie year, dude. But
Yeah, he went to
after
Sacramento.
man, he got
Floppy
dirty, man.
diva. He got floppy.
Yeah, he just became dirty, bro. But I mean, yeah, man. I just want Showtime Lakers, bro. That's what I want.
So, all right. So let me ask you this then. So since you say Hot Toys, you would prefer Hot Toys to NBA. So do you think Hot Toys would compare Hot Toys to Enterbay? Would you think Hot Toys would do better sculpts or better uniforms than Enterbay, or both?
I think maybe a mixture of both. I think the Enterbay Jordan is pretty much damn near perfection. However, like if they're gonna do Kobe, they can definitely improve on that.
With a little sweat on his head looks awesome.
It does look really
beads,
good.
man.
But I'm just not a fan of the expressions on some of the
Yeah.
like the
That
one
could
like
be
the
a
rookie
problem.
one you have right here.
I can see that. Yeah.
No, like young Kobe on your thumbnail you have right here. I never
Right.
liked that
On the
expression.
left, right? Yep.
Yeah, because you can only have them in one pose.
You can only
Right,
do
I
him
mean, like-
dunking, really. You have to do
Pretty
him dunking
much.
with that mouth.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So that's the thing. If we had, I don't know, something with, you know, more, I don't want to say something too neutral, but something a little bit more aggressive, then I think that'd be the sweet spot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do appreciate that fact that they gave us like one aggressive face sculpt and one neutral. So,
No, dude, they give you a smiling sculpt, dude. You got one end of the spectrum to the other extreme. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
I was
It's like
trying to be
something in
needy.
between.
Yeah,
I was trying
Come
to
you caught
bro.
that shit quick.
Nah.
Yo. She was like, nah.
I mean, nah.
I was
They
trying
know
to be
who's
needy. I mean, with the smiling face, you could do a lot of things. You could do like he's shooting a jumper.
No.
He's smiling about to
yeah,
shoot
shooting a
Jay.
jumper, shooting a fadeaway with a smiling.
But
Like,
doesn't-
Yeah,
Come on,
he's
wasn't that his
happy because he's
personality,
smiling.
though?
You know he's gonna make the shot, and then
He
it
did
could be
that, right?
smiling.
Braden,
no, he's
Braden,
dribbling
you're the resident
ball.
Kobe fan, bro. Would you want that? Would you want like Kobe shooting a fadeaway with a smile on his face?
No, I wouldn't do that. though.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't pose him.
Exactly.
I have him dribbling with a smile on the face or something like that, but not
You're right.
not.
Okay. That shit looks stupid.
But
Nah,
sometimes those
man.
expressionless faces look dead.
Yeah, they do.
look-
They
I don't know.
they can, but that's what I'm saying. Like put a
All
little
in
bit of
the
emotion
eyes,
and
man.
aggression in there.
They got those
And I've said
dead
that with
eyes.
hot toy
Yeah.
figures, like that. Some hot toy figures, they have that like the dead expression that you can't. Even if you could pose them with because
There
of
he
the
is, dude.
Optical,
Optical,
what
get
up?
your ass in here, dude. Optical, get your ass in
We
here,
were
bro.
talking Enterbay,
We've
man.
been asking for you, man. Get in here, dude.
Send a link if you see if he wants to come in.
Send him a link.
But No, that's the thing with Hot Toys. Like I admit with some Hot Toys, they had that dead stare. So even if you could get away with, because the costume is fabric, you get away with it, like with a dynamic pose. Sometimes it looks silly because you got them, like I said, you got them posed like this, but instead of like their face having reaction, their face is just like just that's neutral.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look
Yeah.
right sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta get something like that's in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wish
What-
Hot Toys
what
gives
is-
the option of 2 head sculpts, like one in expression and like one neutral. Like what they did with Peacemaker right now recently. They updated Peacemaker,
Peacemaker.
something like that. Yeah, because people can play by the tongue and stuff.
Oh, also they fixed that.
Yeah, they gave
Well,
one.
they addressed
sculpt.
it. They addressed it, did they?
Yeah.
Thank
They
goodness.
added one head sculpt without the tongue, like a neutral face. But I don't know. See,
Well, yo, I gotta
What-
bounce out, man.
all right, Ricky.
So,
You got a dip,
man,
Rick?
yeah, I'm a dip, man. Guys, thank you.
All right.
It's always been a pleasure. I like learning from you guys.
Yeah, man. Great to
Appreciate
see you
it.
again, dude.
Raiders,
Wow.
Ricky.
All right, Brady.
man.
Good hearing from you, buddy.
Yeah, you
All right,
too.
guys. Good night. Peace out.
So Brady,
Alright,
what
good night,
would you
brother.
think if Hot Toys did a line that the NBA wouldn't do? Like, what other than NBA would you want?
Yeah, UFC, but
Yeah, see, I agree
they'd
with
have
you.
to have to get another factory. I don't want them to clog up. They've already I don't know. They take too long to release figures already. So adding more to
Yeah.
that, I don't know.
Yeah. That's true. I agree with that. I
But
think
I
NBA,
I wouldn't mind like what Mark said earlier about as far as like having a single figure or a single person. Like I was thinking, like for me, representation and all that shit, like Julio Cesar Chavez or like Fernando Valenzuela, something like that. I think that'd be dope. Either one of the two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like whatever Hot Toys, as far as the sports games is concerned, man, I'm more of a fan of the NBA, bro.
Yep.
Or at least back then, during my time. These days, man, I don't know. I have a hard time following everything these days.
yeah, nowadays I'm more like just UFC basically.
Yeah.
I
What's up, man?
I do NBA.
Hot Toys made Interbay with the other day. Yeah, in a sense. We got there he is. What's up,
Oh,
Optical?
What's up, Optical?
I heard you guys were talking about Interbay, so I was just like, yeah.
That's you, man. That's what we're
Yeah.
talking
It was-
about.
it's late now here. I was watching porn, so I was just like,
We figured. Hope you wash your hands, dude.
I mean, that's where you get all the protein and all that stuff. So,
Oh, so you licked your hands clean then?
Good
Hey,
traction.
man.
Good traction.
muscles. That's how you build muscles. Protein.
That's why you also get carpal tunnel, bro. I mean, you're gonna sprain your wrist, bro.
So we're talking about Interbay. Did you see the what if thing that they had on the website? Brady brought it up to me about the you could vote for figures or players that possibly could be figures in the future.
I mean, that's bullshit. I mean, that's fucking bullshit, man.
I know they
I
don't do it,
played
but
Interbay before, and they already know what they're gonna do. So,
So they're just messing with us.
no, but have you seen the Interbay nowadays? I mean, it's horrible. I pretty much review every Interbay figure, but you've seen that Giannis?
that face
yeah,
sculpt.
yeah,
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 having
yeah,
that face
yeah.
sculpt.
That was
Do
rough,
that
dude.
80s. I mean, it's passable, I guess, but to compare
Wow.
it from the previous KD, which has 2 head sculpts, I mean, they're also asking for $300. I think that's BS what they're doing right now. But hey, I don't know. Hopefully somebody buys it. I'm sure somebody will, but good luck with that.
But it's,
No, that face
So-
sculpt, it looks nothing like them to me. Like I was kind of excited for him because he won the championship recently, and I like the Greek Freak. But when I saw that face sculpt, just the fact that even the reaction they're doing for him, like I appreciate that for a dunk, but it doesn't look nothing like him.
What the hell, Mark? Why are you in the chat, dude?
I know.
Aren't you on
Mark,
stream?
Mark, he's on
What the
stream right
fuck,
here.
dude?
He's in the chat now. What happened? Is he taking a shit?
Probably. Again.
What's up, Ant?
Optical, you saw that they put out. I mean, what P-Rock said. Some of those figures were the Dream Team, the original '92 Dream Team, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything out of there that stood out to you or anything, or see who? Was there anything that you want to see made?
From the
Or
dream,
just
maybe
like-
Barkley. I was like
Yep.
Barkley from the original Dream Team. But if
Mhm.
I'm thinking about a toy that would convert, I mean, a player that would convert to a good toy, I think that would be Olajuwon. You get 2 head sculpts.
We
One of
said
them,
that, yeah.
yeah, one with goggles on, and the other
Mhm.
one without, and then give them
Without.
2
What's up,
uniforms.
Ant?
That Ben Wallace, with a fro, and
Yeah.
the locks. I think they're good toys, but you problem with Interbase, it's almost, even if you like the player, it's not worth it. Like, you're getting the same body, just different uniform, which you can get cheap on eBay. A custom uniform is like $28, so it's just a head basically that you're buying, and they're charging $300. Back then it was, like, I don't know if you get Mario, like Jordan is like $200. Then if you buy a Scottie Pippen, it has 2 head sculpts with 2 sets of uniform. So all you got to do is buy an extra body. Now you got 2 figures for $200. So that
he had the hardware too, didn't he?
Yeah, he got like the trophies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They still kind of have that now, but they have 2 faces. One with expression, one is kind of stoic. So if you just want to display him, like standing. So Pippen has 2, Rodman has 2, Derrick Rose has 2. Hell, even Blake Griffin has 2. I'm like looking up right now, looking at my Interbay.
Yeah, man, get the whole squad.
Yeah, I mean, now.
So I have to go break the rumor. There's a rumor going around, or at least from what I heard, that you got rid of all your Interbay figures.
No, I got rid of the high ones, like because dude, my T-Mac went for like $500. Iverson, $500. And to be frank, like, I like Iverson, but it's not their best work. T-Mac, I like T-Mac, but yeah, it's T-Mac. Like,
he's not. Yeah.
He's good, but he's like, who would you compare T-Mac nowadays in here? Carmelo Anthony, something like that. Really good stats, but really accomplished nothing, right? Yeah. So, I'm sticking. I got like 3 Jordans, 2 Rodmans, 2 Pippins, and Derrick Rose, and a bunch of Kobe's, and LeBron, Shaq. I upgraded to Shaq, so that's But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I heard you guys talking about football. Oh, Shaq! I got the new Laker Shaq, the one with sweat. Dude, that's pretty good.
With that head sculpt, though,
yeah, the head sculpt,
like he hit the wall, man.
The face reaction he got. I don't like the face.
All right,
reaction.
Mario, I'm gonna put it on us because I've uploaded that like 2 months ago, but I'm gonna put it on members. It's not as bad as you guys think. It's not as bad as you guys think.
I almost bought it.
Dude, that Shaq.
I'm on the fence about that Shaq.
That Shaq is 1997 Shaq. And you know how I do my review where I got the actual picture and then blend it in?
Blend it in, yeah.
You're gonna see this. I'm gonna put it on members only. You'll see it. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Because the image of Shaq that you guys probably have for the Lakers is from the 3-peat. He came to the Lakers at around 98 or when Kobe was there, like 96 or something. That's or 97. That's the Shaq that they went for, not the 3-peat Shaq. So he doesn't have the tattoos yet.
Younger Shaq, yeah.
Shaq, where he does have the goatee and kind of have like a little bit of hair on it.
A little bit, yeah.
It's not as bad as as we make it out. I have it, so I can tell you it's not as bad.
I was close.
And they didn't give it to me. I bought it, so.
I was close to buying it, man. It's just that, like, it's just the mouth. The mouth to me, I was like, what is he doing? Like, so I know they always like do other versions, so I'm hoping they do a different version of Shaq, like an older version to go with the older Kobe.
Dude, I don't know, man. This is like
I doubt it, but
this is like the third, well, technically second Shaq, but the other one's 2-pack, so.
I thought that one was decent. That last 2-pack they did.
It was nice.
I thought they had the head sculpt. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's when they had.
The problem is the Lakers is only smiling, like
yeah.
Yep. We can put him dunking and smiling.
Yeah, exactly.
The other one's Orlando. The other head sculpt is the Orlando Shaq. So,
bro, that's what I was saying about Kobe, man. Why are they gonna do freaking like that 2-pack, right? Where he's young. They're gonna give him like one extreme expression where you can basically only have him dunking, right? And then another one where he's smiling, right? I mean, that's what I was saying. Do something like in the middle, man, where it's you got a little aggression for Kobe.
The 2-pack,
Kobe 2-pack.
Smiling?
Yeah. Huh?
No, it's not. I have the 2-pack.
He's not smiling.
The smiling is V2. The version 2 has an intense.
That's
look
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But that's not. The 2-pack has no smiling.
Well, which one had a smiling? Then? He does the V2.
V2. There's version 1.
One of all the trophies.
Yeah.
And then the version 2 is the purple one. The purple one has 2 heads smiling and not the intense look, but you can use them for something. And then the 2-pack only has the 8th, and this is the 2-pack. Hold on.
It's yellow. It has like the the dunking one that you showed earlier, and then like more of like an aggressive look,
like the one you have right now on your thumbnail.
Yeah.
This is the 2-pack.
Yep.
Go ahead, full screen him real quick, dude.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
I'm about it. Yep. Let me get him. Here you go.
All right, yeah, that one's decent. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I got too. Yep.
This is
All
the
right.
2-pack. So the smiling that you're talking about, it's on V2. I sold that too. I got a V2. I sold it, but it comes with 2 head sculpts, so I can live with a smiling one. And then he has something like this, like almost similar, right? I think that's better, P-Rock. I don't know if you have the V2, but I
No,
think
I got that one.
better
What you got right there? I got that one right there. The purple
Yeah.
one. I think it's the purple one. Yeah. Do I?
The best one I would say their best work is Derrick Rose, because the
No, I think
2
I
head
got the-
sculpt of
the
Derrick
yellow one.
Rose is just on the spot,
Really?
just spot on. Oh wow.
You think
Wait,
really over?
which
over
one's the
Jordan?
newer from the Kobe 2-pack? Which one was the newer one? The yellow jersey was the newer one, right? Like the
The-
most recent release.
The most recent one is the one with a lot of hardware attached to it. It comes with 2 head
Not-
sculpts as well.
Not the trophy, the 2-pack one. I'm sorry, the 2-pack
It
one.
was a 2-pack, wasn't it?
The 2-pack, yeah. This is the
It's-
part of the 2-pack.
I'm so
I think I have
confused
that
right now.
one then. Yeah, I think is
Dude,
that
there's
one
like
I have?
4 Kobe's now.
I know, man. I'm
Version
trying to
1, V2, 2-pack, and now the Mamba edition. So there's 4.
I have the Mamba one. I have the Mamba one. Which one's that one? The 2-pack. That is that the Homo or wait? I
No,
can't
no,
remember.
P-Rock. The Mamba one is the one I got. You got
The Mamba
2-pack.
one is the one with the jacket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
You're
don't
right.
have the jacket one. I got the one with the Mamba
Me-
black shirt that says Mamba and then in the front says love.
That's the Mamba one.
Yeah.
It's not. There's not 2 figures, right? Just 1 figure.
No, it's 2 figures. 2 figures.
Oh, you got 2 figures, or maybe that's like a special edition or something. But there's a
Sure, let
new
me
one
share
now.
a
If you
circle,
go to
bro.
Big Bad, you'll see
Yeah,
just
I'm looking at
one
him right
Kobe
now.
with 2 head sculpts, or 380 something. I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, I agree. T.I. Superstar we saw about earlier. Like I would love a Sean Kemp just for articulation and dunking wise. And
Dude, the
then-
Rain Man, the glove.
yeah, the glove, yo,
Ooh.
the glove. That'd be a cool combo, like a 2-pack right there.
Stockton
Like
and
Mario got
Malone.
that. Mar, I'm gonna give you control. I drank too many beers, man. I got pee, man. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. So this the one?
That
This is
I
the-
think. Are you at Big Bad? Okay,
89.
this is the Mamba version.
Yeah.
I think.
This is the one I have.
Yeah, that's the
This
Mamba.
one you
edition.
have, Brady?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And then there's a 2-pack where there's a young Kobe.
Yeah, that's
That's
also
the one that I
Big Bad.
have. This one, right?
Yeah.
That's the 2-pack.
All right.
And then there's
yeah,
the version
again,
2 where it does have the smiling sculpt.
That's the one I'm not a fan of. This
But
one
it has 2 sculpt though. Smiling and
Yeah.
this. Kind of like it's better than this head sculpt,
Yeah,
right?
this right here, bro. This, I don't know. It just looks so weird. Like this particular angle doesn't look anything like it.
Yeah, but it's this one. It's basically this, which is yeah.
yeah. If this one actually had more hardware on it, man, I'd probably be all over it.
Buy the LeBron one and then just put the trophies with him.
But a LeBron,
Because LeBron comes with, like I think 4 trophies or something, like championship. So
all right. But I mean, are there the LeBron one though, dude? That's all. Is it L.A. or is it Cleveland or
there's an
Miami?
LA, LeBron
The
LA.
LA one.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you guys from LA? How do you guys feel about LeBron there? Yeah.
I can't stand his ass, bro. I never did, bro. When he came to LA, I was like, oh hell no, no way, dude. I know a lot of people here that are Lakers fans that don't even want him around, dude.
Even
You
with a
know?
championship, huh?
Fuck that, dude. LeBron, he's a bandwagon. He just goes where he needs to go to get a ring, dude. You know what I'm saying? I can't respect that, dude. Because I'm also, man. I really appreciate it when we have like a player that'll stick with the team, you know, from beginning to end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Magic did it, Jordan did it, Kobe did it, but I mean, to some, you know,
Yeah.
with some, yeah. But you know, Shaq did a lot for us, bro.
Oh, Shaq did a
That's another-
3-peat, man.
Yeah, dude. But when he left, man, that hurt.
Who,
You know what I'm
Shaq?
saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
He was
It's just that
basically
because-
kicked out by Kobe. It's like
He
either
was,
him or
yeah.
me. Yeah. You know?
He was, you know.
but I prefer Kobe
I
over
think
Shaq.
management did, they made the right choice.
Yeah, they did. They did.
But
He did.
it was such
yeah.
a shame. It
I mean,
was
he
such a shame,
won
dude.
one with Miami, you know, but
Yep.
Mm.
But then Kobe won too. So at the end of the day, Lakers, yeah, I think they made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, same way. I feel the same way, man. Once Lakers got LeBron, man, When I heard rumors they're gonna pick up LeBron, I was so mad, man. I was like, no, please, no.
Yeah,
no,
you see,
no.
insane one. That's what's up. I've not watched one Laker game since we got LeBron. Same here, dude. I haven't either, man. I can't.
I haven't followed him as
I
much.
can't stand Bron, dude.
I can't stand him either, man. Nah. Even when his figure came out with the Laker jerseys, like I was like, nah, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
The funny thing is, he'll come down. LeBron, probably the second best player ever. Second
best player overall.
Second best
Really?
player overall, in my opinion.
Nah.
Because he does have the hardware and the stats, but he will never get the respect, I think.
Because his personality, that's what it is.
I think it's the way he got those stats and the hardware is kind of, like Mayweather's unbeaten.
Super teams.
Right?
He always had
Mayweather's
super teams.
But it's not all about the stats. It's how you got those stats sometimes. It's with this generation, that's the argument, right? Like, hey, he hasn't been beaten, but who did you fight? Kind of like with LeBron. It's like, how long did it take you to reach that feat? Yes, you do have that. He's probably going to surpass Kareem, but yeah, because you played till you're 40 or something. I mean, it's nothing against that. Like, it's not a bad thing, but you played forever, so you should break that thing. Hey,
how many rings does LeBron have now?
4, I think.
4.
Yeah, 4.
And how many times has he been to the finals?
I think at least 10. At least 10. At least
really?
10.
Yeah.
Yep. So
it's a bad
he's
ratio.
4 and 6. He's 4
at
and
least,
6.
At least. It may be more. But at
more,
least 6.
yeah.
At least 10 times he's been.
I can't see that argument.
I don't follow LeBron. So
I think that GOAT argument has sailed. You can't lose 10. I mean, you can't lose more than what you want, but
exactly, you can't be 50. You gotta be at least above 500.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a great player, but when you're talking about the greatest ever, you are looking at every strand of weakness or strength in somebody else's favor. So, with that being said, yeah, I mean, it's just not a chance at this point.
Yeah, how do you I can't put him in the same category with Magic or Wilt or freaking, Kareem, Larry Bird. There's so many greats before him, dude. In my opinion, man, I can't put him in any of that category. Maybe top 20. Maybe top 20.
Damn.
I don't even think top 10, dude. Nah.
Top 10?
Nah, man. Nah.
Yeah, he's
He does. If he's top 10, he's just barely getting in. If that.
He does have.
That's just me, bro.
Yeah, he does have. I would say, what do you call that? The hardware and the accolades to back that up. I would say so. That's one thing that I kind of consider with him. But yeah, I can see the argument why.
4 and 3. I thought it was more than that.
4 and 3.
I thought it was more than that.
Oh no, he lost like 4 championships and 3 losses. I mean, he lost to Golden State twice. He lost to San Antonio twice. So that's already 4 and 4 right there. And then he
lost to the Mavericks.
He lost to the Mavericks.
Yep.
And then he lost.
He lost at least 6. I guarantee at least 6.
Yeah, he lost to the San Antonio twice. He lost to Golden State twice, and then to the Mavericks once. I know he lost like one more.
Look at it right now, man.
Yeah, I'm sure there's one more. I know he's like 4 and 6 or something like that.
Hey, there's no way he's dead.
10 trips, and he's only
10 trips.
4. Yeah.
But then again, you got to remember when he was going to the finals, that was the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, no one in the East it's basically a cakewalk going to the finals.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would.
Yeah,
you
but
would
yeah,
go
he's
to the
been.
finals.
Yep, 10 times. So he lost 4. Yep. So
Who did he lose to though? Like did he lose 3 times?
I'll tell you right now. So he lost to right now. Let's see. I got it pulled up real quick.
He lost to Dallas.
Dallas to San Antonio.
2007 lost to Spurs.
Right.
He got
twice
by the Spurs. 2007. 2011 he lost to the Mavericks 4-2. 2012 he lost to the Heat 4-1.
To the Heat?
No, he wasn't. Dude.
No, he won. He won.
He was in Miami,
he won.
He won that.
Yeah, he won 4-1. Then 2013 he won.
2014 he lost against San Antonio.
Yeah, he lost San
San
Antonio
Antonio
twice.
4-1.
2015, he lost,
Lost to the
Golden State.
Warriors. Yep.
And
Lost to the
then
Cavs. But no, he won with the Cavs. And then he lost to the
went back
Warriors
to the
again.
Cavs, that's right.
How many times did he lose to the Warriors?
2017.
Twice.
He lost to the
Twice.
Warriors more
Three
than
times.
twice.
Three
At
times.
least- yeah, at
Three
least
times.
3 times.
Yeah,
Damn.
Holy
three
shit.
times. Let me see.
Back to
Lakers-
back, 2017, 2018, dude.
Yep.
Yo.
Yep. So yeah, so he was 4-6 in the finals when Jordan was 6-0.
I agree with Mafia. The NBA is just too soft now.
Oh my bad.
They're all
I didn't
friends.
catch up. Yeah,
They're
hell
all
yeah.
buddy friends. Like back when Jordan, they didn't like each other at all.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan said, even Charles said himself, like, you won't see us on the same boat together before we play a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly
yeah.
right.
Dude, and you know how many players Jordan didn't give a championship to? Like Barkley deserved
Yes.
one.
Carmelo,
Karl Malone deserved one.
Carmelo.
Reggie Miller deserved one.
Yup.
Who didn't beat
Clyde Drexler.
Clyde
Another
Drexler.
one.
Yeah. Well, he eventually did, with the Rockets because he retired
Yeah,
for 2
yeah.
years.
But he's not in Portland, dude. I mean, does that really count? Well,
Dude, like with
yeah.
LeBron, who didn't take a championship? Just I would say Carmelo. He prevented Carmelo to get a championship, but
Yep,
Durant
that's
had
one
one.
person.
Sure.
Yep.
Durant,
Everyone,
else?
even Nowitzki had one.
Even Nowitzki had one.
Yeah, yeah.
That
That's right.
finals, yeah, that's the finals that they should have won. LeBron should have won that finals.
And not only
That's
that,
one.
the finals LeBron won. Freaking Kyrie won it for him with that 3-pointer
Yeah,
at the
the
end.
3-pointer, yeah.
So the Warriors should have been swept by the Warriors.
dude, and the argument about LeBron and Jordan, right? Like just Jordan faced lesser competition.
No, I don't
than
believe
LeBron.
that. No,
No,
I don't
Because
believe
they
that.
are
I don't
they're
think so.
they're like with the
It was a different
Warriors.
era. They were
They're
rougher back
saying
then.
Warriors are stacked, and Jordan has never faced a team like the Warriors.
The Pistons.
Bad boy
Pistons
Pistons.
pretty
He lost
stacked.
Said Detroit, New York,
Yeah.
freaking even the battles they had with Indiana.
Because their argument,
Yeah, the
not
Davis
mine,
brothers.
not mine. The LeBron
Yeah.
fans, their argument is that
Nah.
there's four Hall of Famers in Golden State and in San Antonio.
Ooh, wait. Wait.
Uh,
Golden State.
Golden
I know it'd
State
be
would
Durant,
KD, Steph,
Curry.
Clay, and
I don't think
Draymond.
I don't think Draymond and Clay are gonna be Hall of Famers.
Well, they have like 4 rings. I
Well,
mean,
because
in
of
the
that,
NBA,
yeah.
it's-
All right,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
T-Mac is a Hall of Famer, so it's
Yeah,
not
that's
like
true.
it's a
That's
stretch in the
true.
NBA.
That's true.
The thing, though, is that because they're looking at who Jordan faced in the finals, let's say Carmelo and Stockton. They're great, but there's 2, and then you got
I love the
Hornacek
Lambeer.
and the T-Mac and all that. That is their argument. However, the only reason we can say that to Golden State is because they actually won a championship. If Utah Jazz won a championship against the Bulls, we would hold them in a higher regard. We'll be like,
Oh,
man, look at this
Yeah,
team.
they
This-
beat one of the
this-
greatest teams.
this team is stacked. The reason
Yeah.
why we're not saying that is because Jordan prevented those guys from winning. So now you're not
Mhm.
really giving credit to, like imagine if Utah Jazz win, right? We would be like, man, Russell, what's his name? Byron Russell just held to Jordan, to X many points. He's the best defender of all time. But no, we don't say that because they didn't win the championship. If they won, the narrative would be different. And whose fault is that? Whose fault why the Warriors won? Whose job it is to prevent the Warriors from winning? LeBron.
Yep.
Why did you allow them to win?
Wait, but don't say it to LeBron because he points the fingers to everybody else. When they
Yeah.
don't win, he points. That's why I hate about LeBron. Like I'm a Kobe fan. So he was an asshole, but Kobe always took responsibility for the loss. LeBron, when they lost, he always points the fingers, but when they win, he takes the credit. And then when they lose, we need more players. You already got like 3 superstars in the team. Like what do you mean? Like Kobe didn't need that. Jordan didn't need that.
Yeah.
Jordan made those players. As much as I hated Jordan, I know you're a Chicago guy. I freaking hated Jordan, man. Because
Dude, it was almost boring at that time. It was almost boring.
I was like, oh my god, I hate that Jordan. Somebody, I hate him so much that if I was a coach, I would say next time he goes for a dunk, hit his chin so he could bite his tongue off or something. So get him out the game. Get him out the game. That's how bad I used to hate
Go
Jordan.
for the flagrant ejection and
Yes.
suspension.
Bill Laimbeer, get in there and get him.
Mafia had a good point here, man. That Phoenix Suns team is stacked.
Yeah.
They got Dan Majerle. A lot of people doesn't know who
Thunder
he is, but
Dan,
he was a
Thunder
baller.
Dan,
back
yeah.
then.
He was, yeah.
He was the first Klay Thompson before
diesel,
Klay
too.
Thompson.
Kevin
he's-
Johnson.
Yeah, he's Kevin
Yeah.
Johnson, Cedric Ceballos. Those
Mhm.
teams were stacked, but we're not putting them as the same regards as Golden State. Maybe because the talent's not there. But had they won the championship,
Yep.
we would have been like, man, that Phoenix Suns, they were stacked. They were
Yep.
stacked.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we're not going to hold them in that regard because they never won the championship. So winning, is different than being a finalist. So LeBron going to 10 finals is not the equivalent of winning 10 finals. That's just, it's different. Yeah,
It is.
Ainge was a scrappy defender.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
Suns team, man, was stacked.
Cedric Sabalas. They had Cedric Sabalas. He
Dude,
was good all-around
Sabalas,
player, man.
Kevin Johnson,
Oh, I forgot about
Yep.
Danny Ainge, man. That's
Dan
right.
Marley.
On the arc.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, they had a squad.
Yeah, their point guard their backup point guard was, I forgot his name, but he's like a Elliot Perry. Man, that guy's
Yes.
of the year.
Yes. Yep. He ended up going to the Houston, didn't he? Eventually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like Mavi said again, winning is everything. No one remembers the second place. No one does.
Mm-hmm. You're
No
right.
one does. So
Yeah.
had those teams won, let's say that Blazers has Jerome Kersey, Clyde Drexler,
Terry Porter,
Terry
Yep.
Porter, Buck
Yep.
Williams.
Buck Williams. Yep.
Dude, had they
Remember that
won,
squad too.
Cliff Robinson, had they won, we would have been like, man, that was the most versatile team that we'd ever seen. They got length, they got size, but they didn't win. So now we don't care about those players anymore.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But right now, everyone's looking at the Warriors. So like, man, remember Sean Livingston? It's like, yeah, he's really good because they won. Had they not won, no one would know who Sean Livingston is or Andre Iguodala. If they lost, let's say the Warriors never won a title, we would only remember Steph. Maybe Klay. Maybe Klay would be just another shooter. But now we're, like Draymond Green. If this was back in the day, Draymond would not have a job. Draymond is the definition of a tweener. You're short to guard you're short to guard power forward, and you're slow to guard guards.
But then that proves how weak it is nowadays because he's considered the Dennis Rodman of this era. When
Dude,
freaking Dennis Rodman back then, he would guard centers. He would do it all like on the defense and stuff. Like he wouldn't care. Like he'll step up to you tell him guard anybody, he'll guard him.
Dude, do you remember Jason Williams? You know Jason Williams, White Chocolate.
Yep.
He
White
said-
chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, he said recently on an
Marco.
interview that it was
Mhm.
easier for back then because when Jordan, you can't double team Jordan, which is maybe you can't. I'm pretty sure he's been double teamed, but he said like right now if he goes to the hole, the one who's going to greet him is Giannis or who's that tall guy from Utah that just got traded, Rudy Gobert. Giannis,
Yeah.
Jokic. I was like, bitch, did you forget who the center was back then?
Ewing.
Olajuwon,
Yeah.
Dikembe Mutombo, like real big guys.
No,
Do you
no,
think Draymond Green can actually guard a prime Shaq or a prime David Robinson?
Oh
They
no.
would eat him alive. He's 6'6". Like he's a tweener. Like he's Charles Barkley, back then. But Charles Barkley's actually pretty good, So, man.
What sucks is like nowadays if Shaq played, he'll get called for so many offensive charges though. Like the way
yeah.
nowadays, like the way it is now, like it's so soft.
Dude, like you put Shaq now, he would dominate. Like Shaq would go to the free throw line like 20 times. No one can, no one can guard him. Like, remember like Mutombo used to put his forearm on his back and just lean over him. Like you can't.
They created that whole word from Hack a Shack.
Hack a Shack.
Like the Hack a Shack was created for offer Shack. Like any player, like do the Hack a Shack.
Bro, they didn't even like create a rule like you couldn't do it like after.
Yeah, exactly.
Within 2 minutes.
After
within
2
2 minutes,
minutes,
something like
within
that.
2 minutes.
Yeah, that was that was crazy, man.
Dude.
All right, so wait, I know we talked about this earlier. I don't care if I'm like a broken record right now because I want to get Optical's opinion on this.
Hey, we might have one more coming in, bro.
No, I don't care. Ant wants to come in. Whoever wants to come in.
Yeah, Ant should be coming in.
Oh, he is there. Boom, right there. Boom. Perfect timing,
There he
man. Perfect timing.
I am here, man. What's up, man?
Perfect timing,
What's
man.
up,
Oh,
dude?
look at that.
Timing.
I'm on my phone though. You can hear me though, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we got
we can
you.
hear you.
We can hear you. We can see you.
Oh, okay,
Good.
cool. All right, well, I'm on my phone. I was like, yeah, I'll just come in
It's
on
all
the
good.
phone, man.
No, so
Yeah.
we were talking about this earlier. So I want to get your
Yeah.
guys' opinion as
Anthony,
old,
where's the
as
Bulls
old
hat,
school.
man? It's the Bulls hat.
Dude, you want me to go get it? I'm in my bed.
You might as well represent, dude.
I should rep. All right, fuck it. I'm getting up.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you.
Man, we got 2 Chicago guys, a Laker guy, and
Oh yeah.
P-Rock. You're Lakers right now, or where you at?
No, I'm always Lakers. I've always been
Lakers.
Lakers.
That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
The
dude. That's what's
question
up.
is, do I wear the black or the red?
Black.
Yeah, let's go with the black. Gotta rep. Yeah, man, this shit brings me back, man. I'm like, damn, y'all talking some good shit.
Hell yeah,
Yo,
same
so-
dude.
New stuff though.
So I want to ask you guys. We were debating about this earlier during probably a little bit after your stream. So let me ask you guys. This line right here, they already did a Kevin Garnett. So between Pippen and Magic Johnson, who would you guys pick
Oh,
and
bro,
why?
you already know what they're gonna
No,
say.
I know. I want to. I still want to hear. I still want to hear from them.
I
want
personally
to
would like Magic because I got 2 Scottie Pippen right here. So him
Yeah,
with
I'd
a
go
USA
Magic.
uniform doesn't make a difference to me. I can buy that third party in eBay. So I'll go Magic.
Wow. Okay. All right. I respect that.
See. You, Mar, you thought he was
I
gonna go Pippen
respect
because
that.
he's a
I
Chicago
complete-
guy.
Well, they're Chicago fans, man.
Exactly.
I mean,
So I'm saying. See,
You
that's
guys
why I
like
want
you
that.
guys Laker guys. I
I'll
love
go
Magic.
Magic too.
Yeah.
all right. Okay. Cool.
So that's
I love you
vote
guys
for
more
Magic?
than I have before.
We
Well,
don't have a
it-
Magic.
No, there is
With
no Magic, right?
me and Anthony here, I guess it's easier because Pippen is kind of persona non grata now in Chicago. So
All right, so
I hate Scotty now.
wait, so I didn't know you guys are both Chicago fans. So I'm gonna tell you guys this. So
I'm born and
Pippen-
raised, bro. Hell yeah, I am.
I have respect for Pippen, but that one play where when Phil Jackson wanted Tony Kukoc to take the last shot and Pippen sat on the bench, I lost all respect for him then. As Bulls fans, how did you guys feel about that?
You got to know when to check your ego. That's really what it came down to. He couldn't check his ego.
yeah, I mean,
You know,
we knew what he was
I mean,
getting
really.
himself into back then. He was severely underpaid, but it's his own, it's his
Bad.
fault. Yeah, it was his fault. Like he wanted security. He did take that. We sympathize with him, but at that time I didn't really think much of it. But looking back at it now, he's kind of like a pussy move. But I was young back then, so I wasn't really thinking about that.
well,
so.
at the time, right? It was like I
It's
think
confusing.
Jordan was making $32 million a year at the time,
Yeah,
and Pippen was making like $2.
and he's supposed to be
Just to put it in
Wow.
perspective.
But
Yeah.
my
Then
thing
again,
was,
it's not to it's well, it's not to. Go ahead.
You're lagging, bro.
what happened?
Anthony's like,
And it's lagging.
All right, well, while he's
Me?
lagging,
No, I'm
my,
not
my
lagging.
thing.
I'm here. I said go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt P-Rock.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, my bad. So no. So my thing with Pippen was like Pippen, towards the end of before Jordan left, he was kind of complaining that he wanted the team to himself. So he had his chance, and then you pull shit like that off. Like you like, this is your chance to be the leader of the team, and then the minute like the coach wants to go a different route, you pull that stunt. That's why I completely lost respect for him. I was like, this is what you wanted. You wanted to have your own team, but at the same time, you gotta be a team player, man. It can't be all about you.
to be fair to Pippen though, on that year that Jordan retired, when he won the All-Star MVP, we were one phantom call away from going to the finals again against New York. We're one call away. So he's good, but back then, I mean, it's no one really elevated. You're playing against the greatest player of all time. You get him now and you put him in this generation, he'll be Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah.
He'll be Kevin Durant in this generation with stellar defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard to be the man once you're playing with Michael Jordan. So
Oh yeah.
Well, you got to remember, and you guys can hear me, right? No more lag.
No, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. You got to remember, man, Pippen was a good player, but he became a great player because of Jordan. So at that time, which a lot of people did, but at that time, like Optical was saying, man, when Jordan retired, Pippen led the fucking Bulls, man. I mean, he wouldn't have been able to do that had he not been under like, the direct tutelage of Jordan. I mean, realistically, I mean, that just goes without saying. And at that point, that's when Pippen started to make a little bit more money, right? Because at the time, it was like whatever contract he had. If it was a 5-year contract, and they were like
10.
something, right? And they're just banging,
like that.
and
It was up
banging,
there.
and
It was
it's
up
like
there.
they're not going to give you more. They're not going to be like, here, we're just going to change your contract and give you millions more.
Yeah.
It's not how the world works.
Would Pippen won? Do you think Pippen would have won a championship outside of Bulls? Let's say he was traded, because remember, Anthony, he was rumored to be traded for Sean Kemp.
Yeah,
he was
for 96.
No shit, really?
There was a rumor that we're going to trade him because he wasn't happy with his money, So it was all right. We're going to trade you. We can renegotiate your contract. I think it would have been like Kevin Durant, where honestly, if KD didn't go to Golden State, I feel like he would have never won a championship.
I agree.
Yeah, and Pippen wouldn't he's still a great player, not won a championship. But I think Pippen would be
not then. Hell no, because even if they swapped him out for Kemp, god damn, that would have been monstrous. But like,
oh my god, imagine the alley-oops between Jordan and Kemp.
it wouldn't. Pippen wouldn't stand a chance if he went over to Seattle. There was just no way. Yeah, they got Gary Payton and stuff, but you still had the whole Bulls team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Pippen, Bulls would have won. I mean, it's just straight facts, bro. I mean, like, they would have just won.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I agree.
We saw Durant be the guy, and it didn't turn out anything. He was the guy last year. He was the guy before that. I just don't think he does have that, like Durant. Great player, nothing, doesn't take away anything from his greatness, but some people just aren't meant to be alpha, so.
No, and then you got that weird ass Kyrie Irving with him too, so I don't know. So all right, so this is what I really wanted you guys to talk about, because this is when so this is when we
exactly. This was rough. This was hard, dude.
Mark, this is why I started off soft with them. I was like, I knew they're gonna kind of pick something, but I was like, this is the one I want to hear their opinion on here.
The Admiral, the Mailman, Ewing. Like, if I had to pick one right now,
who and why? Why above the other two?
Karl Malone, man. Karl Malone.
Yo, all right.
All right,
okay.
all right. That's different.
Why?
Why above?
Malone?
Why above Ewing and Dave,
All right.
the Admiral?
Because I like the way Karl Malone talked.
He was a country guy. That's
He was. No, on top of it, I like the way he shot too.
Yeah,
he had a really unique shooting style.
Jumper. What the hell's going on with
but also, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because in the '98 finals, Utah versus Chicago. I don't know if you guys remember this. Rodman kept knocking his ass down, like tripping him, pulling his fucking jersey, dragging him down, and it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, dude. And Karl Malone didn't care. He didn't cry about it. He pushed back. He knocked him down. Like, it was. I liked that. I don't know. I just like that era, man. Like, nobody really complained. I mean, sometimes there was, but I always liked them. I mean, I like all of them, dude. This is a tough one. This is a tough one, man. Ewing's fucking badass too. David Robinson was great. A little short-lived though, man. He was on so many teams, if I recall. After the Spurs,
David Robinson,
didn't he?
No, he retired with the Spurs.
Yeah, he retired with the Spurs. Yeah. No,
wait a minute.
That might be Ewing. Ewing got traded eventually.
Ewing eventually to the Magic.
Ewing eventually got traded.
Years.
Robinson
Did Robinson stay his whole stint?
Yeah,
with the Spurs.
San Antonio through and through.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm thinking, dude? I'm getting him confused, which is unrelated. But Rodman got passed around a lot.
Yeah, Rodman.
And then eventually, because he eventually landed in San Antonio.
Yeah,
the complete
and my brain's just getting mixed up.
Yeah, Robinson's the one that he catered Tim Duncan into the team, kind of same mentality and everything.
Yeah.
How about you, Optical? Which one would you pick?
The most deserving out of these guys are Karl Malone. He went to the state finals. second leading scorer of all time, and probably the most unguardable back then. You know, even they're using it now, the pick and roll. But I would go with Ewing because
Yes.
I just
All right. See,
I like New York.
All right. That's who I went with. That's who I went with.
And Karl Malone is a child molester, so I'm not gonna.
Is that true?
That is true, man. So
I
I'll
know
go
he's
with
a
Ewing.
truck driver. I know he's like a country truck driver. Like
Yeah, I mean back then 13 is legal for them.
Bro,
so.
with all the shit
Especially
y'all went through with
Utah.
New York, man, you still go with Ewing?
Dude, I
Yeah.
like Ewing,
Well-
man. Like the toughness that they look, dude. The Eastern Conference Finals feels like an NBA Finals. Like you,
Dude,
no
yup,
blood,
yup. I
no
love
foul.
watching those games.
Mhm.
Dude,
Oh,
like
it felt great.
the guy who's gonna meet you in the rim is either Ewing, Charles Oakley, or fucking Anthony Mason.
Yep.
And
Yup.
on the
Couldn't stand
backcourt,
Anthony
you got
Mason.
Anthony
Dude,
Mason's
you
like a
got the
freaking.
crazy
He's like the
ones.
thing, man.
Anthony Mason looks like you hit a brick.
He does. Yeah.
Right?
It's like, what the fuck is this guy made of?
Dark chocolate right there.
Intense, man. Those were intense matches.
Yeah.
Any Eastern. Well, I mean the West. Is
Even the
kinda too
Pacers.
with-
The Pacers with the.
Dude, the
Yeah, I was
Pacers
gonna
got
say,
the
man,
Davis
like-
brothers that would meet you in the rim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reggie
Rick
Miller
Smith.
would just
Workman.
get in your head.
God,
Like, dude,
good luck
I miss
getting in the
those
paint.
days.
And that's why I went with Patrick Ewing too, because out of the three, like what I said was Karl Malone. All right, Karl Malone was good, but I know he didn't really. Well, I'm a Lakers fan, so he kind of messed it up for me when he joined the Lakers and they didn't win nothing. And then
Such a bummer.
the Admiral, he's like Tim Duncan, perfect example. Like he's good, but just boring. Like nothing about like you watch the game, he'll get like a triple double, but you won't be excited about it, like after the game. Ewing, that dude will put so much effort when he played, like on the defense, on the offense. You know, that one game he missed that easy hook shot that would have advanced him in the playoffs. But still, to me, Ewing, I have more memories of Ewing. Ewing, to me, like he was more of a hard worker.
David Robinson was a great player, but he was very workhorse, right? He was he just did his job. He was really good. Nothing too fancy,
Vanilla.
you know, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's cool. Karl Malone and Patrick Ewing.
Do you remember the game? Oh, when was it? When Reggie Miller was like just totally fucking with John Stockton to get him thrown out of the game.
Yeah, was that the same one where he was messing with Spike Lee too?
Yeah, right around that
Yeah.
time. Yeah, and he got thrown out of the game. I remember that. And Patrick Ewing was all pissed off at John Stockton. He's like, I knew he was going to get to you. Don't let Reggie get to you, man.
Dude, remember back then they voted John Stockton as the dirtiest player in
Yes.
that generation. John,
He was like one of the
know.
cleanest freaking players, man.
the guy's like sick, but they said he's dirty. Like he would pull your shorts, you know, step on your shoe, you know.
He was like the little
that.
flea that you couldn't flick off, right?
That guy looks
Yeah,
like
but
a choir boy.
he was good. He was
He's
good,
good.
though.
He's good.
No, yeah, he was good, especially in defense too.
Yeah.
He was real good. All right, so we can bring the
All
next
right.
one down real quick. Hold on.
So Ewing and Malone. All right. Interesting.
Yeah, I jumped the gun. Wait, hold on.
Damn.
All right,
These
so
are
here's
all
no one right
great
here.
choices.
Yeah.
This is all dream team, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
They
the
should
whole?
just make
Is the whole roster on this?
Yeah.
team?
Yeah, the whole roster's on
Oh,
here.
okay. Well, give me all of them.
Well, you
I'll take 'em
can't.
all.
I mean,
No.
that's not the rules right now.
Well, look, I got the Dream Team Jordan. So give me the other 10.
Because
Give me,
since they have
Christian
more, we're
Whitaker
trying to
or
go.
whatever,
We're trying to
too,
go like
college kid.
in a panel. So of these three here, like if they made all three, which one would you buy first, or which one would you prefer them to make first?
That's hard. I would say Barkley only because I've been living in Phoenix forever and he kicked ass. But Larry Bird is
Can't
he's
argue.
up there. He's up there with the greats, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think Larry would have to take the mantle
Mm-hmm.
personally.
Yeah, deserving wise, I think I agree. Larry, I mean, Charles has a hardware. He has an MVP, but so has Larry. But Larry has championships. So
Yep.
if we're gonna
Mhm.
base it off that, then plus, I mean, who doesn't? They're icons. They're all icons basically. But Larry, in a vacuum, is a bigger icon than Barkley in the sport of basketball. Yeah. So,
Yeah. No love for John Stockton.
And
No, there's love.
yeah.
So let me ask you guys: did you guys think John Stockton was underrated or overrated?
Properly rated.
Yeah,
think properly?
Properly rated.
Yeah, properly rated.
Dude, how
meaning-
many does he still lead in assists or somebody?
No
take
one's gonna
over
break that, Anthony. That's 15,000.
Yeah,
It's like,
he's up there in steals too.
He's also leading in steals with 13,000. So no one's gonna
Still?
touch those two records. No one will.
Wow.
That is not gonna be broken. Like if anyone's gonna break that, it would have been LeBron because he's playing till 40 at this point. But he's not even close to that.
And he plays
Not
every
even.
position.
Well, nowadays too, you barely touch a guy, you get a foul.
Yeah.
So I just don't.
You
think
look
get
at
those kind of
somebody, man.
steals.
Yeah. I can't even watch it anymore, bro.
Yeah,
No, I don't
watched
watch
him.
it.
See, as a Lakers fan, like, it was hard for me to give it to Bird. I picked Bird too because I respect Bird. Like I said before, like he was one of those players like he could stand with the Lakers. He could stand with the Piston bad boys.
The Bulls
And
and
he'll
everything
still
too,
do his thing, man. Like he won't. He had a bad back for like the last 3 years of his career, and you never heard him complain.
Yeah, but Bird was calling his shots like fucking Babe Ruth.
That motherfucker
Yeah.
is like cold. He'll be like,
yeah,
he-
cold blooded.
And he talks
Calculated,
so
man.
much shit too. Like
Exactly.
he'll be like, dude, like
He didn't back down. That's what I liked
Yeah.
about him.
he'll call his shots. It's ridiculous.
he would, he just call him.
Step back three.
Yeah.
On the corner. I was like,
Cool,
what?
man,
What?
corner pocket. Like he just called that shit like every time.
Dude, nowadays you say that, you'll get to technical, you know. It's like,
See, that's
taunting.
This is some
Yeah,
bullshit,
taunting.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, do you
Come
guys
on,
watch
Rex.
what was that for the NBA TV when they interviewed Rick Smith? I mean, not no. Who's the guy from Atlanta? I think that's Rick Smith's, right? No,
No, Rick Smith from Pacers.
from Pacers, right? I forgot. Like he's a
it's
shooting guard
something
from
Smith.
Atlanta.
It's something Smith.
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Steve Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said he's so pissed because he's a good shooting guard, but he can never make an all-star because Jordan is always the shooting guard.
Yeah.
They're both in the East. So he said that, and then one time, apparently he's guarding Jordan, and Jordan said 39, and then 38, 37. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's counting down from 40 because that's his score. I was like, I'm gonna score 40 on you. And I'm counting backwards.
I remember that.
That is
I remember
fucking
that.
cold, bro. It's just like, who the fuck does that?
Jordan, man.
Wasn't Steve Smith always injured all the time, or
He got traded.
I
Was it-
mean,
he got traded.
it's not
he got
like
traded for
Derrick
him.
Rose injured all the time,
No,
but like
no, that
he
one
had.
too?
Dude, there's so many good players back then, like shooting guards, like Steve Smith, Glenn Rice was good. You know, like you put him
Yeah.
now,
Mm,
they're gonna be the definition of 3-and-D. You know, because right now, it's about length and size. Those guys and 3-pointers. Those guys were doing three. Mitch Richmond,
Scott
God
Burrell.
damn.
Mhm.
Well, he's small forward. He's small forward.
dude, those guys would make a killing nowadays.
Every
Sam
team
Perkins.
had a great dynamic. Every team back then.
Yeah,
had
and
great like every team. It didn't matter what city you lived in. You had a pretty competent team.
even
You
Cleveland.
know.
Hey, Cleveland
Yeah.
has, you know,
Yeah,
John
they had
Conrad
their own
Williams,
chemistry.
Ray
Yup.
Kilo, Larry Nance. You know,
Mm-hmm. That's why, like, when people say the competition's not the same, I think back then the competition was harder because back then
Way harder,
fouls
bro.
were harder. You can get away with
Mhm.
more. It's,
Yeah,
it's
the
Well,
ref was
everybody was talking shit. Everybody was getting in your head. Everybody was
Mhm.
like chin checking each other. Like it was very rough, man. It was fucking awesome, dude.
I'd say this: as good as Steph Curry is, and he'll still be good in the 90s, he wouldn't be able to break these records because Gary Payton would lock his ass with a hand check. He's not going to be able to freely dribble his way into the basket. Same goes for Kyrie. You know, that dribbling moves, they would hand check them. They would hold him on the hips, so they would be swayed one way.
and
And
Kyrie's
that's
got
what they did back
he
then.
got too weird right now, Kyrie, with the flat Earth stuff and all
Yeah,
that.
that guy's weird.
Okay.
Mhm.
So all right, so this is the next one we have here. I think this is the last of the legends right here. So one person right here to me is not a legend, or to all of us so far is not a legend.
Yeah, it's a two-man race, and
Yeah.
even that two-man race is a pretty easy race anyway. But
Yeah, I'd have to
I
go
don't
with
know. It was
Clyde.
50-50. It was 50-50 earlier between these two.
I don't
Some
know.
people
Man.
actually picked Chris Mullen.
Chris
Maybe.
Mullen's great, but
It's good.
Clyde, man, Clyde the
Clyde.
God, man.
Clyde was
Got
the
it.
man in Portland when they went to the finals.
Yes.
So.
mm,
Who was the person
I
that was with
went-
Clyde when they had Clyde?
Terry Porter.
Terry
Yeah,
Porter,
Terry Porter,
Buck
that's what it was.
Williams,
Kevin
Ron
Duckworth.
Percy.
Sam
And-
Bowie.
Yeah.
Sam Bowie.
He held his own pretty well against Jordan too.
He was Jordan
Yeah,
Light.
that's why I say
Yeah.
he's the next
Mhm.
at that era. He was the next best thing to Jordan.
Yeah,
He wasn't Jordan, but he was like
He was Jordan light.
yeah.
Yep. No, I agree. He held it down real good.
And he was a prime example too of one person that Jordan prevented from getting a championship. Because if Jordan wasn't around, I mean, you say he got it with Houston, but
Dude, you look at Chris Mullin, and then a typical fan will be like, "Who's this guy?" You know, it's like, but you put him now, he'll be Klay Thompson. He's a good shooter, play pretty good defense, not very athletic, you know. So he'll be Klay Thompson nowadays, and we, you know, remember all the love that Klay Thompson is getting. It's like, oh my God, they can't win without Klay.
Same team too. That's crazy. Chris Mullin.
I would take the whole dream team though, man. If they just did the dream team.
Minus Christian Laettner.
Minus Christian Laettner,
yeah. Minus,
I'll get a Feist and Christian Laettner. You know, like the
that's
random
fine.
guy.
Do you imagine? Well, I'm sure you can if you lived through it. That '92 Dream Team was like just God mode.
It was.
I mean, well, they sweeping people like 80 point difference games. Like nobody stood it.
No,
I still to this day it doesn't matter. There's nobody
But
could
can you
ever.
imagine how much, like the next level they would have been if they would have had rookie Shaquille on here, dude? Shaq just
yeah.
came out of college, man.
Dude,
Instead of
Shaq
Christian
deserves to
Laettner.
be in this team rather than Christian Laettner.
Yep. Yep. I agree.
Well, remember Isaiah Thomas was going to come on. But
yeah, he should have been on too. That was the whole drama.
Jordan was
drama
like
with
Blackballed back then. Yeah.
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 Well, it made sense. I mean, the Pistons were fucking assholes.
Yeah, I mean, they're not just Jordan. I mean, Pistons pretty much burned their bridges with all these players anyway. So
yeah, they did. But I mean, at the time, it was like Jordan. Whatever he says goes. You know.
Right.
He's king shit on the NBA. Like, oh, I don't want him on the team. Okay, well, we're not going to not have Jordan.
Right.
You know, he could have been like, I don't want all 10 of these guys on the team, and they would have found 10 new players.
Put Mike versus the world.
Yeah,
the entire Chicago Bulls representing the USA. I was like, all right,
man, we still would have won.
They would have. They would have. Now they
This is a hell of a stream, P Rock. This was like a great ass discussion, man.
Yeah, man. It piqued my interest. I was like, oh, look at this.
I want to do something different, you know, something different sports wise, not a main sports conversation. I know Optical's like the freaking king of sports, like he was the original, like, you know, Enter Bay guy and stuff like that. So
I understand why Enter would pick basketball because this is universal. You know, like, if you pick American football, we're basically just catering to us.
Right.
But, you know, basketball is just worldwide, especially now. You know, it's. I mean, I guess they could do soccer, but I don't know how much that would sell here in the States. You know,
so you think if they were the football route, you think they'll sell well with the football?
That's not worldwide. You know, that's
nah, man.
Which
Soccer
football are you
would sell
talking
as
about?
good as here as football would sell over there.
Yeah, like
just-
you have one market.
Come on, football or football?
Football.
Right. Well, the same. You know, basketball is universal.
Universal.
Yeah.
Like everyone would love that. You know, soccer I think would have a better chance next. You know,
One
like
thing that's
after-
universal that I'm trying to push for Enter Bay to enter is UFC or MMA in general. That's universal. They have fighters from all over the world.
Dude, I think body would be the biggest hurdle that they would encounter if they do that because they don't have
Which one?
You know, like
Which
the
one again?
joints,
The bodies.
the bodies. They can't even do a
Yeah.
jointless with this NBA players. Just the arms. You know, much more.
Because-
the
and then
entire
UFC is limited because most fighters they have the joints like, you know, their knees showing exposed, like their elbows
Right.
exposed.
Well,
so
on
you
top of it,
can't hide
they're
the
all
joints.
shirtless, and most people have a
Yeah.
shitload of tattoos, and it's just like that would
But
be a
dude,
production nightmare.
If you want to be, if you're a company that could take risk, for example, and want to be known, I would do boxing.
Yeah.
Imagine if you do, let's say Canelo, right? And then, of course, don't charge it because Canelo's pretty famous in Mexico and all over the world for that matter. But, you know, don't charge too much. So you would just get, you know, just exposure. Maybe just charge affordable so that, you know, people can buy it, but sell in volumes, right? Dude, you would get so many eyes, you know, with your product.
Oh, hell yeah.
Imagine if they do Manny Pacquiao in the Philippines. But, you know, obviously in Asia, they can't afford a $300 figure because the salary there is so low. But make it, I don't know, $150 and then make volume instead. That would sell like hotcake because you're not being backed up by, you know, a city, for example, like me and Anthony was like, oh, we like Jordan, so we're going to buy you're being backed up by a country. So imagine that. And then you, not only that, you get eyes on you. It's like, oh man, look at this company that's making this, you know, this boxer. or this particular person. That would have been a good strategy, but I don't know how much. I can't imagine their license is going to be that much. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, I would think baseball probably. I don't know if that's
Universal too.
Yeah, because like you figure every baseball player has like a certain stance. So if you get a baseball player, you have them posed in a certain stance, and you can hide the joints with the
jerseys, man. They're all
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, because like I love the NBA jerseys, like the way it feels like a real jersey, like the little seams and everything. So I can see them doing pretty good with the baseball.
Dude, nowadays, it's going to be tough because they're making current players, right? They're making Luka, they're making, which is a good choice. Ja, some this new guys, and I guess the question is, with this new guys, their target market now are younger generations. Do they have the money yet to buy these figures? Because they're pretty expensive, like $300 a pop. If you're like Luka, I'm guessing you're the age between, I don't know, 18 to 25. Are you into toys yet? Like I would think they're just still going out and partying and all that stuff. I'm guessing they don't want an action figure next to them. So
yeah, not as
is that
much.
a good strategy? I don't know.
You got to tap into the older stuff, man.
The older,
legend
our
stuff,
age, because
Yeah.
for the most part, you have disposable income already, or not only that, you're living off, nostalgia, or we don't care too much about like our image anymore, because if you were 20, it was like, oh man, I can't have that.
right? Or something.
Ladies are gonna find this
I
weird.
don't want nobody to see my collection.
Yeah.
like,
Like, let me get this
Good.
pussy repellent out of here. So it's just
right?
The pussy repellent.
you might as well say no pussies allowed in here. So just take
Well,
this
I
out.
mean, at least with 6 scale, depending on the brand, it's much more classier.
I guess if it's sports figure too, I guess kind of like, oh man,
Right. Unless the chicks don't like sports and they're like,
Right,
oh,
they're
this
That's
dude,
another thing too, yeah.
jock guy or something, right? Like super into his sports, right? Like, I don't know.
Anthony, can you imagine like if I was dating right now? Because I started collecting when I was already married. That's what happens. Imagine if a girl comes in and would be like, "Oh man, you like Jordan? Oh wow, another Jordan. You like Jordan that much, huh?"
Yeah, and in the outside world, they'd just be like, "This guy is obsessed. There's something wrong with him. I gotta go."
This is a red flag. I said it before. It was like, okay, for us, we're older. It's cool, right? It's fine. But if you're younger and you look at it in our eyes, imagine walking into a room with a lot of Kim Kardashian, action figure in there, and be like, yeah, kind of creepy.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah,
be...
I'm gonna vote. Is this Kris Jenner? It was just like, yeah, I really like the Kardashians. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but for guys that don't matter, we'll agree with them.
Yeah, I was like, just to get that.
Like,
It's
oh
like,
yeah,
hey,
that's cool. I
you
like
want
that.
one more?
Right.
I'll buy it. Where'd you buy this?
Exactly. Silly shit like that, man. That's why Hot Toys is doing pretty good. Well, was doing pretty good. It's because they were banking on all this nostalgia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's key. Well, now they're just churning out Disney nonstop, but that still works, I guess, because it's current for the other generation. But yeah,
I guess that's the reason why the troopers are now $120 a pop.
Yeah.
well, that's what happens when you flood the market.
Yeah. There's no nostalgia there either. You get one and kind of feel like shit, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
especially
I
all
agree.
this new stuff. And it's hard, man, as an older collector too, because like you can't see it right now, but I'm looking at all my stuff in here, and like everything is OT, and then the top shelf is all Mando, but my eyes never go to the Mando stuff. It's neat,
Yeah.
but my eyes always go back to the old school, man. It's that nostalgia, dude.
Yeah. No, I can see that too. My Mando stuff's probably like my lower shelf display. Yeah.
My bangers last year, I sold a bunch of figures, just are all Enter Base, honestly. Enter Bay or Asmus, and people laugh about those guys. But I sold my who was the guy? I don't know. He's like an elf.
Legolas?
Elrond?
No, Thranduil. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Sold that shit for $500. You know,
Oh shit!
yeah.
Was that the
And-
archer or?
He's like the guy that rides the moose, you know, in the Hobbit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
yeah,
Hobbit.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And then on Enter Bay, you know, I sold like Iverson for, you know, pretty high value there. But I don't know if this new Enter Bay would net you the same thing. You know, like I
Well,
don't know.
did you pick up the 92 Jordan, the Dream Team?
I did not. No.
It's
Is it good?
I like it. I might be able to go out there.
Yeah.
Let's see, since I'm mobile right now.
The thing with Enter Bay is like when I bought the Jordan 2-pack, like on Big Bad Toy Store, like it was supposedly limited or whatever like that, which I didn't mind. But then the fact that I bought it and then like within like 4 months later they have more in stock, so I'm like, all right, what's going on? Is it limited or is it not limited?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think they didn't like meet their complete edition size because they were numbered, right? So they can sell
were
so
numbered,
much, and when it stops selling, then okay,
Yeah,
we'll
all
just
right.
stop.
Yeah. No, that
I don't know if you
Oh,
can.
let me solo you.
Oh, okay. I'll just show you
that's a
some out
nice
here.
post too.
Thanks, man. Well, this is kind of custom. This is the 2-pack, but long story short, this is the 96 All-Star Jordan. But I have him in the rookie, you know, old 80s outfit. And then because my Enter Bay 2-pack, my Jordan was loose. One of them was loose, the body. So I bought this body. He didn't come with the All-Star stand and he didn't come with the All-Star jersey, but he came with the body and the sculpt and a custom 45 jersey, which I have put away right now. So I just put this one on him for there. And then all the way on the bottom, this is also part of the 2-pack, but I just have him in the current jersey, right? The rookie Jordan's in the room. But this is the Dream Team one right here, bro.
Not bad. Dude, that new stand is that
Yeah, but I was
supposed to be a
saying that
backdrop, right?
base. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. New base and stand.
It's
It's
cool,
huge.
man.
It has a
Yeah, well, and
backdrop, right? Like you can put if you want to.
Oh, you know what? It might. I didn't even look in the box.
Yeah, I think that the cover
Um,
of the box itself is the backdrop.
But what's cool is you can like, oh shit,
Remove
dude, I
that,
got
right?
Fucking number one.
Oh shit, you got
No
one of
way,
5,000,
dude!
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't even
look
know I
at
had
that.
number one. Oh, look at that! I got number one.
Yeah, there you go.
I should check his box. Holy shit! I didn't even know. That's fucking badass.
Well,
This comes
it's
off,
actually
though.
one of. I mean, it's not really.
Oh, what,
Is
this
it?
is one of 500. Or is it? Was
This
it
is
500?
one
One
of 5,000.
5,000.
I think this is number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it might-
Check the
it
box.
says
Check the
there.
box, dude. We gotta check the. Make sure.
All right, I'll check.
That'd be
I'll check.
crazy.
Hold on. I gotta
Yeah,
flip my camera back.
No, but I do say
Um,
that base, that new base and stand does look pretty
It's
good.
nice.
Yeah.
No, it's cool, man. How do I switch my camera back? There we go.
Oh, look at that.
I gotta
man.
check the box, bro. Oh yeah, this is the whole living room, so that's the stuff nobody ever really sees. I just don't have enough room to show all that shit. You
All
know?
right, so I don't show your private stuff. So let me get you out full screen.
Yeah, because
Alright,
whenever
cool.
they do like your number and the edition size, it's usually like the number slash the total.
It'll say it
edition
because
size.
like
Right,
my Michael Jackson is like 1,700 and something of 2,000
Yeah.
to beat it, Hot Toys. So I
Did
don't
you
really
buy-
want to
did-
dig under my bed yet, but I think that's number one, dude.
Did you buy the Jordan from second hand or you bought it from retail?
Big bad.
Okay. All right.
Sucker.
So
No,
I'm
no, no.
just saying, dude. Like we okay.
No. I'm saying because like I was just curious. Like, Big Bad was that's.
My
crazy.
mom
I mean,
you
is-
did get
We'd
one.
rather buy that from Big Bad than straight from Enter Bay.
No, yeah.
The shipping of Enter Bay is more
The shipping,
expensive.
exactly.
too,
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so we have to find. We need to look up a '92 Jordan Dream Team
Dude, you might have one. Like the
and
first
see
one.
if we can see a picture of a base. Because it's under my bed, dudes. Just there's all sorts of boxes under my bed,
Yeah.
so I can't find it right now. But it does say one of
Dude,
5,000.
that's awesome. That's awesome if you got one of
That'd be
5,000.
crazy. Yeah.
I think I got the first one.
Hold on to
I don't know.
that.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking. But my point is, it's a good figure.
Yeah.
Was my point,
Yeah.
right? You know, and it's new, but some of the new shit's not. So I agree with Optical on that. But I mean, they're gonna fuck up Jordan. You know, I mean, they can, but
Jordan's like their
likely,
Iron
I would
Man.
think. Yeah.
Like Hot
Well,
Toys
he's-
Iron
he's-
Man. That,
he's
yeah,
Jordan,
that's their
man.
Yep.
Yeah, dude,
Um,
I'm kicking myself for not getting that quarter scale back then. You know, because I always feel like, who needs
Really?
a quarter scale? Like, I wish I'd have bought that Jordan quarter scale now.
Okay, all right, man. I got it right here, bro.
Okay, so is it a bad thing then? It's not cool as I wanted it to be.
Can I share this? Let me share this feed rack.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, my freaking piece is.
I don't see you trying to share yet.
I'm doing it right
There we go. I see it right now. I see you.
Oh, is that his review?
Oh. Okay, so we don't know yet.
Well, hang on. Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Hang on. Let
damn,
him zoom
Mario,
in on
why
this.
you
Get out the way real quick.
Just gotta keep you humble, bro.
I
He's
am
got number
humble.
one too.
Does he have number one?
Damn, Mario. Why you got to do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
damn, the ball is nice too. I didn't know the ball is like customized, like
Oh
1992.
yeah.
Wait, whose review is this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just
That's
one
the
of-
backdrop right there. The
Oh, okay, that stylized, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if
Okay,
it's gonna fit your
yeah.
D12 though, but maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I never really tried. God damn it, Mario.
That'd
I thought I might have had something there.
God damn it, Mario. Why you gotta do this?
be down.
One of 5,000, man.
What a
Sorry,
shame. What a shame.
Alright. That would have been cool
Dreams
though.
crushed.
Yeah.
Dreams crushed.
I mean,
Damn.
I
I know,
still-
I was
Bro.
looking it up right now on the tablet, and I was like, wait,
still,
I mean, wait,
still go check. Still go check anyway. 'Cause what if you do?
I don't. Fuck out of here. There's no way. At this point, if they all say 1 of 5,000, I mean, I guess it's foolish to think because they would have to like print that on every base.
Yeah.
From a production standpoint,
Right.
it'd be, yeah.
Kind of like fucking Asmus, who's shady as shit. So there was one. I'm always like 121 out of like 1,500. Right? Like it's like, oh, I'm 121 again. And I was just like, oh. The other guy's 121 too. I was like, God damn it, man. I was like, I even numbered this shit. We're all 121.
Right, like,
Oh, that sucks.
Like, what the?
Damn, that sucks. I've
hilarious,
never seen
dude.
that in your reviews, but damn, that sucks.
I would
They're
like
all
to
numbered the
see
same.
more numbered things, though, man.
Me too.
You know,
Me too.
because do you know Optical? Maybe I don't think Mario. I think I have talked about it, but again, I brought it up earlier. My Michael Jackson Beat It. That was limited to 2,000. It has numbers on them.
Yeah.
Were there any other Hot Toys that did that?
Numbered?
Yeah, he's straight numbered, and the shipper is numbered.
Oh shit! I
The
know like
shipper
the
number has the
secret.
number
What do you call
too.
that? The Gray Iron Man, the secret project was, but this was back in the day, and then
Well, this was
supposedly-
kind of back in the day too. This
Yeah,
Beat
so-
It was their 10-year anniversary.
oh, the 2-pack Demon Bats. That is numbered. I have
Oh,
that.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So
Demon- 'cause it's like a 10th
some.
anniversary as well, or something like that.
Mm.
Demon Bats and Scarecrow. Yeah, it's numbered too.
Okay. This one is on the shipper. It's got the number. It comes with a certificate. Authenticity. And it comes with a neat little metal plaque that says it's a Hot Toys plaque that says 2000 to 2010.
Right.
That's because it was the 10-year anniversary. I mean, I guess even still, what is that, like 3 figures out of like 1,000?
Yeah.
Not too many, I guess. Yeah, I like shit like that, man.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
it feel more unique, more special.
And we were talking about
yeah.
this last night. I was just like, does a collectible company needs to have some sort of exclusivity, like or grailish, because you want that. Like we know, like not everything's going to be grail or not everything's going to be exclusive. Of course, a company the more they put out, the more money they make, and if it's exclusive, that means less units, meaning less money. But I think it's important to have that every once in a while because it keeps you guessing, right? It keeps you guessing. You want to, at some point, yes, we all want everyone to have this, but at some point you need to have like a grail in your library,
Yeah.
right? You need to have one. You can't just be like everything's available at Target. You know, it's kind of like, hey, I walk in and get this. That's cool, but
Well,
you
it's
need
like-
to have one or two.
Every event they do should have one. Like Summer Showcase can show off some figures, but one of them is like 5,000, right? And then like the Shanghai thing opens up, has 4 or 5 figures. One of them is like 5,000. You know what I mean? Like every time they do an event, because you won't want to do all of them, because then it's I think it might be a little too much. But
Right.
just to add to the celebration of said event, you're like, this one is a really special. It's available, wherever, but it's limited to 5,000. It's got a number. That
Dude,
shit would be
and
hot, man.
And I get it too. Like, you made a new mold, you want to sell as much as possible because it's a new mold, right? Like, I get all of that, but why not do that on Mark 46? Because you already had the mold with Mark 46. You just reissuing Mark 46 basically. Then number that shit because you're not losing anything. What are you losing? New print on the box? No, you already had the mold for that.
Yeah.
So you keep by doing that, by numbering that Mark 46 exclusive, you now just preserve the value of the first Mark 46 and this Mark 46. So you didn't completely kill the previous Mark 46 because at some point this Mark 46 is going to be sold out too. So both Mark 46 is going to be sought after, kind of. So I think the reissues should be numbered so that
Or even well, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with 2.0s.
yeah, maybe just reissue.
Yeah, because 2.0s are needed. You're like,
Are newer versions,
Yeah.
because 2.0 kills your previous figure, regardless of how many issues, because it's better, right?
Yep.
But
Even that Batman that we just got, the JL armored Batman.
that's not a 2.0. That's like
Well,
a 1.3.
This is your reissue. I mean, it didn't come.
Genobi,
it didn't come with that
Genobi
base,
brought up
bro.
that point though that his ass was all fucked up on the first version, so maybe they fixed it.
But
so they're planning. So they
it's
can sit
very
down?
rare though that I display my
in the
fingers
in the back
backwards.
tumbler.
Sure, I agree. But if they were just like, well, this was an oversight and we've updated it,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I don't know for certain, if they had, but that would potentially be an upgrade.
But that's
I mean,
something so
even if-
like petty though, man. That's like
Sure.
I'm not gonna
I
look
would-
at
I wouldn't
Batman's
upgrade
ass and see if
because
there's
of
an
that.
upgrade.
Right. Like I wouldn't be like, oh man, let me get the new one. But you would say that
That's
when
not
you put
reason enough, right?
Right.
That's
Like you
not
would do
reason
that for
enough.
2012 cap. Let's say you're a cap fan and you got the first Avengers cap and then this
Big Panther
Endgame
boy.
2012 cap. You would upgrade because it's a significant upgrade. But with
Yeah,
this
10
Batman,
years.
but this Batman just feels like a 1.3. So
Yeah,
in
it's-
that case, I would say this Batman, if they numbered this, it would preserve the older Batman tactical suit, and this would feel a little bit more exclusive. Like you feel more, hey man, I got something that no
you got
one
a special
must
base.
have. Right,
very
a
limited.
special
Yep.
base. We're only making 500 of these. It's like, all right,
But the fact right now that they're rebranding everything under Zack Snyder's Justice League, do you
Oh,
think they
that
should be
shit's coming
numbering
again.
all of
Right,
them?
oh,
all of them are coming.
yeah,
So you
even
think all of them
Flash.
should be numbered? That whole thing, the Flash, the original Batman, the
I'd say
jail
so.
Superman.
Like if you want to,
I'm cool with that, yeah.
If you've preserved, because even if you mass produce this, so now you're competing with the older one, because not if it's not a huge improvement. Like I have that old tactical Batman. I'm not gonna buy this new one because I don't see a significant improvement. So if you don't number it, you potentially have some things that are sitting on the shelves. Because half of the people who like Batman probably bought that Batman, and half of those guys are probably thinking the same thing as me. It's like it's not enough.
No improvement, so why
No
bother?
improvement.
Right?
So now you lost half of your, your market there. But by limiting it, how it feels, maybe I'll get it because it's like limited. Now you created this FOMO because you numbered it by 500 or 300.
if they actually came out with a Wonder Woman, bro, with an updated, improved head sculpt, and then limit that thing will fly off the
that
shelf.
would
bro.
fly off the shelf.
That would fly. That would sell off so
it
quick.
would.
That'd probably be like another Arena Suit Boba Fett. Because I mean, not everybody was happy with that one. I mean,
Right.
it fills in, it does the job, but I mean,
You just
to
bought
get
it
it like
to complete the team, basically. That's
yeah,
it.
exactly. And then that's when NR's going to drop theirs too. So
because people
Dude,
get
dude,
dude,
how to
most
combat
people
that.
get mad with reissues because the previous one would lose value, right? And that's the argument there. But if the reissue is limited, then that means the previous one is limited as well, because it was already sold out. So now, let's say you limit this new Batman for 300, sold out in 2 days. So my old Batman, it's still relevant because go ahead, buy the new one. Oh, yeah, you can't because it's sold out too. Mine might be lower than the new one, but still it didn't lose enough, value.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you do stuff like that, like even that Chrome Stormtrooper, that works for me.
Yeah.
If you truly gave it an ES and said, hey,
So then what's the incentive for
500.
anybody to buy like an original figure when, there's a high potential of them just reissuing a 2.0 that makes it more collectible than numbered?
well, that's the weird part, right? Like if it's a 2.0, I don't think it should be exclusive.
Right.
Right.
2.0.
No.
Or reissue
understand
then,
that.
or whatever the new one is that's exclusive, that's still, or that's numbered. I mean, you know what I mean? So like, because if I want something, if they come out with something that's mass produced, I don't want that. I want something that's going to be like a potential grail. So let's see if they do actually release this one, like someone's going to roll a dice and take a gamble to say, hey man, I'm gonna wait for the numbered serialized edition. or
Well,
something
I
like
think
that.
the perfect example where they missed the boat is the artist creations. We've gotten 4 of them so far. Number 1 being my Samurai Predator, and the most recent number 4 is the Venomized Iron Man. I really think these should have been numbered. Special interesting things like that. Those should have been numbered. Like,
What if they actually did like take a page out of Queen Studios' book, like with the Joker? Okay, you just mentioned the artist creation. What if they actually did like an artist edition where they give you something that's more premium, but make that's more make more numbered?
I think Hot
Toys
Toys is too big for that now.
You think so? Like give that an edition size. Like say if we get something that's that looks all right, but then they do like a premium line where they can keep that, with an edition size, rooted hair, better paint apps, better materials, within the for the tailoring and all that stuff. Maybe that might bring a little bit more collectability back to these things.
At this point, I don't think they're worried about collectability. I think they're more worried. That's why they're doing 2.0s, because they not 2.0. That's why they're doing reissues, because they see the demand
market,
for
the
it.
value
Yeah,
there is
the
there.
demand. So it's just like, all right, instead of you spending 500 on a Batman, here you go. We want a piece of that pie. If they do what you're suggesting, Mario, then they're limiting themselves, because now there's a demand and they're purposely holding back to
No, but
us.
well,
Because
maybe
they're
what if they
limiting-
just do it for certain pieces though.
That's
Not-
only
not-
that
well,
only
like two
favors
editions.
the collector, though. Right? That just favors us.
That's favors
Like
us.
in a perfect world, I agree with you. I'd be like, wow, isn't that
Right.
cool?
Yep.
But Hot Toys is not about. It's like
Us.
Obstacle said. Like, they're not about us, and they're about, especially if it's a new figure, new molds, all this. A lot of money goes into tooling this shit, right? They're not going to be like, let's minimize our profit. They're going to be like, let's crank this shit out, dude. Like
As much
thousands.
as we could.
Even if you
Because
had a
we are
standard
Hot
edition on
Toys.
top of it, like say if they do like a new Joker, right? Say they do one
They've already
sculpted.
done it.
No,
They're copping out.
but-
They're copping out on bullshit DXs. These aren't even fucking DXs.
Nope.
They got 2
Nope.
SKUs.
Mhm. Yeah.
They got
okay.
2 SKUs for DXs now. Like,
Okay, so then what about say they make the second SKU, right? They still have the standard one, but then they have a
all right,
special release that's limited.
Bespin Luke 2.0.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So they
It's
do
got
that.
2 versions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying the DXX, right? That should be
The
numbered.
DX Premium or something like that will be numbered, but you still have your regular release alongside with that.
That may work because they'll still be able
That's
to
what
sell
I'm
a
talking about.
shitload.
So what would it be the difference between the one that you're going to be numbered and the one that's not numbered? Better paint apps? Is that what it is?
Paint apps, rooted hair, higher end materials that may last
Yeah.
longer.
The problem with that, I think they can experiment with that. The one that's going to kill that idea is if there's a demand for it. They'll be like, hey, man, I just ran out. I was like, oh, man, it ran out right away. And Hot Toys will be like, shit, we just limit ourselves there. Let's put 500 out more because people actually want it. So I was like, oh, the second batch is here. And then I think the problem with that is if they do that, because we just made the argument, like Indanobi says this a lot, tooling is expensive. So they want to pump as much as possible because of the new
course.
tooling. That's why I feel like for reissues, they didn't pay for new retooling. It's there.
They still have it. It's not like they destroyed it.
Yeah, you just want to capitalize on the small portion that, like that Mark 47. If they come out and say, hey, this Mark 47 is available again, but there's only 300 for a limited time only, get it while it's there. Otherwise, you'll go to eBay again. Then it would have preserved the old Mark 4. It still did. Like, look at this. Mark 47 is sold out now. It's back to 350 now. Like, if you go to eBay, sold listing is 350. All it takes is for it not to be available. People right now go to Sideshow and they think, oh, look at this Whiplash right here. He's been sitting there forever. That was a grail once. Just that Whiplash was going for $500 in 2014. But now you can get it for 30% off at Sideshow. The moment it becomes unavailable.
In search of for a reasonable price.
Dude, when Thanos went on waitlist, it was like in search of Thanos. It's like, what the?
I know,
Get out of here. Really? Did it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even look.
Everybody was
I remember the
clamoring
501st.
over 501st. I'm like, bro, you didn't have enough time? I mean,
wow.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
That's funny to hear about
like,
Thanos, man. That's
look, it doesn't even work that way anyway, right? Because let's say a tooling costs $100,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now Hot Toys got to put in $100,000 for a Boba Fett. They're gonna reuse the shit out of that tool because now the next Boba Fett, it's just paint apps, or whatever else, and they're now saving that $100,000, right? And to counter your point though, too, if you're saying they're gonna put out like a better version of something, better paint, that's gonna just cause chaos in the community because then everybody's gonna be like, well, Hot Toys is just fucking skimping on us on these regular ones. You know what I mean? They could do better.
Right?
Like
I can see that.
I know, but that's
just
gonna
the game.
that would turn people off, I think. Right? Any announcement that comes out, people will further scrutinize because it's not part of their great painter association or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, it's just not gonna. It's going to be a bargain.
Made that bad, so we need to buy the.
Right. That's what you're going to hear.
Even though it's not real.
Fucking announcement. Every announcement, you're going to hear that. So it's just, I agree with Optical on that, man.
What's an announcement without a complaint? We all going to find something. The smallest things to complain about anyway, dude.
Yeah. But
we're going to figure we want. We're going to. Do we not?
Well,
we find the Mark 46 or say, hey, where's Shazam? Where's everybody else?
That's not the whole community though, right? I mean, like I didn't complain about Reva. I hate the character. I guess that's my only complaint. That's not Hot Toys' fault.
Yeah.
But I think the figure looked freaking sweet. That was like one of the best sculpts I've seen.
Yeah.
No complaints, right? But I get what you mean. Someone else would be like, well, why are you making that stupid chick? Where's my fucking, Bo-Katan or Batman or, that's just people.
It's always a vocal minority, bro.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yes,
I think for the consensus, the majority of the community probably is most likely on board.
Yeah.
But there's always a vocal minority.
But the one that they did for that Spider-Man though, that's like sleazy.
Yeah.
Well, that was
I called that shit, bro. I called that. I saw that coming, man.
Yeah.
As soon as we saw exclusives on there and no D23 sticker on the box, I'm like, yeah, there's a good possibility that they'll release a standard version of Sideshow.
I was busting Riley's balls in here. I was just like, Riley, don't fucking lie to me. You bought this shit because you think it's D23 exclusive. I was like, no, I really like Spider-Man. Bitch, you don't even know where this came from.
Man, he sold some Spider-Man.
He did. So, dude, I feel bad for whoever bought that for $600.
I know, man. Even 800. You bought 800.
Honestly, you're buying it because you felt, because the theory back then was if it's D23, it would never get reissued because it's like exclusive to. Yes, that's Captain America technically.
That's the only example. It's only Cap. That's the only one that's been out.
And that's a bad example.
Bad example because it took 2 years, and the one that came out it's not even arguably, it's better than that. But the allure was you waited, like you didn't have to wait. But this Spider-Man was kind of like, I mean, I get it if you bought it for retail, but if you bought it for $600, man, I would be like, man, I paid an extra $300 for this churro. It was just like,
if I was at the park or something, like if I was able to go to D23 or something, right?
Yeah.
And I could pick it up, great. That's cool. But that's it. I know, like I said, I know Lou bought it. I don't know how much he paid. I'm sure he didn't pay retail. So I kind of feel bad. People like that. And I said it. I said it. I was like, dude, don't, because
They're gonna use that chair as a justification. That's not a $200 piece.
I know. Hell no, not even close, dude. I mean, and even to
and
compare,
they're not gonna admit it, but I would say the motivation of getting that Spider-Man is not because they like the comic version, because of the exclusivity thing attached to it. I would say
look at
80%
Arena
of the
Fett,
reason is
dude.
because of that.
Look at Arena Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody even knew where the fuck that Fett came from.
But because it's sought after, it's
They
exclusive.
bought it because they were like, cool, I can get it on Sideshow, I can get it on retail, and everybody treated it like a mini stimulus package.
Human
That's
nature,
it.
man. You want something that no one does have.
Yeah.
Problem is, you don't know if it's everyone's gonna have that. That's the problem to it.
And now it's selling for $400.
Yeah.
So look at how that rapid drop. I mean,
that's
that
a big
Arena
drop.
Fett was selling for
That's
$800.
crazy.
I'm seeing it in like OSR for like $400. Because people are like, well, what do you think's going to happen when everybody starts getting it?
Yep.
They're all going to be doing the same thing that you're trying to do.
Right.
Fucking
right.
sell it.
Make a buck.
You know, it's not going to work.
Mhm.
Like, stupid,
No,
man.
true. That's true.
Yeah, not Christian. I still plan on getting it, man, because like I said, that's, even though I believe it's comic based, right? The web of Spider-Man, but still, I see that's Avengers Campus for me, man. That's Disney Park nostalgia, man. That's why I'm gonna pick it up.
Right.
And you're right there, anyways. So and you're always.
Yeah, man. I see Spidey all the time. I'm gonna go take it to him and have him autograph. Hey, man, look, I got your figure, man. Check it out, man.
Nobody's gonna know that autograph.
The PO is still open for what? Arena Suit Boba?
Is it or the Spider-Man?
Maybe Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man even up yet?
I don't think so.
All right.
So which one he's talking about? I think it's meant.
You're still open
Spider-Man.
for what? Christian, what are you talking about, bro? Let us know.
We need to know.
We need to
Can't
know.
tease us like that.
Oh, maybe in Asia. He said in Asia, Arena
In
Boba.
Asia, the
is
Arena
still-
Boba
all
is still
right.
open pre-order. No kidding.
Tell you,
Wow.
man. Asians does not care about Star Wars.
Mm.
Man, what? I bought the shooter off Friday for $300. There you go. There you go,
I'm
man.
busting Riley's balls because it's so tiny. So.
And you know this how?
Iggy told me.
Okay, you told me.
I think
Oh,
They were playing baseball the other night. You know, I didn't know who was the batter or who was the catcher.
gotcha.
you know, we've talked about this a lot. I know I have. I know Optical you have. People honestly should just buy what they like.
Yes.
And I know that concept escapes so many people. And it's like, I understand, right? If I like Optical, and which I do, but you know, if I liked you as like a viewer, right? And I was like, oh no, I value his opinion. I appreciate his reviews. You know, I vibe with him. And he's like, yeah, this, you know, whatever is such a great figure, and this and that. Then I may be like, damn, well, he really liked it, and maybe I will get it. And I feel like that happens a lot in the community, where I think people's excitement to connect with another individual, you know, kind of gets the better of them, right? And then a couple weeks later, they're like, well, actually, what the fuck? I actually really don't like this figure. I don't. It's cool, but do I need it now? Now my rent's due, and you know, and then or whatever, right? That happens a lot.
Yep.
Dude, you know what the funny part is? I've been here for like a long time now, and I've heard it all. You know, when the price was getting high, the battle cry was like, "Oh, we can't get them all. You know, we got to be selective on what we do have, we buy, and all that stuff." Now that the prices are dirt cheap, I've never seen it this cheap. Like, you go to Pop Culture right now, you can get a Star-Lord for $126. That has never happened, even in 2012. So Star-Lord now is $126. You know, and some troopers are $120. People were saying, well, it's like, well, now it's losing value. It was like, what? You were complaining because it's expensive.
Right, it's
back
like,
then.
buy it
Now
up
it's
now.
cheap. You don't want to buy it because it's losing. It's like, what do you are you collecting? What do you want?
What are you doing?
What do you want? Now you actually have the chance to buy them all. Now it's like, why would you buy them? It's losing value. It's like, I'm confused. Like before, Sideshow was
That's
getting it
the confusion that people have, bro.
Sideshow
They
was getting
feel-
it late. It was like, oh man, I gotta go to Hong Kong. Now Sideshow's gonna
Right.
get it first. It was like, well, now we don't have the chance to see the blogger photos. Now we're jumping. It was like, what do you want?
Hey, I don't know if you caught my stream earlier or not. Either P-Rock or Optical Mario obviously was on the panel, but I had somebody contacted CGE Rock, who does the blogger photos, or does a lot of blogger photos, and asked him, and he responded was saying he had already taken the Boba Fett blogger photos and submitted them, and he's done some other figures that he's already done and submitted, and he has no idea why Hot Toys is not releasing them. He found it very peculiar. He's like, no, I've taken he alluded to taking multiple figures that we haven't been released yet. He's already done the shots, which I found very fascinating. It seems like they are definitely to having an embargo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, like if you watch like our streams, like if you B and PJ, like we do our streams back then, we said something where I think this was around 2021 when we were just like, what if Sideshow told Hot Toys, hold off to your releases till we get them? And we were called the madman. We were just like, why would they do that? Why would they purposely sabotage their thing? And I was just like, maybe not all of them, but like certain releases, like because there's rumors that Hot Toys is borrowing Star Wars license from Sideshow. They're allowing them to get that. I don't know if that's true or not, but it feels like it's kind of happening, right? Like with this Boba Fett, maybe not full blown, but I think they're kind of flexing a little bit here, kind of like testing how much they can push Hot Toys. Kind of like, can you not release blogger photos of that?
Well,
the Boba.
I think there's two things that are happening there. The first thing is we noticed it last year when we got Miles, Death Watch, Mando, and Lando. Remember that? It was a year ago this month. It was last September, and that was such an anomaly, right? We know that they're pushing that, and Sideshow has a fuckload of pull because they market and advertise Hot Toys. I mean, Hot Toys doesn't have to do shit. Sideshow has a lot of money invested into them. But the second thing, so I agree with you, they're flexing on that because they do need them for this market. But when Sideshow was making all the old like Scum and Villainies and the Troopers and stuff, especially the Troopers, Hot Toys' logo still on those boxes. They were working together until then. This is what I was told from inside, so take it with what you will, but basically Howard went behind Sideshow's back and got the license and then first showed off the Dark Trooper or the Shadow Trooper. The Shadow Trooper was first shown off before an announcement, right? Because it was DX07 blah blah blah, Han and Chewie, but he showed off the Shadow Trooper and then Sideshow lost their mind or like, what are you doing? Right. And he's like, he was able to grab that license. So he was like, it's like the Captain Phillips thing. He's like, I'm the captain now. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, really. And so like,
I'm the captain.
So Sideshow had to come with some type of an agreement with them. Now, whatever that agreement was, I don't know. That could be where we're at now because of it, though. But I don't know if they have, like, Sideshow can't be like Hot Toys. You can only make these figures at this point. Howard Chan's invited onto the movie sets, dude, of MCU. You know what I mean? He's a big dude. Like, he's a big dude. So, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
We don't know. We're all just speculating and what's going on. But the fact that it's happening, kind of like happening right before our eyes, where there's no blogger photos, like none.
No. Well, apparently there are.
There are, but it's kind of like, hey, don't release that. We want the first dibs on this. So we were gonna do this first. Like, this never happened. We've seen things that are fast, but not this fast. Kind of like this is unprecedented right now. Kind of like purposely holding shit so that Sideshow can, do their own thing. Like, I guess I always see this as a good thing.
The first one they did a simultaneous release, I believe that was the Mark 50, wasn't it? You guys remember?
I don't know if
that was simultaneous.
Simultaneous. I mean, I know Lando.
Star Wars was Rex, I think.
No,
wasn't.
No, it was not. Because I got Rex.
Echo, right? Like Echo was supposed to like ship now or something, or
It's
Some
only
just
shipped
got
as far as I
delayed.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Echo or I think it was Hunter just got delayed. But yeah, that's how we're gonna know. And I suspect that CGE Rock took photos of Echo and
Submitted
probably
it.
took shots of War Machine Mark 1. And I
Yeah.
think we're gonna see those right now. And if that happens, then we know what's going on.
Right. I mean, I don't see it as a bad thing. I mean, I'm still.
Oh no, me neither.
Yeah, we talked about that last night. I was like, would it change the way you purchase? Because now they're getting it first, and it won't for me. You know, until they prove to me that there's point in buying it now, then I won't. Like until something sells out that I want, then I would continue how I do things because I'm saving money. And the funny thing is, like, you know, like with Justin, right? Like people are like YouTubers, the one who reviews, like, oh man, the only reason he's doing, you know, he's so popular is because he gets it first. I was like, Americans, this is your chance. Get it first.
It's
and you
everyone's
couldn't see a
opportunity.
single review.
Dude, you see Beskar Kid and fucking Loco Lou putting out reviews before anybody else.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
like,
crazy.
all right,
That's
my
awesome.
man, giving it back to the people. Like, you imagine
Right.
like Jetta and Justin like losing their minds right now.
Yeah.
Like, especially Jetta because he's in the States. He can't call a Hong Kong supplier.
Right.
You know, or he can't call Sideshow and be like, yeah, I'm gonna need that FedEx today. That doesn't work. Like, it's a lottery system with Sideshow. So you either get it or you know, Mario gets it first. Who knows? Like,
yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it.
And that's the thing. That's for us in their backyard. For like us in their backyard could capitalize, man, considering that we get it the next day. You know? So,
Can you imagine
that's
Jetta picking it up?
definitely
Hello,
opportunity.
Sideshow? Hello?
Right? I know, right?
Hello?
Remember all those videos I made and T-shirts I made? I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
How about you ship me that today? Like, no, it ain't gonna work that way. And you're right though. This was a huge thing though, guys. That started like almost 2 years ago. And it's this. Make no mistake. This is a counterattack.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it really is. It's specifically to Justin and Toys Wonderland, devaluing product, and nobody's buying it. Sideshow. Then all of us out here are saying, "Hey, don't fucking pre-order." You know, which I touched on. I think some of us are partially to blame, because but rightly so. It's like, well, what's the point of pre-ordering?
Right. It's
when two weeks later it's cheap on the BSTs, or it's dirt cheap overseas.
Until that changes, because even PJ, the biggest Boba Fett fan that I know of, didn't pre-order that Boba on the Throne, and he would get it. And even knowing that they're shipping it now, he still used to be like, "Oh man, I'm gonna hold on for
That's me. That's me. I didn't order it yet. I'm waiting for a better deal.
Right? Like Spectacular is just around the corner, so might as well wait for a month. Like until something sells out that I want, and I'll be like, God damn it, I should have done that. Then I wouldn't learn. It's like I continue my thing. Make me pay for it. Make me pay for not pre-ordering. That's my thing.
Exactly.
Well, and I think that's what they're trying to do now. When you see things like Peacemaker and the quarter scale Fets and the Bat Cycle and whatever the hell else is running out of stock a year away from being in stock. I think, like I said, this is strategy.
Yeah.
So, people are like, oh my God, Peacemaker sold out. It's like, well, this is what happens when we don't pre-order. I mean, it really is. I mean, again, there's blame to go around everywhere, but I think that's another form of attack that Sideshow's doing. Well, let's just get lower shit. I know. Look at that.
I slept on that. I was gonna get that Peacemaker, even before the updated head sculpt.
You never know. You might still get it. Like I said,
I'm pretty sure some people are gonna cancel it once it comes in stock. They're gonna be like, oh yeah.
So they did this shit to me with Star-Lord V1. They did this shit with me Justice League Batman. It was like, oh, it's sold out, and then long and behold, it went on stock. And, I mean, it didn't hurt me in the long run because it wasn't like this before. It's not like, oh, I didn't pre-order it. There's 10% off. The sale back then was so far few in between. I can count it on my hands. It's like Spectacular and another event. But now it feels like every month there's an event. Every month we have a
We're going to have sales till the end of the year, bro. Till the end of the year, we're having sales.
Yeah, so they have the 12 days of Christmas, something like that, after Spectacular. So until something that sold out, then you're not gonna get me. And even if it
Making
did,
up new shit like best timber. I mean,
Yeah.
what is the best timber?
they'll just make up new shit because they're clearly, you have to ask yourself, like, when a business starts to, I'm not going to say liquidate because that was more like Toys Wonderland prices, but when a company starts heavily putting their stuff on sale, giving out all these promo codes, signing up for these special events, that tells me they really want your business, right? They really want your business. Like, if you go anywhere else and the product's there and stable, they're not cutting you breaks because they know you're going to buy it.
And
But-
I feel, because a lot of people are saying it's like, oh, it's going to be, different in the sense that they're not going to carry more stocks, right? And I told, like, the guys that I talked to was like, I beg to differ, man, because you can do that if no one's chasing you. Do you want to be the manufacturer that's always sold out? And guess what happens if I go to Sideshow and the thing that I want is sold out? Oh shit, there's another company right there on the side called InArt that might get my money. So if I was Hot Toys, I gotta make sure that before InArt comes out, you have no money. Before this Joker comes out, I'm gonna get all your money. I'm gonna put up a sale to make sure that you don't have money for goddamn Joker. Like, I'm gonna put on a sale, and before InArt even takes off, I'm gonna kill it before it even takes off. It's like, oh, you want that Joker because it's gonna come out in December? Here's a 30% off. Let's see you say no to this.
Yeah. Shit,
That's
that
good
makes
point.
sense.
Good point.
It was like,
Yeah,
let's
they
see
just got
come
me.
December time if you have money. It was like, oh shit.
Yeah. They're getting me right now, man, with all the freaking Avengers shit. All the
Yeah,
in-game shit.
dude, imagine if there's no Hot Toys, if they're saying it's like, oh, they can't afford dead stock. It's not about just dead stock, man. It's about your presence. Like, they interviewed Regal Robot, and the guy said, it's like, man, we need to have more stocks. The owner of Regal Robot, because he was just like, we don't want our fans going to our website going to sold out. we want something. We want to sell.
We want you to buy, right?
Yeah,
wanna
we
make
want
money.
people to go to our site to buy something. But like, dude, like right now with the emergence of InArt, if Sideshow is sold out, if let's say your favorite character is sold out, shit, now I got more money. I got more money for a Joker. So if I was Hot Toys, damn, I'm gonna make sure before December hits, I'm gonna put that 40% off, because I'll make sure you don't have money for Gandalf, whoever that
Well,
is.
I mean, they peddle it like drugs. The drug world and the Hot Toys world or 6-scale world is like one and the same.
Yeah,
It's just a different. It's a different commodity, but the tactics are the same.
So, yeah.
And you're right. It's like, if I was running something like that, I want to keep you guys bled dry.
Yeah.
So you don't go to any other of my competitors.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I won't allow it. It's just squeeze you dry. That's
crazy.
You
To make
know,
sure you
that's
can't buy from another dealer.
right. We're like, oh, well, you can come to me here. I'll tell you what, you can put $25 down, bro. I'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, man, I don't have.
Here's my $27 deposit. Just like, like,
I got you.
right?
I got you.
It's true. It's true, man.
Dude, I think for collectors, the biggest concern right now is your control, because how cheap these things are. And now we got InArt around the corner. You could easily go astray because it's so fucking cheap. This is a different problem back in 2019 where, he was like, oh man, I got to save up for this. I got to save up for that. Now there's an abundance of products. You got limited money and you have a lot of options. So now I guess this would really exercise your, diligence on how or who to spend your money on. Because if I was Hot Toys, I see InArt making a lot of noise, man, I'm going to take your money. I would take your money. I would tell Sideshow, have a sale. Because Joker is coming out, make sure these people eat their NRD from InArt and make them buy this Luke. Hey, you know what? Release Luke 2.0. Just like release Luke 2.0 before Joker comes out. Make sure these guys have no money.
Or make them
release
go
Mando.
or some shit,
Yeah. They're listening to this and they'll be like, release that shit. Release that shit before we release Batman.
And believe it or not, I mean, they listen.
Yeah.
They may not communicate, but they listen.
Hot Toys. They listen to people in the community, and they see what's going on, and they hear the responses, especially as of late. Because you've got John going around on everybody's channel the past 6 months.
Yeah.
They need to know as a business what the competitors are up to. Yeah. So, just through that, from him being so well, I wouldn't say open, because he doesn't really say much, but just having his presence around the YouTube community by proxy makes them watch us as well, right? Yeah. And then so they know, and it's 100% true, man. They're like, they want your money. They don't want your money to go to InArt.
Dude, that would be interesting, man.
It is gonna be interesting.
All right, man. It's 3:30 in here.
Yeah, man.
That'll bounce.
I appreciate Optical.
Seriously,
always a dream for you guys to come in my stream, and appreciate you coming in too, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was, man. The conversation about sports and stuff. It's been a while. I hope everybody listens, man. We get some of those figures that we were asking for.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and I typed that to you earlier. Like, NBA is kind of trapped now too, into sports.
Yeah,
because that was Howie, man. Like, because they were doing the stuff. They were doing those quarter scale RoboCops and Terminators, and then they started doing the Bruce Lees, and then Hot Toys just jumped in, got the license. Then they started doing the Bruce Lees. Then they started doing and they just squeezed them out, bro.
And Anthony, remember, Enterbay back then was good. Those RoboCop, those Terminators were good. If history repeats itself, the one that killed Enterbay was license. You know who has a lack of license right now? InArt. So if I was them, I'd look at what Enterbay did and do the exact opposite of what Enterbay did.
If they're smart about it, dude. Because I tell you, I know not many people know, but I've got the Enterbay A Better Tomorrow movie.
Oh, dude. Chow Yun Fat or something?
I got the
two bodies.
I'll show you right now, man, before we wrap. I'll go back out there and show you. That thing, fire, dude. Like, Enterbay was the shit. I mean, they're
good.
Why did they stop doing other lines other than NBA?
It's not by choice. No one's buying it. No one knows what Enterbay is.
Wow.
Yeah. Because why? They don't have Sideshow.
Yeah, that sucks. I'll bring you up big screen quick.
Yeah.
Dude, that's good quality, right? And that is, almost 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And look,
absolutely.
It's still good.
Still banging. That's the other one. I mean, Bill and Ted are okay, but those are Blitzway.
Yeah.
For a 10-year-old figure, that is amazing.
All that shit, bro. Hot Toys don't do this no more. But yeah, I mean, this is badass, and you're absolutely right. Like, nobody knows. Nobody knows, bro.
No one knows. That's the problem. If you're good and no one knows, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Their stuff. I mean, the NBA stuff's good. I thought they had more like publicity with the NBA stuff.
No. They ended up going down that route because they were pigeonholed by Howard.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it was. He did it to QMX in 2017 when QMX showed off their Pennywise, and Howard Chan went to the booth and saw it and was like, "Oh hell no!" And then he went to like Warner Brothers Japan, I think, and got the license. And it was like a spite thing. That's why Pennywise took forever to come out.
Yeah,
it's like, no, we're just gonna make it. Because then QMX is like, well, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go through with production? I mean, Howard's gonna put this out. Like, nope, and they scrapped it. And everybody did the same thing. So it's very telling. That's why I'm gonna be really interested in seeing how the next 6 months to a year unfolds, with all the vehicle teases they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is this a thing that's gonna be happening like with Jazz Inc?
Right.
You know,
right. We'll see.
Seen it happen. History may repeat itself.
Yeah, damn. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully after the holidays, not before the holidays. They got a lot of things to do before the holidays. But hopefully...
Well, speaking of holidays, it's gonna be a slow week, right? Joel was saying like October 1st to like the 10th is a national holiday.
Oh, over there. Yep.
beginning of October is going to be really slow for us.
Yeah.
That's good. It lets me catch up, man. Lets me catch up. That's good, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But, all right.
All right,
I'm gonna
guys.
end it. Everybody, thanks for coming to chat. Optical, and thanks again for coming. Mario, thanks for coming as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. It was fun talking NBA, Enter Bay, something different. Appreciate it, guys.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
Peace out, everybody in the chat.